I know what the finals in New York should look like. Orange and blue, everywhere you look. Everyone looking fly in their game day best, of course. But it's also how the city starts to look at the game. That look in our eyes, staring adversity in the face. And the face we make when we look up and know what time it is.
Three-pointer, puts it in! The Brunson burner has been lit. Captain Clutch has come along. Going hard to the hole! And the Knicks are flying high. Shot clock at 1. Bridges puts up the three. Puts it in! It's a Knicks avalanche from downtown.
It's how we look at each other.
Every single one of the guys on the team has sacrificed. Every single one of the guys on the team has a competitive spirit. Every single one of the guys on the team is connected. Every single one of the guys believe in each other in the process.
Shannon puts it up, puts it in! Madison Square Garden.
Hey, when I look around, it's always Knicks. That's when I know this team, this city, it's got the look.
That's right, folks. We're here. We made it. We waited the 9 days. And there was no better intro that I could give than, of course, from the one and only Clyde Frazier. There was nothing I couldn't do. I've been replaying that video all day in preparation for right now, this moment. This is what we have been dreaming of for 4 years now. Leon Rose took over, they brought in Jalen Brunson, and our expectations changed. And it's taken 4 years to get to this point. From the Brunson-Randall tandem, from the RJ Barrett quickly future, to the Anunoby trade, to the Josh Hart trade, to swapping Randall in for Towns, having to give away Dante DiVincenzo, replacing him with yet another Nova boy, Mikal Bridges. There was only one way this could end. It needed to be in a championship. And so here today, the New York Knicks are going to make right on their promise to the fan base. Leon Rose, Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, up and down through the roster. I'm looking at Tyler Kolek, Ariel Okporti, Jeremy Sohan, Dylan Jones, all of these guys up and down. Of course, we got Shaman, we got McBride, all of the players. We could even go through them here because, of course, the New York Knicks are in the building to take on the San Antonio Spurs in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. And like I said, this can only end one way. And you guys know my saying. Knicks in 4, till proven otherwise, and you have yet to proven me otherwise. The Knicks have a huge opportunity in their hands here today. Are the Spurs the best team they will face throughout this playoff run? Of course, we're in the finals. No other expectation other than that. Are the Knicks the best team the Spurs will have faced on their way to the finals? Yes, Oklahoma City, get them out here, especially with all of the injuries they dealt with. Miss me with San Antonio having a more difficult path to the finals when they played a young, not very good Portland Trailblazers team. And the Knicks had to match up with the Atlanta Hawks, the young, spunky Atlanta Hawks. Miss me with San Antonio having to beat a rough and tumble Minnesota team with Anthony Edwards is playing on 2 bum knees, and they're missing Dante DiVincenzo and Ayo Dosunmu's on the verge of an Achilles tear with a heel injury and a calf injury. And the New York Knicks get matched up with the Philadelphia 76ers team with a former MVP and a rising superstar in Tyrese Maxey and Paul George and VJ Edgecombe and all those guys. Who is the better team in that scenario? And then, of course, they go up against Oklahoma City. The champion from last year's get pushed to 7 games. And, of course, everybody's looking at it as a matchup of the century. Oh, my goodness, 2 Goliaths in the NBA matching up against each other, except that Oklahoma City is missing 2 of their 4 best players. And their second best player in the series, Chet Holmgren, decides to go MIA and deliver a no-show performance in Game 7. And honestly, majority of the series, but in particular, a Game 7 of that series. And the Spurs squeak it out in 7. At least the Knicks took care of their business. Should have swept Atlanta, but got pushed to 6 games. It was the easiest 6 games we've ever seen in a playoff series. Swept Philadelphia, got him out of the building. Series was never close. Swept Cleveland out of the building. Series was never close. At least they took care of their business. So yes, I got immense respect for the San Antonio Spurs. This series could go either way, depending on how both sides play. But let me tell you something. The New York Knicks have arrived, and there is no going back. There is no looking back. The people who keep describing this Knicks run as a hot streak, as the Knicks just caught fire, as if they can't play better. The New York Knicks still have another level they could reach. Karl Anthony Towns can be more aggressive offensively and looking for his own shot. Josh Hart can still shoot it better. Jalen Brunson was 4 for 22 from 3 in the conference finals. We have yet to see the Knicks in full throttle. And yes, they will be going up against a generational talent in Victor Wembanyama. Yes, this will be an entertaining series nonetheless. But like I said, Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. And so here today, we have gathered as Knicks fans, as basketball fans, as enjoyer of the sport, of the league. We are all in the building today rooting for David to take down the 7'7" Goliath in Wembanyama. I am not particularly worried about any of the other players on this team, although they are very, very good players. But when you go up against the New York Knicks, am I taking Vassell or am I taking Bridges? Of course I'm taking Bridges. Am I taking De'Aaron Fox over Jalen Brunson? Of course not. Are we taking OG Anunoby or Julian Champagnie? This is an absolute victory in the waiting for the New York Knicks. I am not going back on my belief. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise, and you have yet to show me any proof that the New York Knicks will go down. So let's keep it going. How is everybody doing? It's been a while. My guy, James Sumler, getting us started off right. Appreciate you, James. Right on time for the end of the monologue. Let's take off the glasses. Let's get intimate. Let's talk about it. Let's go through it. Lionel Motors, MBM, Spotty T, Soup. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate you. My guy, James Sumler, he said, good evening. Chevy and my fellow Knicks fans, I'll probably be asleep, but I'll check on the score. Everybody, let's will this win. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sons Jen, what's up, Sons Jen? Thank you, Blueberry Ketchup and Cheese. And by the way, may I point out, is this not blue? Is the jacket not blue? Did we not absolutely correct all of the issues, which, by the way, Mark, Bruce Fowler, MBM, Isaiah Garner, appreciate y'all. Aries, what's up, Aries? The Fleas with a very generous super chat. We are here. Yes, indeed, we are here, Fleas. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Isaiah Garner said, I'm going to be watching the game and chatting in here, too. Appreciate you, Isaiah Garner. Amy Mature, what's up, Amy? It still looks purple. I could have sworn that I changed it up. It could be your screens, or you may be colorblind. If you see purple still, it should definitely be blue. I messed with the color correction. It should be fixed, which, by the way, I also, Crazy said it's blue. Nikki said, nah, it's blue. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I may have fixed it. I may have fixed the issue, right? I color corrected the camera properly. The tie is especially blue. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Messed with a little bit of the balance. Orville Sweeney with the Orville. Appreciate you, brother. Big Rud in the chat. What's up, Big Rud? Appreciate your subscription, Big Rud. Just that's it looks all right. By the way, we also fixed the volume, the audio issue that I was dealing with before, which also includes getting the soundboard fixed, and we have the intro music back in place. We didn't use it because Clyde Frazier introduced this series perfectly. I couldn't do it any better. So shout out everybody. Shout out everybody. Hold on. There we go. Hey. Shout out everybody. We are back. Absolutely mighty Montrose. It is definitely less purple. I'll take less purple. It's definitely blue in person. I messed with the color correction. The problem is, okay, this might be the problem, is the lighting. Where are my lights? The lighting washes the color out a little bit, so that might be part of the reason why it's appearing purple. Actually, that's way too dark. That's way too dark now. That's a little more blue, right? A little more blue. That's way too dark, but right? So it washes the color. It looks blue, not purple. Okay. Now, it might also be on your guys' end a little bit where maybe you got to adjust the color correction on your screens, because I definitely adjusted the color correction on my screen. The closer you stand to the green screen, the bluer it is. Okay. It might just be also because I'm stepping closer into the light. So the light is not directly on me. Light is directed towards the green screen. So. Just that's it. It's true blue. We know it by now. Yes, sir. John Mazzola, what's up, John? It looks blue from here in Costa Rica. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you. Uncle Mel, what's up, Uncle Mel? Freeway Hustler with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Freeway Hustler. Talk is getting cheaper by the minute. Time to show and prove. Let's go, Knicks. We are about 20 minutes away from tip-off. So we have some time. Do we really want to go through the whole thing? I vote that we should. I think we should. Ricardo Broadway with the Ricardo. J3 with the J. J Lopez with the J Lopez. Jacket is still purple until proven otherwise. Jacket is blue, and I could prove it. We're going to be posting images. The blue tie, like, you can see that the tie is blue. Maybe the blue tie, because it is a very blue tie, is whatever. It's a purple tie. Doesn't matter what color it stays on. That is very true. It is staying off. Chef with the Macarena. Appreciate you, Chef, with the jewels. Appreciate the support from everybody in the chat. Freeway Hustler, the Fleas, James Sumler getting our start of right. My guy, Chef Macarena, coming through as well. Appreciate everybody here in the chat. The Fleas with yet another one. A very generous super chat in all caps. It's blue. Let's go Knicks. We got the orange, we got the blue. Of course, we're rocking the Red Chef's hat, a staple of the channel. It ain't going anywhere. Let's lock in. We got some basketball to go over. It's been a while since we've been able to be live and go through it all. Obviously, we haven't had basketball since, when was Game 7? Sunday? Monday? Sunday. And today's Wednesday? Was Game 7 Sunday? I can't remember. Either way, it's been 9 days since the New York Knicks played basketball, that's for sure. So here we are today. Jason, what's up, Jason? About to be crazy. Yes, sir. Ian Parkins, WN. There's no shame in owning a purple suit. Own it. Manuel Mercado, I would love to have a purple suit if I had one. It's blurple. Now look, it is a deep, like a darker shade of blue. So it's you know what though? Here's the thing. It's plaid, obviously, so there are darker spots that come off as purple, but it's definitely blue. I'm just trying to let y'all know. J3 said, is it me or it seemed like ABC has a nice Spurs pregame show going on here? David Katz, what's up, David? They might be a little biased, just a smidge. Jimbo Dini, what's up, Jimbo? David said, we need 6 minutes from Kolek to help bring the ball across and give Brunson a bit of rest so he can get at 100% the entire time he plays. Maybe. We'll see what the rotations are going to be like. We'll see if we have any Tyler Kolek sighting, which I highly, highly doubt. But you never know. Mo Diawara played a lot versus the San Antonio Spurs team during the regular season. And again, I highly doubt we see Mo Diawara during this run here in the finals, during the series. But we should be seeing a lot of Shamit. Should be seeing a little bit of Jose Alvarado. Should be seeing a lot of Deuce McBride. Should be seeing a sizable amount of Mitchell Robinson. We'll see what he looks like with the broken hand, essentially. Best ball with the best ball. Felipe with the Felipe. Nikki said the monologue was spot on. Appreciate you, Nikki. Appreciate you. It's easy when you got Clyde Frazier throwing you alley-oops. It's easy. It's easy. Harvey, what's up, Harvey? The Knicks haven't lost since you started rocking the sport coat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, which is why it ain't going anywhere. And it ain't getting washed. It ain't getting moved, right? After the game, after the show ends, goes right back on the hangers, goes right back on the on the clothes rack. It ain't going anywhere. And it stank. It smells. It's not really the jacket, it's the shirt. And obviously the shirt is like permeating through the jacket. Either way, nothing's changing until the end of the playoffs. Hope Towns, what's up, Hope? It's Blue, how are you? Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Hope, yes, sir. I'm doing well. I'm ready. I'm excited. I've been listening all week to people talk about a possible matchup in the NBA Finals of what either of those teams would have looked like against the Knicks. And now we are finally here, Spurs versus Knicks. Let's get to it. Back to basketball, Mike. Yes, sir. Ram Jam, absolutely. Trapped in the 90s as always. Appreciate you, Trap. Crazy said the Knicks have been playing out of this world, so it's only right for the Knicks to be facing off against an alien. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Mr. Nixon, what's up, Mr. Nixon? Let's indeed get it started. Let's cook it up. Let's get it going. I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready. The finals patches all over the place. I never in my wildest dreams would I have thought my team would have NBA Finals patches all over their warm-ups and their jerseys, and oh my goodness, I can't wait for Game 3 in Madison Square Garden where we could see that beautiful trophy in the middle of the court. Oh my goodness, it's going to be glorious. It is going to be glorious. Okay, so we have probably about 20 minutes or so before we get to tip off because they'll do all kinds of festivities for the pregame introductions, of course. So let's run through it real quick. Susan, what's up, Susan? Jason said it's about to be crazy today. Absolutely. Adani, what's up, Adani? Susan said, are you ready for the Knicks? Absolutely. I've been ready for so long. Eamon Owens, what's up, Eamon? Joshua, what's up, Josh? New York Knicks, blue and orange for life. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kenny McLeod, what's up, Kenny? Okay, so we know Victor Wembanyama. We know the issue. As a matter of fact, when we go through this, let's talk about the matchups, right? We'll obviously get to the Knicks side as well, but we'll kind of cover both of them here. We can talk about Victor Wembanyama. We can talk about who's going to guard Victor Wembanyama. And obviously, the Knicks are going to have to put their centers on Big Vic because he's about 7'7", although the Knicks have a little... Bruce Fowler said, I'm still feeling quite confident. Oh, I'm very confident. The Knicks have a little trick up their sleeve, and everybody's been talking about it. Rog D guy, what's up, Rog D? Ruzande, what's up, Ruzande? Dennis Floyd, what's up, Dennis Floyd? Appreciate you, brother. User, what's up, User? So the Knicks have three options to guard Victor Wembanyama. Obvious ones, Karl-Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, your two centers, your two bigs. If they have to dig any deeper into their bench, obviously it would end up being like an aerial hug Porty, which I don't feel great about. Freeway Hustler said if Wemby is an alien, then JB is Will Smith. Absolutely. This no Knicks team might be the Men in Black organization. Delu Marie, what's up, Delu? Febreze will help you during the finals run? No, it's got to remain stinky. I can't mess with the stench. The stench is where all the powers are coming from. Unfortunately, I just gotta fight through it. Unfortunately. So the New York Knicks have Karl-Anthony Towns, and they have Mitchell Robinson off the bench to match up with Victor Wembanyama during this series. Their two best opportunities to guard him. Although they do have a joker in the deck, and that is, of course, OG Anunoby. And a lot has been made, if you guys have been listening to podcasts or people who are very knowledgeable about the sport. The Fleas continues with his incredibly generous support to the community. I appreciate you, brother. My goodness, he said, Ev Wemby, nothing personal, just business. Absolutely. You standing in the way? Get out of my way, brother. I got trophies to collect. I got accolades to add to the resume. Donnie said, I'm patiently waiting for the sweep to begin. It's going to be a quick series. The Knicks are going to make quick work of the San Antonio Spurs. Kenny McLeod. How you doing, brother? J3. I can't believe we are in the finals. Man, I'm so nervous. I wasn't nervous at all until about an hour ago. Then it started to hit me a little bit. I was like, wow, we're in it. Four more, guys. 4 more. And part of the way we're going to get to those 4 is by stopping this man. And a lot has been made of OG Anunoby standing in his way. Raymond, what's up, Raymond? Appreciate you, brother. OG Anunoby guarded him extremely well in the regular season. Although I don't think he comes out and guards him in game 1 here, unless it's a close game in the fourth quarter, which I expect it to be. Mark, yes, sir, brother, here we go. It's our time, yes, sir. Yes, sir, and we have to take full advantage of it. Knicks take game 1? No, I know, I hope so. I hope so. They better. They better. I got Knicks in 4, so you know where I stand. Madrasi said, win it for all generations, Starks, Patrick, and yourselves. Let's go, Knickerbockers. The weight of the city on their shoulders. And boy, oh boy, have I never been more confident in a group of men's ability to come through for an entire city, for an entire state, for a group of states. It ain't just New York. At least it shouldn't be. Swish Kicks, what's up, Swish? Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Ronald McPaul, what's up, Ron? Greatest player of all time versus the guy with the broken hand. He gonna be all right, brother. He gonna be all right. We don't need that hand. We contest our shots with our left hand. Chi-Chi said, now all of a sudden the Spurs, none names players are best according to the experts. Yeah, I have seen some of those lists from some of the experts where they have guys like Dylan Harper over OG Anunoby, but like, come on. We're all right. We know where we stand. Take Wemby off the team and the Spurs are a play-in team. I don't know if they are a play-in team. Maybe. Anthony GNT said, as we said by Moses Malone, 3 in a row, yes sir. Sharon McLean, appreciate you Sharon. Kay Hazy, 4 more, yes sir. Nick Yak, what's up Yak? No brothers tonight, he got himself in hot water. Did he get himself in hot water? I did see he was on the list of referees who will be officiating the NBA Finals. But we do have the extender in the building here for game 1. Scott Foster will be the lead official of tonight's referee crew. So, now as far as who's going to guard Victor Wembanyama, I think those 3 guys will get the biggest chunk of time guarding him. It's going to be incredibly difficult, and hopefully they wear him down. Here's how I perceive this should go for the New York Knicks to win this game here today. They should run them out of the building. In the time that we had off, I went back to watch the 3 matchups, and particularly focused on the March matchup, where it was an early start time. Let's not forget the context. It was an early start time. The Spurs were on a West Coast trip. But in that same vein, Amy Mature, what's up, Amy? Robert Klink, John Corley, appreciate y'all. In that same vein, in that matchup of the New York Knicks, which, by the way, we might want to do this. Oh, it's not up here. In that same vein, in that matchup with the New York Knicks, in that March matchup against New York Knicks, the San Antonio Spurs, while they were on their East Coast road trip, they had won 11 games. They won an 11-game winning streak. AP, my brother, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'll get to your super chat in 1 second. Let me get this point off, and let's put the bingo card up, because we can go through it real quick in the 10 minutes we have before tip-off. Right, all the context of East Coast trip. It was an early start time in New York. I think it was a 3 o'clock tip-off time. It was a weekend game. And the Knicks went out there, and they didn't necessarily dominate the game, but they blew it open in the second half, and they held the 10-point lead majority of the game. And when I went back to watch that, the thing that stood out the most to me was how quickly the Knicks played. And it was actually very reminiscent to how they play now, where they were getting the defense stopped again on running, but also as the game went on, Wembanyama began to fade a bit, and the Knicks started to run them out of the building, and ultimately blew it open in the second half where they won by 20 plus. And a lot of people kind of threw that game away because, again, if you add the context, East Coast road trip, early start time there in New York, all of the things, it was still a pretty competitive game, and it's not like the Spurs played poorly. They didn't play super poorly. They didn't just miss shots. It was an absolutely dominant victory by the New York Knicks where they went in there, they took a lot away from the San Antonio Spurs, and they were able to pull a very dominant victory off against the San Antonio Spurs. And I think that's the blueprint. Obviously, the Spurs also know that's the blueprint. They've also been fantastic so far throughout the playoffs in adjusting as the games have gone on and whatnot. So, Big Rud, appreciate you, Big Rud. Here's to a healthy and well-contested series. Yes, sir. Users, a different matchup with personnel that makes this a 6 to 7 game series. We'll see. Nick Yaxon, didn't Mitch have 18 rebounds and 10 offensive against the Spurs? Yeah, I believe in the NBA Cup game. I think he had 15 rebounds. I could be wrong. I think he had 15 rebounds and 10 of them being offensive. Yeah, in that NBA Cup game. He was fantastic. Frank Juarez, what's up, Frank? TT in the morning. And so it begins. History has aligned to give the Knicks another shot to be champions. 27 years in the making. I don't have a dog in the fight, so let's see what they do. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. And we are on the court. We should be ready to go in a minute. Frank, appreciate you. Jake Gardner. If I'm missing your name, I apologize. Keep throwing chats in here so I could read your name properly. Shout out everybody for coming through. Here we go. Ronald McPaul, appreciate you, brother. He said the Thunder were on a big 8+ game winning streak before they faced the Spurs. In the playoffs, yeah, but they were also missing 2 of their 4 best players, in which A.J. Mitchell got hurt during the series, and J-Dub only played the first game before going down again. Rog D Guy, what's up, Rog? Next, need to keep Wemby running up and down the court to tire him out, make him expend his energy. Yes. And also with the way the Knicks utilize their ball movement is on a completely different level. You know, a lot has been made of this is the best defense the New York Knicks will have faced throughout this playoff run, and that is 1,000% true. This is one of the best defenses all season. The San Antonio Spurs. I believe they ended the year the 2nd-ranked defense, right behind Oklahoma City. Maybe it was Detroit, either way. They were a top 3 defense all season. Them, Oklahoma City, and Detroit were all neck and neck all year long. But this is by far, the best offense the San Antonio Spurs will have faced throughout this playoff run, right? George, what's up, George? Appreciate you, brother. It's showtime, yes, sir. Cindy Nevins, what's up, Cindy? Simon Jaw, what's up, Simon? 27 years later, a trophy will erase all the painful memories. Hopefully. You know what, though? We got to keep those intact because one isn't enough. We got to keep it going. Let's get this one first. Chi said, well, Nick Young stated he's not feeling the fact that the league is shoving Wemby down people's throats. That is not even organic. Yes, he's good, but the hype is real. The hype is absolutely real. Hype is absolutely real. That's what happens when you're as good as Wembanyama and you make an NBA Finals run at 22 years old. Like, that's what happens. Like, sorry. Maybe if you were that good, people would have been hyping you up, but. John the Gray, what's up, John? So ready for this? Absolutely, John, absolutely. The Fleas, appreciate you. Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Appreciate you. Nick Yak said, Cassell been holding Brunson to 41, Castle's been holding Brunson to 41% on 48 shot attempts, another big guard that Brunson will figure out. I believe he will. I believe he will. And obviously we have talked into the ground relentlessly about how different this Knicks offense is. But another thing that has not been talked about enough is how dominant the Knicks wings have been against the San Antonio Spurs defense, because the Spurs, as good as they are, they don't really have the wings that have the size and strength to match up with the Knicks wings. Whether it's Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby, they have consistently done very well in this matchup against this Spurs team. So hopefully they come through in this playoff series, and it should be Knicks in 4, like I keep saying. Nick Yak said 15 in a row and make history. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? It's time to seal the deal and finish this historical run with the chip. Yes, indeed. Big Rud said, Wemby is going to do his thing. You must shut down his help. And that is a great point, Big Rud. The lead us right into the bingo card here before we get to the tip-off. Probably got about another 5 to 7 minutes here. But Devin Vassell for 3 threes. Obviously, the San Antonio Spurs are going to need the others, like Big Rud just said. Troy Carolina, appreciate you, Troy. Chicken Feed, appreciate you. Like Big Rud just said, you're going to have to look to shut down the others. Wemby will get his, of course. He's arguably the best player in the world at this point. Vassell for 3 threes is huge, as well as we'll get to him. Julian Champagnie for 3 threes as well. Is he up here? Did I not see Champagnie? I don't have Julian Champagnie up here. Okay. We'll adjust that moving forward in the series. Julian Champagnie should indeed be up here. We have Devin Vassell for 3 threes up here, right? Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie, both of those guys are these stretch shooters for this team. They will fire with confidence, with no reluctance, very little reluctance, if any. And it is absolutely imperative to get out, contest those guys, or even run them off the 3-point line and force them into either long twos or attacking the rim and making decisions from there. And so I'm very confident in the Knicks' ability to do so, because they've been very, very good and very, very disciplined and have paid very close attention to their game plan. And I expect the game plan to be to run Devin Vassell off that 3-point line. We'll see what the matchups are going into it. It is very interesting to see who matches up with who, because, again, there isn't really great matchups for the Knicks in terms of, like, where do you put Brunson? Where do you put Towns? Do you keep Towns on Wembanyama? How often do you put OG Anunoby on Wembanyama? So we'll see the configuration. The Knicks and the Spurs come out early in this game. Does during the regular season, De'Aaron Fox most of the time, majority of his minutes were matched up against Jalen Brunson. Obviously, we know Steph Castle will have a ton of time on Jalen Brunson throughout the series. So how early do they go to that? Do they start with that? We'll see. That guy, what's up, that guy? Appreciate you, brother. Said this will definitely be the loudest crowd cheering for the Ops that we have faced. You mean in the Spurs arena? You think there's going to be a lot of Knicks fans in there? I think the West Coast, Texas, may be a little too far for Knicks fans to travel, right? Obviously, over on the East Coast, it's easier to travel to a Cleveland, to a Philly, and areas closer to the team, even in Atlanta. Texas, I don't know. There will be Knicks fans in the building, of course, because Knicks fans do travel, but I don't think it's going to be like 20, 30% capacity of Knicks fans. I think there might be only like 10%, and I think that's even being a little generous. We'll see. We'll see. Hoping for a lot of Knicks fans. You guys are gonna have to let me know because obviously we have the volume on very, very low, which by the way we can set up real quick. So we have that set up for us. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure this is lowered. Perfect. And we can turn the volume back on so we can get ready for the tip-off. We don't miss any time. We also have our thing set up there. There we go. Nick Yak said they gave us no chance against Will Chamberlain and the Lakers. Our 2 chips in 70-73. Angel A1 Roman with the Angel. Chi said, I had to stop listening to the radio shows outside New York. Can't believe they're so biased. One guy said that Vassell can stop Cat. I wanted to drive my car off the road. I have been seeing some people say, well, they're going to put Wembanyama on Josh Hart and he's going to roll him off of him. And I'm like, okay. Simon Johnson said, grab the mic, and we got some time. Keenahar, what's up, Keenahar? Of course, the Out of the Room did not suggest your streams instead of suggesting some other mainstream streams of that. Appreciate you, Keenahar. Appreciate you, brother. AB said Knicks fans got a sizable number was reported. Interesting, AP. Oh, we didn't read my guy AP's super chat. Appreciate you, AP. Appreciate you. Your generosity is always contributing to the community. Appreciate you, man. Shout out my guy AP for his support. Appreciate you, man. He said, time for immortality. Good luck to us. Let's stay focused and let's stay determined. This is our time. Wemby has to have... Wemby is going to have to wait in line. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is New York's time. Absolutely. All right, they're getting ready for the tip-off now. Keenar said, sorry, Chevy, as soon as you started reading my comment, I got hit with an ad again. My apologies, Keenahara. Yeah, I appreciate you coming through, brother. I know, like, there are other people who have gone through and started doing basketball streams and Knicks streams and watch-alongs and commentaries and stuff like that. Even outside of like the other people who've normally been doing it, there's been a lot more people hopping on the bandwagon, and I appreciate you guys always coming through to hang out with me here. I know there are a lot of options out there. RPX, what's up, RPX? I think Josh Hart is the key for this game for the Knicks. I think he's absolutely a key. He's gonna have to shoot the Spurs out of their coverage because they will very likely start with Wembanyama guarding Josh Hart and giving him the space to shoot. So we'll see. Knicks fans in the house, Bruce Fowler. I want to see it. And again, you guys are gonna have to let me know because I have the volume on very low, so I'm not gonna be able to hear the crowd noise. Let me know if there are any pro Knicks chants going on during the game. Mark said, I see Scott Foster. Scott Foster is the lead chief of the game here tonight. Yep, unfortunately. Ashton, what's up, Ashton? Hopefully, if the Knicks win or lose, it is away from home. I think Knicks in 4, so the Knicks will win the NBA championship in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. So, Knicks in 4, until proven otherwise. Gigi said, let me call a 45-10 run early. There you go. Kenny McLeod. Cat needs to cut out the stupid fouls. Knicks in 6. I mean, he has. We haven't really had to deal with stupid fouls from Karl Anthony Towns like the last 30 to 40 games of the regular season. He's cut down on them significantly. They'll still happen, but everybody picks up dumb fouls, especially at the center spot, and maybe in particular Karl Anthony Towns. But for the most part, he has. Hopefully, he doesn't get back into that for this series. Absolutely. Keenar said, has Tony Brothers been fired yet? No, the last I saw, I don't know, there's been a lot of Tony Brothers chatter in the chat. I don't know if something happened that I'm not familiar about. But Tony Brothers has been assigned to the NBA Finals, so he will be officiating one of these games, unfortunately. Ruzande said, Scott Foster better call it down the middle. I just don't know how great of an official he is. I think he will try and call it down the middle, but... Nah, what's up, Nah? I got my green name again. There you go, brother. There you go. Uncle Mel said, Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Until proven otherwise, it's Knicks in 4. All right, so we're going to get to the jump ball in a second? No, they're going to do player intro, so we have enough time. Brunson 30 ball. I think Brunson's going to go for 30 plus here tonight. In his first game of the NBA Finals, I could see Jalen Brunson going off. I really, really could. I'm rooting for it. I think it's going to happen. It is incredibly important for Jalen Brunson to score the basketball in this series. He's the Knicks' best scorer. He's their best isolation player. He's going to need to make sure he gets going, along with the other things that obviously we'll go over in a second here. But jump ball, travel, usual things we have on here. We lowered Mitchell Robinson from 4 offensive rebounds, which he has struggled. He hasn't hit a ton of these props throughout the playoffs. But we lowered it from 4 offensive rebounds down to 3, and I did that mostly because of the hand injury. So we'll see what he looks like. Maybe we raise it back up to 4, and again, he has the matchup advantage in terms of rebounding in this series anyway, so we'll see. We'll see. Buzzer beater, what's up, buzzer beater? Knicks in 4. Knicks in 4, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lana Mona said 94, 99, 26, all 3 against Texas teams. We just can't escape Texas, man. We got to beat them to the ground finally. Kenar said, I don't care how many Brunson scores, we need to win big time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Karl Anthony Towns, 20 points. I also think this could be a huge series for him. I don't think they come out with Wembanyama and Cat to start the series. So you are still going to need Karl Anthony Towns to be uber aggressive in the series, whether it's shooting or passing or playmaking the way that he has been. I do expect a very confident and very aggressive Karl Anthony Towns. And again, he might have to play along in conjunction with Josh Hart. He might have to play the Spurs out of whatever defensive coverage they start the series in, because there's nobody outside of Wembanyama, maybe a Cornet who has the size to match up with him, but there's nobody on this team who should be able to guard Karl Anthony Towns, particularly in the post. In the regular season, they tried to put Steph Cass on Karl Anthony Towns, and he mostly took advantage, particularly on the rebounding battle. So hopefully that trend continues today if they do tend to go to that matchup. Yak said, Mitch only played 15 minutes a game with blowouts and Hack-a-Mitch. Yep. 4-point play, as usual, is up here. We might change the 4-point play to get Julian Champagnie in there. Same starting 5 as always, by the way. No changes in that. De'Aaron Fox, Julian Champagnie, Devin Vassell, Steph Castle, Victor Wembanyama. Knicks, we know. Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Hart, and Towns. So we go over here, any player for 3 blocks, Wembanyama out there, we know this kind of is a little bit of a lock, which we might be able to get rid of too, to sneak maybe a Landry Shamet prop in here. I want as many player props, especially for the finals, as possible. We have Josh Hart for 12, 5, and 5. We have 2 consecutive missed free throws from the same player. As always, we have Anunoby for 15. Josh Hart, 12, 5, and 5 is going to need to be the key to this series, obviously. Everybody fully expects Josh Hart to be guarded by Victor Wembanyama. The Knicks are going to desperately need to play them out of that cover. Maybe not so, but if he's sagging off of Josh Hart, we could see a lot of pick and roll and handoff action between he and Jalen Brunson, with Karl Anthony Towns being used as a spacer or in the dunker spot, battling for offensive rebounds. We could see, we can get rid of this one too, Tegra or Flagrant. Or we could see Josh Hart knock down a bunch of threes like we saw in Game 2 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So either way, they're going to need to play them out of that coverage. Goaltend, Castle for 20 points. Their second best player throughout this run. Obviously, De'Aaron Fox dealing with the ankle injury. We'll see what he looks like here today. He started to look significantly better as that OKC series went on. So we have Castle for 20 points. We have Tegra Flagrant. We have Failed Challenge. No notable things as always. We have Deuce McBride for 3 threes. Like Devin Vassell, it's going to be very important for the Knicks to get their shooters going even outside Bridges or Anunoby or even a Josh Hart. If you wanted to sub in Shamet or McBride in there, they're going to need to knock down the perimeter shot against this team. We have Wemby for 30. We have a logo 3. Wemby, Brunson, they get the superstar treatment. 30 points, give it to us. Although Wemby hasn't been a big scorer after Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, so we'll see. We'll see. Logo 3, double-double. Bridges for 15 points, Fox for 15 points. I think a battle between those two guys is going to be very, very intriguing to watch as the game goes on, in particular to see how De'Aaron Fox looks coming off the ankle injury, right? So here we go. We're locked in. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Finally, the NBA Finals are tipping off. Keenan Hart said, ticket in San Antonio, we're 684 last minute. Knicks seeds going for 5,000. Yeah, it's actually getting worse. It's not getting better, unfortunately. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Deep breaths, deep breaths. NBA Finals, we got the logo on the court. We got the decals out there. Oh, I'm ready to go. Here we go. And there we go. They set it up for us. We'll pull up the starting 5, wherever that is. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. So this will get adjusted in a second here, but we'll leave it up there like that. All right, here we go. Wemby versus Towns. You fully expect Wembanyama to win all these tips because he's about 7 million tall. Karl-Anthony Towns steals it, though. And Victor and Jalen Brunson will bring it down. Hands it off to Josh Hart. Steph Castle does get the starting assignment on Jalen Brunson. Here we go. Josh Hart on the left wing gets it over to Towns. He's being guarded by Wembanyama. They get it out to Brunson. Up top, gets an open straightaway three. Got it to go. Oh, that's a beautiful way to start the NBA Finals, baby. Yes, sir. De'Aaron Fox has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Interesting matchup. They put Anunoby on Fox to start. Trying to cut out the head of the snake, I guess. They got Josh Hart and Castle. They get it out to Wemby, being guarded by Towns. Wemby faces up, right wing, out by the three-point line. Jab step coming to his left, gets to the foul line, fall away jumper. Got it to go, nothing but net. The two stars have shown up already. Wembanyama with a foul line, fall away swish, and Jalen Brunson with a straightaway three. Josh Hart bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Champagnie. Both teams matching up straight right now. No cross matches at all. Towns up top, cross-court pass, Mikal Bridges right wing, pump fake, jab step, coming to his left. Fox does a good job shutting him off, kicks it out to Brunson, driving to his right, has a lane, step back, pump fake, steps through in the lane, layup off glass, can't get it to go. Josh Hart the offensive rebound in the paint, kicks it out, Anunoby, wide open left corner three, line me up, got me to go. OG Anunoby, 2 for 2 from three-point range for the Knicks, and here comes Wembanyama bringing it down. Those offensive rebounds already a factor. Josh Hart picking one up, Wembanyama up top by the half-court line, coming to his left, off a screen, kicks it over to Vassell, Vassell kicks it up top, back to Wemby, Wemby up top, pump fakes, coming to his left, pulls it back, dancing with it, in and out, to his right, spins to his left, down the lane, leans in, off glass, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, Champagnie picks it up, kicks it up top, Vassell the straightaway three over OG, Vassell in and out, can't get it to go. But a rebound by Steph Castle, and he smokes a layup, rebounded by Brunson, pushing it, hit ahead, Josh Hart down the lane, in the paint, attacking, snaking it back out, kicks it out, Karl-Anthony Towns, a deep logo three straight away, comes up short, he wanted a foul, he didn't get it, Champagnie the rebound, they kick it out to Wembanyama, who'll bring it down. Wembanyama up top, being guarded by Towns, he's gonna look to attack, coming to his right, spinning to his left, ball knocked out of his hands by OG. Here comes Bridges. Bridges over to OG in the lane. Hop step, pump fake goes up, lays it up, got it to go. OG Anunoby, too big, too strong, too powerful in the paint. And now here comes Fox bringing it down the other way. He has it up top. The Knicks defense is locked in. The Knicks offense is locked in. Knicks in four until proven otherwise, baby. Fox crosses over to his left, down the lane, leaves it off. Castle in the lane, gets blocked by Josh Hart. Loose ball picked up by Castle. They kick it out to Wemby. They swing it over to Vassell. Vassell swings it over to Fox. Fox has it up top. Shot clock running down inside to Wembanyama at the foul line. Pump fake, step back, fall away over Towns. Too strong, can't get it to go. Josh Hart the rebound, we're pushing the other way. Josh Hart has it up top, leaves it off for Bridges. Bridges attacking, mid-range pull-up jumper, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound, Anunoby diving for it, but he can't save it. Rebounded by Champagnie, who's pushing it over to Vassell, swings it around. Fox the left wing three in transition, he can't get it to go. Tip in, got it to go down by Devin Vassell. Knicks need to crash that defensive glass. Spurs doing an excellent job of attacking. Josh Hart down the lane in the paint, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges up top, forgot to give the Knicks the two-point basket. It's 8-4. They swing it out. Anunoby in the left corner, he's gonna pump it, he's gonna step back. He swings it out to Josh Hart. Ball finds its way over to Towns. Towns gets the ball taken out of his hands by Wemby. Wemby out by the three-point line, and Josh Hart all the way to the basket for the lefty layup. A helter-skelter play goes the Knicks' way. And now here comes Castle bringing it down the other way. He has it up top, coming to his right, pulls it back, dancing with it, gets it over to Wemby. Wemby up top, being guarded by Towns. They get over to Vassell. Vassell coming to his right, off a couple of screens. Anunoby chasing. They swing it back out to Wembanyama out on the perimeter. They hand it off to Fox, coming to his right, step back, right wing three. Comes up short. Josh Hart with the rebound, snags it, and Josh Hart will push the pace and bring it down the other way. Josh Hart, full head of steam, driving it down against Wemby, goes right through his chest, scoop layup, gets blocked by Wembanyama. Here comes Castle, bringing it down the other way. I love the aggression from Josh, though. You got to keep being aggressive against Wemby in the paint. Wemby will stop and pop, and he knocks down the straightaway three. And my guy, the High Vibe, with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, High Vibe. Appreciate you, brother. It's 10-7. Back and forth the two teams go. The Knicks have had the slight advantage. Brunson has it up top, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges coming to his right. Coming off a Towns screen, great screen from Towns. Bridges in the mid-range, step back, swings it out to Josh Hart, wide open in the corner. He's going to attack. They're going to kick out. Anunoby, he's going to pump fake, swing through to his right, kicks it out to Brunson up top, being guarded by Vassell. Jab step coming to his right, attacking Champagnie. Pump fakes, has to put it up, gets blocked by Champagnie. It's a shot clock violation. Excellent defense by the Spurs. Josh Hart just got to shoot that open shot, man. Got to shoot that open shot. And you also keep staying aggressive on Victor Wembanyama there, Josh. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Keep staying aggressive. And now here comes Castle bringing it down the other way. We got 7:50 to go here in this first quarter. A fast-paced game. Beautiful pass out to De'Aaron Fox. Wide open left corner three. Comes up short again. Josh Hart yet another rebound. And they're bringing it down the other way. Fox has been pretty brutal with the shooting so far here tonight. They get it to Towns up top, being guarded by Wemby. Towns looking for a pass. Towns swings through to his left, blows right past him. Down the lane. Euros down the paint. Throws up the floater. Got it to go. Beautiful move. Wembanyama can't keep up with the foot speed, and he's got his hands on his hips already. Looking a little tired, Wemby. Looking a little tired, my boy. Knicks in 4. I'm trying to tell y'all. Mark, good start. Pretty good start. Defense could be a little bit better, but Wemby has come out knocking down the perimeter shot, so it kind of is what it is. We'll be all right. Just that the Spurs can't hang long. Nope. Nope. Push the pace. Absolutely, Mark. Absolutely. They do not want to play with you, New York. And oh, by the way, look at the egalitarian scoring. 3, 2, 2, 5. The only guy yet to score is Mikal Bridges, who missed that one mid-range pull-up jumper off the back of the rim. He'll knock him down. We look over at the Spurs. You got Vassell for 2 and Wemby with 5. Look at the Knicks. Everybody getting a touch so far here tonight. If you're going to have Wemby on Karl Anthony Towns, Karl Anthony Towns is not Isaiah Hartenstein. He's not Chet Holmgren. He will take you to the basket. Isaiah Garner said, Cat's defense on Wemby is really good. He's just hitting tough shots. Yeah. He just knocked down 2 tough shots over Karl Anthony Towns. And by the way, a couple of these buckets provided off of offensive rebounds for the San Antonio Spurs. So the Knicks absolutely need to clean that up. One of the threes from Wemby, and then one of a tip-in by Vassell. Christian Blaze said, Chevy sounding like the Charlotte Hornets announcer. He's so fired up. I'm excited, brother. We're in the NBA Finals. My team is in the NBA Finals. Christian, you may not understand because your Celtics are there all the time. Every couple of years you're back there. But for us Knicks fans, it's been my entire life, brother. So I'm here. I'm ready to go. I got the energy. The Knicks have come out with the energy. They've matched my energy. Nick Yak said, let's go. Need the box out more, but hard in the helter-skelter. Yeah. So the pace has been all over the place. The guys are pushing, running around, getting crazy. Where the nerves got to die down a little bit, right? You know, I said, exactly. This ain't the Celtics. Exactly. Nick Yak said, Hart 4 rebounds. He's got 4 already. Josh Hart, a man amongst boys down there on them boards. He said Steph Castle, who? He said De'Aaron Fox, who? He said Devin Vassell, who? Julian Champagnie, who? I'm going to go snag these rebounds over y'all real quick. Isaac Garner said, Wemby not going to keep up with this pace? No, he is not. Those legs are going to go, man. Those legs are going to go. Those jump shots are going to stop going down. Chi-Chi said, could that be Brown's game plan with Wemby tired? He looks like he needs an asthma pump. Yeah, I talked about it in the pregame a little bit, Chi-Chi, where I think one of the underrated aspects of this series is how quickly the Knicks are going to try and push the pace on the Spurs team, which is why I said I absolutely love Josh Hart pushing it and trying to go through the chest of Wembanyama in that transition play where Wemby did block him. Like, absolutely keep doing that. 1,000%, even if he does block you, mostly because you're forcing him to run down the court to guard you. You're not just going to walk it down and go, oh, I'm not going to attack Wemby because he's probably going to block my shot. They're like, no, attack him. Force him to jog a little bit harder. Force him to have to turn around and start backpedaling a little bit and then go up and try to contest. And then when you bump him, that's another hit. That's tiring, but I did get the block anyway. He may not be able to do that in the fourth quarter with some tired legs. He may not be able to do that in the third quarter and come back in after being tired for a bit. I love the way the game is being played so far. Kennard said that is definitely the game plan. Fire Wemby out, absolutely. Also, Hart's game is 100% transition, absolutely. Buzzer Beater with a very generous donation with the 10 jewels and the gold coin. Appreciate you, Buzzer Beater. Thank you for your generosity, big dog. Christian Blaze said, break that 53-year curse. Oh, my goodness, brother. One game at a time, but Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Keno Hart said, I got no aspirations for a sweep. I just want to win, baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. But like I said, Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Prove to me that you could beat this team that has not lost in 40-something days. Thegnon Gambo, what's up, Thegnon? Game time, yes, sir. Nick Yak said, so worried about Cat fouling on the play defending Wemby. He's got to do a good job, absolutely, of not fouling. He's done a great job so far, and they're allowing him to play. And my guy is that Trenton Stein. Appreciate you, Trenton, with the 1,000 jewels donation to the community. Appreciate you, Trenton. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. A GOAT statue, a GOAT trophy. Appreciate you, man. Castle in the lane, tries to kick it out, and Mikal Bridges steals the pass to the corner to Keldon Johnson. And here come the Knicks pushing the other way. Up top to Karl Anthony Towns. He's going to pump fake and drive right past Victor Wembanyama for the easy layup. He can't guard him. You can't guard me. Best in the world, who? You can't guard Karl Anthony Towns. Dylan Harper's in the game. He has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Harper dancing with it. Hands it off to Castle. Castle swings it over to Vassell. Vassell lobs it down low to Wemby in the post, being guarded by Josh Hart. Wemby is going to look to back him down. Back him down. Steps through. He's got nowhere to go. Kicks it up top to Castle. He'll fire the 3 over Jalen Brunson. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Brunson with the long rebound. But a whistle and a foul in the New York Knicks? Come on, ref. We are hooping all night long. And you're going to call a foul like that now? Project Slab with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Project. So there was a foul, but they're going to say it's a foul on Keldon Johnson. The foul's on Keldon Johnson. Knicks get the ball back. We'll take it. We'll take it. My guy, Project Slap, said, Towns. What up, Sheffy? What's up, Project Slap? Appreciate your generosity, brother. Brunson down the lane, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Up top, Karl-Anthony Towns, pump fake from 3. Driving in the lane, attacking. Wembanyama, scoop layup, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Vassell. Excellent attack from Karl-Anthony Towns. Great defense from Wemby, but continue to attack the big man in the paint. I love it. They try to kick it out to Keldon Johnson, but Josh Hart picks up a foul. Attacking Dylan Harper's handle there. Christopher Baskerville with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you for your generosity, big dog. Didn't put anything in chat, but I appreciate your generosity, man. Thank you for that. Just wanted to show support. Ira, what's up, Ira? I was at the last Knicks championship series at MSG. My father had season tickets back then. There you go, Ira. Hopefully we celebrate another one here today together. We are halfway through this first quarter. It's 14-7. Castle, behind the back, coming to his right against Shaman. Hop step in the lane, puts up the little floater, comes up short, but gets the friendly bounce off the front of the rim. It gets to the drop down, going right through the chest of Landry Shaman there for the bucket. It's 14-9, a 5-point lead for the Knicks. Brunson crosses over on Castle. In the lane, pump fake, steps through, kicks it out. Josh Hart, the straightaway 3, line me up. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Wembanyama skies for the rebound. Great boxing out from the Spurs there. Quick hit ahead to Keldon Johnson. He's going to attack Brunson. Goes right through his chest. A floater. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Josh Hart. No fouls called. No block. No charge. I like it. Here comes Josh Hart. Leaves it off for Shaman. Shaman on the right wing over to Bridges. Bridges back up top to Josh Hart. Swings it over to Brunson. Brunson down low to Towns. Towns in the post. Backing down. Keldon Johnson steps through. Pass fake. Tries to get it down to Shaman. Gets stolen by the Spurs. Excellent defense on the Spurs. Bad pass from Towns. They swing it out to Keldon Johnson. Drops it down low to Castle. Layup. Can't get it to go. But a foul is called on Josh Hart, who does not like the call. And Castle will go to the foul line for 2 free throws there. Keenan Hart said, how many fans like Julius better than big cities now? Big cities was always the answer. We may not have seen it right away, but he was always the answer. Got to have faith in the front office moving forward. More faith, more faith. I always had the faith, but more faith. Chaos Kid said, phantom foul? Maybe a little bit, maybe. Cornette's going to come in for Wembanyama. OG Anunoby's going to sub back in. Castle does knock down the first free throw. It's 14-10 with 5:27 to go. Bible said Hart's going to foul out. Hart has what, the 2 fouls now? Is that his second? He'll be all right. He'll be all right. Wembanyama subs out for the first time here tonight. They really struggled in the OKC series in the Wembanyama-less minutes. Let's see how this series plays out. Mikal Bridges will bring it down against Dylan Harper. Castle does knock down both free throws. Approaching the 5-minute mark of this first quarter, Bridges gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Vassell. Jab step coming to his right, kicks out to Anunoby. Anunoby being guarded by Cornette, driving to his left, trying to get past him. Pump fake. In the paint, kicks it out. Shaman relocates left wing 3 wide open, comes up short. Rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns, tries to step through. In the paint, almost travels with it, throws up a floater. He's looking for a foul. He doesn't get it. Come on, Cat. We got to be stronger than that. And now here comes Castle bringing it down the other way. Steps back, foul line, kicks it out. Keldon Johnson, last second 3 over Shaman. Way off, can't get it to go. Bridges knocks the rebound over to Anunoby. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson now in transition, pushing it, dribbling it across the lane, riding the wave. Kicks it out to Towns up top. Back to Brunson on the handoff, coming to his right. Brunson in the lane, leans in, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go, looking for the foul. They didn't give it to him. Play ball. Brunson don't look for the foul. They get it over to Vassell in transition. Right corner 3 over Shaman. Can't get it to go. Look like maybe he rushed it a bit. Battle for the rebound. Towns snags it and gets fouled by Keldon Johnson. They are allowing them to play and beat each other up, and I love it. I love it. Keep playing that way. Keep allowing them to play that way. Allow this series to be physical like this. Jersey, that's a Spurs 1 for 7 from 3. Yeah, I don't really trust a ton of their shooters. Champagne has yet to take one. Castle, Fox is going to be better from 3 for sure. We'll see. Brunson bringing it down against Dylan Harper. He has it up top. Brunson, being guarded by Harper, crosses over to his right behind the back. Being guarded by Champagne now on a switch. Brunson's dancing with it up top. Coming to his right, blows past the defense in the lane, kicks it out to nobody. Dylan Harper with the steal. He's going to push it the other way, go up. Gets blocked by Bridges, but fouled. He's going to send Dylan Harper to the foul line for 2. Brunson got in the lane. You got to knock down that floater, JB. Why are you passing it out the last second like that? That's not like you, JB. Go get me a bucket. Go get me a bucket. You blew past Champagne. You're in the lane. Shoot that floater. Great defense from the Spurs. Great anticipation from Dylan Harper. But Brunson, you can't pass that up in the lane. That's your shot. Foul line floater. Come on. A2 with the A2. We got 4:13 to go. A2 said, how much did I miss? Literally slept through half of it. You're all right. We're in the first quarter. We're good. We're good. Right on time, A2. Right on time. You didn't miss much. Just a little bit of helter-skelter play to start. Both teams going back and forth. Robinson and McBride checking in now. There you go, Big Mitchie. Robinson don't have much in his hand. Everybody was saying he's going to wear this giant splint. He's just got it wrapped up. There you go. Tie them fingers together. We're good. We're good. Kinar said, choppy play from both teams missing shots. You got to expect the nerves to be there, especially for a game one like this, for sure. Dylan Harper steps to the foul line and knocks down both free throws. Knicks have yet to take some free throws. Got to get to the foul line as well, Knicks. But you're only going to do that attacking the basket. You're not going to draw it on any of these jump shots. Brunson up top, coming to his left off a Robinson screen. Brunson down the lane in the paint, throws a lob up top, gets knocked away by Cornette, and another turnover from Jalen Brunson, doing way too much facilitating right now. Go get me a bucket. Dylan Harper in the lane, knocks down the floater, and the foul for Dylan Harper, who's come out absolutely spectacular off the bench so far. And he's given the Spurs a 1-point lead. 4 minutes to go. Christopher Baskerville said, I found your page during the preseason, been rocking ever since. Shout out to the legend Ray J. Dennis. Absolutely. Shout out to the legend Ray J. Dennis. You know, you know. Thanks for a great season. We got this. Not your dad's Knicks. Not at all. Not at all. Appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you, brother. Dylan Harper knocks down his and one free throw. It's a 2-point lead for the Spurs, 16-14. Jalen Brunson will bring it down. 9-0 run for the Spurs here. Get on the board, Knicks. Brunson turning it over 2 plays in a row there. Brunson coming to his right, sees a double team, spins, kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby swings it over to Shamet. Shamet on the left wing, back up top to Anunoby. A lot of standing around for the Knicks. I don't like it. Anunoby attacking to his left, going past the defense in the lane. Euro, pump fake, spins, kicks it out. Brunson, wide open right wing 3, JB. Can't get it to go. Robinson gets the rebound knocked away by Cornette. And now here comes Champagnie bringing it down the other way. Spurs doing an excellent job defensively keeping the Knicks out on the perimeter, but they're still generating decent looks. Harper wide open right corner 3 on a beautiful pass from De'Aaron Fox, and Dylan Harper has been a steadying force. The 20-year-old rookie has come out more steady than any of the other Spurs so far here tonight. They kick it out. Shamet left corner 3 looking for a response, and he's got it. Thank you, Landry Shamet. And now here come the Spurs bringing it down. De'Aaron Fox pushing the pace, has it on the left wing, picked up by Anunoby. De'Aaron Fox attacking to his left, going under the rim, kicks out to Champagnie. A right corner 3 from Champagnie. He got it to go. And now both teams knocking down their shots. Somebody's going to have to play some defense here for the New York Knicks. 22-17, 3 minutes here to go in this first quarter. Brunson coming to his right, down the lane in the paint. Scoop lay with the left hand, can't get it to go. No fouls, but a clear jersey grab on Brunson. Absolutely ridiculous officiating so far. And Champagnie can't get the 3 to go. Robinson the rebound. We got to get some of these calls. Like I said, I like the physical brand of basketball, but I saw the clear jersey grab of Jalen Brunson as he went to the rim. Absolutely ridiculous. And then Dylan Harper draws a foul. Dylan Harper commits a foul there, and Jalen Brunson trying to deny him the basketball. My goodness. My goodness. Jalen Brunson to the rim. They clearly grabbed the jersey. Listen, I'm all for the physical basketball. I'm down to clown with the physical basketball. But you can't go grabbing jerseys. They hacking Brunson. They are hacking Brunson. Brunson, play through it, brother. Play through it. You know what? Okay, he's 1 for 6 from the field so far. Play through it. He's got 2 turnovers. Absolutely disgusting game from Jalen Brunson to start after he knocked down his first shot. He's now 0 for 5 since then. Looked like a goaltend. I didn't see the goaltend, but we did. He pulled the shirt. We did see the shirt pull. Absolutely, Aiden. Troy Carolina said they missed at least 3 calls. I'm down with the physical basketball and forcing these guys to play through contact, especially in the NBA Finals. I'm down with that. But we can't let guys grab jerseys of players going up for layups. Like, that's obvious. That one's obvious. Kinar said, it's so simple, refs. Call obvious fouls. Don't call questionable ones. It's a good way of putting it. Foong Pei, what's up, Foong Pei? You can't go grabbing jerseys. You just can't. You can't. It's unethical. Amy Machu said, the Knicks came out strong, all downhill from there. I wouldn't say it's been downhill. It's a 5-point deficit from the Knicks, and they've really struggled to score here, especially with Karl-Anthony Towns on the bench now. But again, the San Antonio Spurs really struggled in the Wemby-less minutes against the Thunder, thriving in the Wemby-less minutes so far here tonight. Isaac Garner said, do you think Brunson is being passive too much? I do. The 2 turnovers he's had were from him giving up floater opportunities to try and deliver passes to his teammates. So one of them, instead of shooting the floater, he threw a lob up to Robinson, which was not available. Cornette was able to knock it away. A bad read from Brunson. And then and the other one was him got past Champagnie, got to the foul line instead of shooting the patented left-handed floater, which, by the way, Champagnie was on the right side, so it's not like he was going to chase down and block you. Brunson jumped in the air and then tried to kick it out to Shamet at the last second to try and get Shamet an open shot from 3 and ended up turning it over to Dylan Harper, and he got a run out and fouled by Bridges. Brunson, 2 easy floater opportunities there that you could have got to go down. Maybe not easy, but obviously we know he's very capable of knocking that down. So Mr. Nixon said, check Harper's passport. You sure he's a rookie? Yeah, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. Raymond said, or arm grabbing, it's so visible. I mean, some of that, especially off-ball stuff, like some of that, fine. That's, that's physical. This is a contact sport. I'm fine with that. I don't want every single little thing called like arm grabbing. If a guy's got the ball in his hands and he's dribbling and you grab my arm, obviously that's a foul. But Nate Yak said, the Mitchell lob was ridiculous with Cornette right there. Yeah, just shoot that floater. Just shoot that floater. Allow Mitchell Robinson a battle for the offensive rebound. Kinar said, Harper's super precocious. There's a Clyde word. Harper precocious. JB atrocious. There you go, Kinar. There you go. We got some Clydeisms in the chat. Bruce Palace said, that wasn't basket interference on Brunson? The layup attempt? I don't know. I wasn't looking at the basket. I was more so disgusted because I could see the jersey grab all the way from over here in New Jersey. I could see the jersey grab down there in Texas, and the officials didn't. Donnie said, I'm begging to get worried with us being down 5. We're going to be all right, brother. Shamel Rivera, what's up, Shamel? No foul and no goaltending? It was clearly a foul. I don't know about the goaltending, but clearly a foul on that layup attempt. Bible said, Harper is ready now? Oh, he was ready yesterday. He was ready weeks ago. He's been ready. He was born ready. We do have the bingo card up, which obviously is back of my mind kind of things, but I will pull up the bingo card. Spurs Thunder we're done with, so let's pull up Knicks Spurs. Abigail, what's up, Abigail? Ruth Simpson, what's up, Ruth? Mike Hirsch, what's up, Mike? I predict Spurs will run out of gas in the second half. Knicks are a second half team. So will the Spurs, though. So we'll see how they match up. We'll see how they match up. All right, here we go. They get it into Brunson up top and guarded by Dylan Harper. The defense from the Spurs has been spectacular on Brunson. Brunson's going to make better decisions here. Brunson, dancing around an Anunoby screen, crosses over to his right on Harrison Barnes. Driving down, step back, fall away jumper from Jalen Brunson. In and out, and it stays out. Robinson battling on the boards, can't grab it. Champagne the rebound, kicks it out to Harper. Harper pushing the pace on Shamit, driving it down in the lane, stops, kicks it out up top to Wembanyama, who's back in. They swing it around to Barnes, tagging to his right in the paint, kicks it up top to Fox. Fox will tack the lane in the paint, kicks it out Champagne, relocating left corner 3. He's open, and he got it. Champagne is hooping. And a foul after the shot went through? And that's a foul on Shamit after the shot went through. So that's a 4-point play right there. Villanette TV, what's up, Villanette TV? Christian Blaze said, sorry, I'm hating pointlessly and rooting for the Spurs. Durston, what's up, Durston? How far is New Jersey from middle of New York? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. There's a possible 4-point play, by the way, and we did have a shot clock violation. Could fill that in on the bingo card. He does miss the free throw. Battle for the rebound, knocked over to McBride, who picks it up. And Deuce McBride will walk it down the other way. And Jalen Brunson with a limp. Now what you want to see. McBride up top being hounded by De'Aaron Fox, who almost picks his pocket. And McBride has to go in the backcourt to recover it. Time not on their side with the shot clock winding down. McBride walks into a pull-up straightaway 3. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. And rebounded by Dylan Harper. Some more excellent boxing out from the San Antonio Spurs. Harper hit ahead to Barnes. Barnes has it in the mid-post, kicks it up top to Harper. Harper's going to attack Brunson, attacking to his left. Euros down the paint, floater over Brunson. Got it to go for Dylan Harper. Too big, too strong for Jalen Brunson there. And another timeout from the Knicks. Another timeout from the Knicks. A 22-3 run from the Spurs. Locking down the New York Knicks 20-3. And a 10-point deficit for New York early here in this first quarter. Okay. Mike Hurst said, Brown better think of something. I think they'll be all right, guys. I think they'll be all right. Got to remember the rust aspect as well. Got to figure out this defense for sure. Dylan Harper has been spectacular, though. He's got 10 points, 3 for 3 from the field off the bench. Dylan Harper, so far, has been the best player so far here tonight. Christian Blaze said, not again, JB, please be healthy. I think he'll be healthy. If anything, Jalen Brunson will go in the back, pull the leg off, put a new leg on. That's kind of what he does, brother. Creative, what's up, Creative? Creative Cherokee Native, what's up, Creative? Thunder will get Giannis or someone to counter Wemby. Then the Thunder will go back to back to back to back. I don't think they're doing that with Giannis, and I don't think they have any interest in trading for Giannis. Slim Jim, what's up, Slim Jim? Shots just not falling will be okay. I think it's more than shots not falling. This defense from the Spurs has been spectacular, and it's by far the best defense the Knicks have encountered. But they need counters to this Spurs defense, and they'll figure it out as the game goes on. They'll play better. Christian Blaze said this was the most anticipated finals since the Warriors dynasty days. Pretty much. Nate Yak said our bench got cooked. They need to settle down. They do need to settle down a bit. Absolutely. Bible said, wear your black and white suit for tomorrow. Nah, we're gonna rock this out for the remainder of the playoffs. Win, lose, or draw, we're rocking this out. Brunson back to the locker room. That's not great. So Alvarado's in the game for the first time. Jose Alvarado bringing it down. We know Jalen Brunson usually plays the entirety of the first quarter, but he's out here. Towns inside to Alvarado. They kick it out. McBride wide open left corner, left wing three. Can't get it to go, but Bridges right there for the tip up and in on the offensive board. There you go, McHale, his first basket of the game. A little over a minute to go here. Got to have a strong end to the first quarter here. Harper coming to his right. They kick it up top to Champagnie. Dumps it down low to Wemby. Wemby spins off the Towns in the lane. Pass fake. One-legged fall away over Towns off glass. Can't get it to go. Alvarado, the rebound, pushing it the other way. Alvarado pushing the pace. Pulls it back out. Has it up top. Over to Towns is the trailer. Being guarded by Wemby. Back to Alvarado. Alvarado up top. Jab step. Coming to his right. Off the Town screen. Alvarado pulls it back out. With Wembanyama guarding him, to kick it over to Shamit. Shamit dumps it down low to Towns. Towns in the post, but a foul on Julian Champagnie trying to guard him, trying to deny him the ball. Daniel Dash, the game is indeed on ABC. All finals games are on ABC. They have the rights to the NBA Finals. Suns Jen said, I hear your team lost. Have you tried crying about it? J3 said Brunson in the locker room. Brunson went back to the locker room. That's not great. It's not great. Put a new leg on, JB. Put a new leg on. Towns hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado coming to his left, off the Town screen. Stops, spins, kicks it up top to Towns. Towns being guarded by Dylan Harper. Coming to his left, hands it off to Alvarado. Being guarded by Wembanyama. Jab step, pump fake, side step. Throws up the three over Wemby. Rattles it in halfway down, but it pops out for Jose Alvarado. And Champagnie gets it over to Fox, who'll bring it down. Fox has it up top, 20 seconds to go. Should be the final shot of the quarter. Fox being guarded by Jose Alvarado. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. Said, we're really losing to a college team? Maybe. I mean, it's really just Dylan Harper, right? Castle's not done much. Wembanyama's been spectacular, but he's 22 now. They kick it out to Castle. Jab step, come to his left. Stop, turn, spin, fall away over Bridges. High, arcing, can't get it to go. Towns comes in for the rebound. Full court heave. Not going to hit the side of the rim, but he didn't get it off in time anyway. But 8-point deficit for the New York Knicks at the end of the first quarter. Our timer would take out. This first quarter is over. Ended the quarter in a 22-5 run. Okay, if you can tell me that that is the best run that the Spurs will have so far here tonight, then I think the Knicks will be okay in battling back and keeping this close. Mark said, JB, please, JB, not in game one, not ever, but. Kennard said, the worry is JB. I think we'll be all right. 19-point quarter, good point, Amy. 19-point quarter, the defense from the Spurs has been excellent. Excellent. Isaiah Garner said, the Knicks just got to play better offense. They do. Way better offense. I think the defense was okay. Not great, but not bad. Yeah, they desperately need to start knocking down some shots for sure. Aiden K said, this is cooked. I know it's close, but the body language is bad. I don't see anything with the body language. I think they're just playing. Troy Carolina said they're on an adrenaline rush. Maybe. Chris Baskerville said Brunson will play even if he has to wear a helmet. I think Brunson will come back out. I mean, he's walking fine. He did have a limp. I think he'll be all right. David Oz Jr. said, what's up, David? OG and Bridges got to wake up? Yeah, especially OG. I'm mostly looking at OG. OG's got to be a little bit more aggressive. He got into the lane a couple of times. I think I'd rather him just shoot a couple threes here. He allowed them to run him off the three-point line when he had more than enough space. You're going to have to shoot some contested shots against the Spurs team. You just are. They're not going to give you open looks. I know they're giving up good shots to possibly get great shots, but the way the Spurs rotate, again, the best defense they played so far, so they're going to have to just kind of adjust their game plan a little bit. James said, we're fine, just praying that JB is all right now. Yeah, and look, they usually start the second quarter without Brunson, so normal rotation for now. Brandon said, Knicks are rusty, too much time off. We could go with the rust excuse. Hopefully they shake it off as the game goes on. King Kong, what's up, Kong? Harper is the key for the Spurs. He should foul out. Harper? I mean, Harper's got 0 fouls. Well, he's got 1 foul. There haven't been many fouls called in general, which I like. I like nobody dealing with foul trouble. Raymond said, JB just got a bone bruise, no problem. Hopefully. Hopefully. David Oz Jr. said, it's JC time. So no update on Jalen Brunson just yet as they go back to a commercial break. Thanks. Nick Yak said, it's Spurs defense all over us like the Pacers did last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yep. With Jose Alvarado, you have Tyler Kolek in the back. The extra ball handling is very, very key and very necessary against this team, which is part of the reason why we may see maybe a Tyler Kolek or a Jordan Clarkson over a Landry Shaman in the series. We'll see. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But Kennard said, I just hope it wasn't an ACL or meniscus tear. Did it bump or twist in? Harrison Barnes fell into his knee and knocked him like that. So he bumped into his knee and he turned a little bit like that. Isaac Garner said, I feel like every time he gets a little bruised or a little injured, it's when Brunson starts to activate. Hopefully. That could be an MCL. It could be, or it could be nothing. We literally don't know. We don't know. All we saw was a guy bump his knee. It could be a bone bruise. It could be something more serious, like you're saying, Keenahar, obviously. We don't know anything. Here comes Steph Castle, start of the second quarter. All right, Knicks got to lock in even without JB. Shamit has Shamit guarding. Who's that? Harrison Barnes up top. They swing it out to Champagnie in the left corner. Pump fakes, gets it back to Wembanyama up top. Hands it off to Champagnie. Champagnie coming to his left. Shot clock winding down. Picks up his handle. Kicks it out to Wemby. A deep logo three on the left wing. Can't bank it in. Alvarado knocks the rebound to nobody, but then saves it to nobody. He's getting a little too fancy, man. Getting a little too fancy. Brunson back on the bench. Brunson back on the bench. Seems fine. Seems all right. He's got a little heat pad on his knee. So they get it into Castle up top, being guarded by OG Anunoby. Castle gets it over to Fox down the lane, throws a lob up top to Wemby. And they foul Wembanyama on the lob attempt. They say before the shot attempt. So it's still side out of bounds. Keenar said, but the strapping a brace, heat pad a brace. I believe that's a heat pad, brother. They get it over to Castle up top. Castle, they wouldn't strap a heat pad on the bench. They'd strap a heat pad back in the locker room before he came out. Barnes misses the three, can't get it to go. Towns the rebound, they get over to Alvarado. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP, yet again. Said another guy's going to make his name off our backs. I can't. We'll be all right, brother. We're going to pull this off. Knicks and 4 until proven otherwise. Towns coming to his left, down the lane in the paint. Draws a foul on De'Aaron Fox, and they wave off the bucket. He knocked down the tough all-the-way floater. They wave it off, and it's a foul on the floor. Just that's it. Spurs 4 for 14 from 3. Yeah. Yep. 4 for 14 from 3. Alvarado gets it into Towns, hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado, jab step, coming to his left, spins, kicks out to Towns. He'll catch, he'll pump fake, he'll drive to his left down the lane in the paint, kicks out to Alvarado. They kick it out to McBride. McBride a three, line me up, Deuce McBride. There you go, Deucey. Back on the board we go. Back to a 5-point game, 27-22. Fox hit ahead to Wemby. Wemby against Towns down the lane, loses the hand on the ball. Alvarado picks it up. We're bringing it down the other way. Alvarado in the left wing, leaves it off for Towns as the trailer. Being guarded by Wembanyama, coming to his right, blowing past him again down the lane. Gets blocked from behind. No fouls called, and Towns can't believe it. And that is the second foul Wembanyama's going to be credited with. Let's see the replay on it. A lot of contact. Did look pretty clean. That's clean. That's a clean block from Wemby. That's a clean block from Wemby. If you're Towns, you maybe got to switch that over to the left hand. Shamit has it up top, gets it over to Alvarado. Alvarado on the right wing, swings through to his right, attacking Wembanyama off the bounce, reverse layup against Wemby, and that is a goaltend on Victor Wembanyama. Alvarado got it up on the glass quickly. There you go, Jose. There you go, Jose. Get it up on the glass quickly. That's number one priority. Number one priority is getting it on the glass before you even look to make the basket against Wembanyama here. Castle up top, crossing over to his right down the lane in the paint, steps through, throws the lob up top, and another foul in the New York Knicks, trying to keep Wemby off the lob opportunities there. I don't know. I don't love that, those foul calls. I would have to see a replay on it. I don't love those foul calls just because the ball is up in the air. It's essentially a pass in the air. Like, isn't anybody entitled to that at that point? They get it into Castle up top. Castle being guarded by OG Anunoby. Coming to his right up a Wembanyama screen. Castle down the lane in the paint. Flips it up on the rim. Got it to go down off glass. Nice drive and finish from Steph Castle there. Alvarado quickly pushing the pace again. I love it. Push the pace on this Spurs team. They get it over to Towns. Towns up top being guarded by Wemby. Spins off of him down the lane in the paint. Scoop layup. Got it to go for Karl-Anthony Towns. Continuously attacking Victor Wembanyama. I love it. Spurs trying to push the pace on the Knicks now. Castle inside. Wemby down the lane gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. And Alvarado putting his hand up, he's saying, I fouled him. And they're going to give the foul to Jose Alvarado. He's trying to save his teammates from picking up a foul there. Smart move, veteran move from Jose Alvarado, leader type of move from Jose, putting your hand up, saying, that's a foul on me, whether it was or it wasn't. Thegnon game. The Eric-tron, what's up, Eric-tron? Officiating is coming off as a bit sus, but it's still early. Got to play through it. I disagree. There's a call here or there that I disagree with, but I think the officiating has been perfectly fine. I love allowing these two teams to play physically. Limit as many fouls as possible. If it's a foul, call the foul. Like I said, there's a couple of times where I'm like, hey, that's a foul. You got to call that one. But I'd rather them miss something by not calling the foul than overly be judicial with calling fouls. I'd rather that. Relic with the Relic. Blake Maurer with the Blake. It's practically a loose ball foul. I agree. If it is a foul. Wembanyama knocks down both free throws. 5-point game. 31-26. Alvarado bringing it down. Gets it over to Towns. Back to Alvarado. Coming to his right against Vassell. Pulls it back out. Coming to his left now off the Towns screen. Now coming to his right. Gets it to Towns in the post, being guarded by Vassell. They show two. Over to Alvarado. They swing it around. Shamet coming to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Landry Shamet can't get it to go. Rebounded by Vassell. Gets it over to Harper. Harper pushing the pace. Harper kicks it out. Castle extra pass to Vassell. The straightaway three over Towns. Way off hit the side of the backboard. Alvarado the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Jogging it down. Waiting for his teammates. Coming to his right off the Anunoby screen. Alvarado to the lane, to the basket. Scoop layup. Got it to go. Jose Alvarado, head down, going to the rim. Keeping Wembanyama out on the perimeter. Jalen Brunson up off the bench, going to the scorer's table. He's fine. Here comes Steph Castle, bringing it down. In and out dribble. Coming to his left. Again, Shamet down. Hop step in the lane. Tries to kick it out. Anunoby with the steal. Hit ahead. Alvarado against Victor Wembanyama. So pull it back out. Over to McBride. Right wing three. Deuce McBride in transition. Can't get it to go. It's a big one. They get it over to Castle. Castle pushing the pace the other way. Castle up top. Leaves it off for Wemby. Wemby dancing with it against Karl Anthony Towns. Backing him down. Wembanyama, rhythm dribble, pump fake, steps through, layup, can't get it to go, battle for the rebound, Anunoby gets knocked to the ground, but Alvarado able to pick it up, hit ahead, Landry Shamet, left corner three, can't get it to go too strong, rebounded by Dylan Harper, and they get over to Wembanyama, he'll bring it down. 8:30 to go here. Wembanyama up top, again being guarded by Karl Anthony Towns. Wembanyama up top, Dylan Harper, straightaway three, can't get it to go down, Towns with the rebound. 28-31 here, back and forth the two teams go. Knicks had an early lead, Spurs came back with an epic run. They've taken the lead, but the Knicks now trying to respond. It's a one-possession game. Towns picks up his handle, kicks it out to Deuce McBride on the left wing. McBride being guarded by Harper, swings through to his left, steps back with it, now coming to his right off the Towns screen. McBride in the lane, kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby up top, attacking to his left, down in the paint, leaves it off Karl Anthony Towns. Layup, can't get it to go, gets knocked to the ground by Victor Wembanyama. And that's a tough fall for Karl Anthony Towns. My goodness, that's a tough fall. Got whacked by Victor Wembanyama. He's asking to be helped up, so I think he'll be all right. Scariest thing of that is when you can't brace yourself and you fall flat on your back, you're worried about the whiplash of your head bouncing back onto the court. Thankfully, he seems all right. And the Spurs are going to get a challenge here. And on the replay, it does look like an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. So, Mark said if they overturn this, I think they will overturn this. I think this will be a foul on Karl Anthony Towns as he goes up for a layup with the right hand. Wembanyama's arm does come, but I don't think it makes contact. Again, they only showed the replay like once or twice before going to a commercial break, so we don't know. I don't fully know. But what it looked like to me, they are challenging at J3. We're getting a challenge here. He was whacked big time. I don't know about that, Keenar. I don't know about that. On the one replay that they did show before they had to go to a commercial break, Karl Anthony Towns goes up with a layup with the right hand. His left arm is also up in the air. Wembanyama's arm comes over, and Towns wraps his arm, whether it was on purpose or not. He wraps his left arm around Wembanyama's arm and kind of forces the contact from there. So I think this could be a foul on Karl Anthony Towns. I do think this will be an offensive foul. Mark said, no, it was a foul. I think there's going to be an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. A2 said it didn't look like it made contact. Wemby's arm, it didn't look like it made contact initially until Towns made contact with Wemby first. So, Super Morty, man, what's up, Morty? Nagyak said, I seen contact from Wemby. I only saw the replay once, so I could be wrong. But I think this is going to be an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Mike Hirsch said, these refs aren't calling an even game. Maybe it's slightly favoring the Spurs, but I don't think it's anything egregious. I think it's a fine officiated game. Again, I have some gripes here and there, but they're not going to be perfect. I don't think the officiating has been a problem whatsoever. David Osh Jr. said we might, we're right where we need to be. I mean, I'd like a lead, but listen, you're down 3. You have not shot it well. Brunson went out earlier than expected with a little bit of a knee bump, and he's not played well at all. So, MBM said he's moving Sheffy for Wemby. No, I'm just calling it as I see it. I think that's an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns, unless they show the replay again or show something different. Again, I only saw it once, so I'm going to need to see it again. Crazy shot clock violation. We did have a shot clock violation. Man with a subscription. Appreciate you, man. Maria, what's up, Maria? Rich Smith, what's up, Rich? The challenges will not stand. We'll see. We have shot clock violation. We did have something else. Oh, we almost had a 4-point play, but they missed the free throw. Kenar said, we're okay if JB is okay. Well, JB was at the scorer's table, along with, I believe, Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges. There's Bridges in the game. No, I believe Mikal Bridges was also at the scorer's table. So those guys will be getting ready to check in after this challenge. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? I'm not hearing you. Volume very low. I think my volume's okay. My volume shows here that it's very good. So you guys are going to have to let me know what's going on. If anybody thinks my volume is low, let me know. Kenar said, I think he's 7'6" at least. Wembanyama? I think he's 7'7". I do. Listen, we don't have measuring instruments for people who get that tall. It's not normal. So as far as I'm concerned, the man might be 10'2". As far as I'm concerned. We are incapable of measuring human beings that tall. Volume is okay, Kinar, okay. You might need to raise the volume on your end. Angela, I don't know. So I believe that's an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Successful challenge. Castle up top to Cornette, who comes in for Wemby. They swing it over to Harper. Jab step, coming to his right. Driving it down in the lane, step back, pump fake, leans in, kicks it out at the last second to Castle, being guarded by Josh Hart. Crosses over to his right, down the lane. Clarkson digs down, but a foul is called, and Josh Hart, furious at the foul call. He's telling he's telling his coaching staff, I'm good. That's his 3rd foul now. Hubian said it's just 3 points. They got to lock in. They do. They do. They swing it over to Harper. Harper gets it over to Vassell, curling off the screen, down the lane, foul line, pump fake, puts up the fall-away jumper. Barely grazes the left side of the rim. Brunson chases down the rebound, gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart bringing it down, crossing over to his right, down the lane in the paint, throws a lob up top. Robinson gets the lob to go down, and the foul for Luke Cornette. Talk about finishing with a broken hand. I guess we're okay. Call it country strong. Eric Tron said, give me a successful Cornette contest on the bingo card, please. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We will not be doing anything of the sort. Not for Luke Cornette, brother. Not for Luke Cornette. That was a successful challenge. So Mitchell Robinson at the foul line for 1 free throw here. Big Mitch knocked down your free throws, big dog. The broken finger, you're going to be all right, right? It's going to make your free throws better? It's going to improve your form? Comes up short on it. Rebounded by Dylan Harper. Gets it out to De'Aaron Fox. Fox pushing it down right side of the court. Shaman has come in for Josh Hart here with the 3 fouls. They swing it over to Carter Bryant in the left corner, being guarded by Clarkson, and Clarkson picks up a reach-in foul there. Brother, they're in the bonus with 7 minutes to go. You can't foul there. Come on, Clarkson. Kenar said, country, where's Mitchie from? Louisiana. From deep in Louisiana. Just that's it. Home whites, white headband, still can't hit the foul shot. Still can't hit the foul shot. Christian Blaze said, also at a goaltend. We did have a goaltend, absolutely. Carter Bryant at the free throw line misses the first free throw. We love to see that. We love when our opponents miss free throws. He got one more coming. We did have a goaltend, and that goaltend is down here. Carter Bryant did knock down the second free throw. Clarkson bringing it down. coming to his right, being guarded by Harper, coming to his left, leads it off of Jalen Brunson, coming to his right. Brunson up top, being guarded by Dylan Harper. Brunson spins off of Harper, swings it out to Clarkson. Clarkson a left wing three. Jordan Clarkson in and out, can't get it to stay. Dylan Harper comes flying in for a rebound. Dylan Harper, by the way, tonight, 10 points, 5 boards already. My goodness. Are we sure he's a rookie? Are we sure? Again, can we check his passport like somebody said in the chat? Harper up top, swings it over to Fox. Fox will stop and pop over Shamit. Fox in and out, can't get it to stay. Cornette knocks the rebound out to Harper. They swing it back to Fox. Fox in the mid-range against Brunson. Hop step in the lane, throws up the floater, comes up short. Robinson snatches a rebound over him, and now here comes Shamit, hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Quick crossover to his left on Vassell. Driving past him, scoop layup high off glass, can't get it to go. Robinson can't get the putback, and then shakes that right hand. And now here comes Vassell, inside pass, Fox easy scoop layup, beautiful transition play for the San Antonio Spurs as they go back up by 4 here. 6:20 to go here. Brunson bringing it down against Carter Bryant. Brunson up top, coming to his left. Swings it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Vassell. Bridges gets it back up top to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left off a Bridges screen. Vassell switched on to Brunson. Brunson's going to dance with it. Coming to his right. Stops, turns, spins down the lane in the plane floater. Got it to go down from Jalen Brunson, who goes down holding his ankle, knee. And now he's holding his ankle. And no fouls called whatsoever. And that's what happens when as Vassell knocks down the threes. The Knicks were 5-on-4. And Brunson's screaming at the official. And this is how players get hurt. Is when officials don't make calls that need to be made. And I'm an advocate for allowing guys to play, but I've also stated multiple times tonight, if there's a foul, there's a foul. Just that said, 1 foul shot for the Knicks, 10 for the Spurs, just saying. It's starting to stack up. It's starting to stack up. Brunson going down now twice, getting knocked to the ground multiple times. Mark said, can we get anything called? No blood, no foul for the New York Knicks. They're going to have to be better. Spurs, by the way, they're in the bonus they were in the bonus with 7:17 to go. So Morty said Jalen Brunson gets a PhD in flopping. Oh, sure, Morty. I will call over Luke Cornette, who's 7 feet tall and, 270, 280, and we'll have him jump and stomp down on your ankle and see how you feel about it, brother. Sure. Ken Todd said, hopefully Brunson is okay. Brunson's fine. He just got his ankle stomped on. Mark said 5 versus 8. As always, Mark, as always. It is what it is. Play through it. Play better basketball. Knicks are missing open shots. Bridges 1 for 2 from the field. Brunson 2 for 9. Make some shots. Make some shots. Ref's not at fault. I don't care about the officiating. Sure, we could argue the officiating needs to be better. I don't really care. Play better. Play better. Knicks are not playing well right now. Not playing well enough. Lana Mona said, I think it's intentional getting Brunson out. I don't think it's intentional at all. The first one, Barnes got knocked to the ground. Shamit bumped into it. Shamit actually fouled him, knocked him off balance. He fell to the ground and fell into Brunson's leg. Unfortunate. And then this time, Cornette jumps up to contest the Brunson floater. They knock him to the ground, and when Cornette lands, he lands on top of Brunson's ankle. He's not looking down to make sure he lands on his ankle. Just unfortunately happens. Swaggy McNogles, what's up, Swaggy? Love you, Sue. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Nikki said, maybe just rust. So many missed shots. I don't think it's rust. I think it's excellent Spurs defense. The Knicks need to lock in offensively to get better shots for sure. And they also need to knock down their open ones for sure. But the Spurs are also missed open shots. Fox 1 for 6 from the field. Vassell 2 for 6. So they could play better. Brian Paul, what's up, Brian? There's no crying. Come on, Knicks. Stop playing the whistle. I don't think they played the whistle tonight outside of one Brunson mid-range shot where he jumped in the way of a defender a little bit, hoping for a foul call, and then he missed the shot. He wasn't just flailing himself in the air. Swaggy, thank you for the subscription, brother. Hope you're having a good time tonight. He wasn't flopping into it and looking for the foul, but he was leaning into the defender a little bit instead of either going straight up or taking another dribble to the rim for a floater, looking for the foul. And when they didn't call that, he hasn't really done it ever since. But there was the one play earlier in the game that got me a little upset where Brunson went to the basket, and I could see it from here. Clear jersey grab by Champagny as Brunson's literally going to the basket for a layup. But, outside of that, it kind of is what it is. It's playoff basketball. You're in the NBA Finals. You're going to have to make some shots, and it's going to be tough and physical. So it is what it is. Knicks need to play better. That's where I'm at. I don't care about the officiating. I really don't. Jay Gardner said, Knicks in 5. This is the best the Spurs are going to play all series. I don't think that. Brunson got blood on his leg sleeve from his knee. My goodness. Where did the blood come from? Probably from him when he got knocked to the ground. We're past the halfway point here. Some full court press from the Spurs, and Brunson bringing it down against Carter Bryant. Coming to his right off a Shaman screen. Brunson has it up top. Spins. Coming to his left. Spins again. Coming to his right. Brunson, step back. Steps through. Floater from JB off the back of the rim. Doesn't get the bounce. Brunson gets his own tip up and in as Cornette was preoccupied trying to keep Mitchell Robinson off the glass. Jalen Brunson with the putback. 5:30 to go here. Dylan Harper has it up top being guarded by Bridges. If we can take a lead going into halftime, I'd appreciate that. And that's an offensive foul on Devin Vassell, pushing Shamit as he was trying to come off a screen, and hopefully the officials will start cleaning up the game a little bit here. They allowed it to get a little too physical to start the game. Just a smidge too physical. So I think they're going to start cleaning it up a little bit here. But hopefully they still allow them to play physically. Brunson up top being guarded by Carter Bryant. Brunson spins again off of him, coming to his right, dancing with it, in and out dribble coming to his left in the lane. Has him in the post, backing him down, stop, turn, steps through, scoop blade with the right hand off glass, got it to go. Jalen Brunson getting into his bag a little bit here. Jalen Brunson getting back to being special. Harper gets it up top to Carter Bryant, gets it over to Cornette. Cornette up top, trying to find a handoff partner. Hands it off to Fox, coming to his left. Fox driving it down in the paint, step back along the baseline, stops, turns, spins, now has Shaman in the post, coming to his right, fall away jumper in the paint. Gets a couple of bounces on the rim, can't get it to go. Robinson, good boxing out on Cornette, snags the rebound, and now here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way. Knicks down by 1. Can we take a lead here? Brunson coming to his right off the Robinson screen, picks up his handle, swings it over to Bridges. Bridges mishandled the pass, gets it over to Clarkson, who catches it on the run. Clarkson slips and falls, saves it out to Brunson. Brunson up top, 4:30 to go. Brunson being guarded by Carter Bryant. Shot clock winding down. He's going to isolate, coming to his left, down the lane in the paint. Tough floater, got it to go. Jalen Brunson. You may have just gotten him mad. You may have just pissed off, tugged on Superman's cape. Here comes Dylan Harper down the lane against Clarkson. Scoop layup, got it to go. As the Knicks did not match up properly, and Dylan Harper got a wide open lane to the basket. They continue to have issues guarding Dylan Harper so far here tonight as the Spurs go back up by 1. It's been a back and forth affair so far here tonight. Bridges up top being guarded by Vassell. Bridges dancing with it, coming to his left. Has some space, foul line, pull-up jumper over. Vassell got it to go from Mikal Bridges. There you go, Mikal, his first basket of the night. And again, now these two teams going back and forth, 40-39. Hart Fox up top, coming to his left. Cross-court pass. Carter Bryant, right corner 3 over Clarkson. In and out, can't get it to stay. Robinson, good box out and rebound yet again. They get over to Brunson, pushing the pace the other way. Brunson picked up by Carter Bryant. And Brunson up top and gets fouled by Carter Bryant on a reach-in. And side out of bounds for the New York Knicks. Keenan Harris said, Mitchie, great boarding. Yep. Great boxing out and rebound from Mitchell Robinson. He's got 5 rebounds so far here tonight. He's also caught a lob. Missed the free throw, but caught a lob with an and 1. So the hand's feeling fine. We did see him try to get a putback dunk attempt previously and hurt and missed it and then came down and was shaking the hand. So honestly, it's just going to be about pain management and how much he can play through at this point. They get into Mitchell Robinson up top. They hand it off to Bridges. Bridges coming to his left off a Robinson screen, driving it down the lane, throws a terrible lob pass to nobody. Terrible lob pass from Mikal. Threw a little too high, probably because Victor Wembanyama was there. She threw it too high. She threw it too high. And now Steph Castle bringing it down. Castle has it up top. Crossing over to his left off the Wemby screen. Castle in the middle of the lane. Kicks it out in the corner to Keldon Johnson at the last second. Keldon Johnson a 3 and he splashes it. Jordan Clarkson came off the strong side corner because Mikal Bridges fell down on a screen from Wembanyama, so Clarkson had to dig down to give away the open 2 and gave up Keldon Johnson for an open 3 there. And it's a 2-point game, 42-40. Brunson spinning off a Fox. Sidestep, right wing 3. Jalen Brunson can't get it to go. Rebounded by Wembanyama. Here comes Victor Wembanyama bringing it down. Swings it out to Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper has it up top, being guarded by Clarkson. Up top to Wembanyama. Straightaway 3 over Mitchell Robinson. Comes up short, long rebound. Clarkson the rebound, shoves it over to Bridges. Bridges pushing the pace the other way. Has it up top, being guarded by Dylan Harper. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Picked up by Dylan Harper. Brunson's going to isolate. Quick crossover to his left down the lane. Bump, Euro, down the lane. Kicks out to Shamit. Swings through to his right, step back. Right wing 3, Landry. Shamit got it to go. Big Landry off the bench with a big time 3. Give me those 3 points right back from Keldon Johnson. And Wembanyama pushing the pace on Robinson. Gets to the baseline, picks up his handle, steps through and draws a foul. And they're going to say it's a shot attempt too. They're going to send Victor Wembanyama to the foul line for 2 free throws with 2:20 to go here in this second quarter. Just that's a chance I could do that too. Jay Garner said, Wemby is soft. Wemby's solid. I don't think he's soft. I don't think he's overly aggressive. I think Wemby's just solid. I think the inclination to call guys either soft or tough is why. I think he's fine. I don't think he's either one of those things. I think he's in the middle, which is fine. 2:20 to go here. Wemby knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. We're tied at 43. Relic said, Mitchell Robinson grabbing everything on the Spurs side. Great defensive rebound for Mitchell Robinson in the game. Towns comes back in. Alvarado comes back in for Brunson. Anunoby, Bridges, and Shamet ran out the rest of the five. We got Wemby, Harper, Castle, Keldon Johnson, and Champagnie in the game right now as Wemby knocks down his second free throw. 44-43. 2:20 to go. Alvarado bringing it down against Castle. Gets it over to Anunoby in the right corner, being guarded by Keldon Johnson. Anunoby, jab step, puts up the right corner three. OG comes up short, rebounded by Champagnie as players hit the deck. And now here comes Castle pushing the pace the other way, picked up by Alvarado. They get it to Wemby, cross-court pass. Champagnie wide open left wing three. He knocks it down. Bad transition defense from the Knicks. Not sure who got caught up there or where the miscommunication was, but Champagnie can't be left wide open. Alvarado coming to his right, picked up by Steph Castle. Alvarado swings it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Keldon Johnson. And a lot of standing around from the Knicks. They're not sure what they want to run right now. Towns is going to come up and set the screen, coming to his left, driving it down in the paint, kicks it out. Alvarado, right wing three. He's open, and Alvarado lines up a three. Thank you, Jose. Give me those 3 points right back. Back to a 1-point game, 1:30 to go. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Landry Shamet. Coming to his right, off the screen. Castle, cross-court pass. Champagnie, left corner three. He continues to be on fire. You're going to have to outrun him and run him off that three-point line. You can't allow him to catch and shoot when he's got it going like this. They try to get it down low to Bridges, coming to the rim. Good pass from Towns, but Bridges is held, so it's a foul on the Spurs. It's still going to be side out of bounds for the Knicks. Brunson at the scores table for the final minute of the quarter here. Going to come in for Jose. Great minutes from Jose Alvarado. Great minutes from Jose tonight. Fantastic minutes. Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby not doing enough here today. Not doing nearly enough. Just that's it. Spurs 8 for 23 from 3. Knicks 6 for 19. We'll go through it at halftime as always. Joseph said Champagnie had to get locked down. Can't allow that. We talked about it in the pregame. Can't allow their shooters to get going like this. They get it into Towns up top, being guarded by Wembanyama. They hand it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Castle. Brunson gets the ball knocked away. He goes into the backcourt to pick it up. Shot clock down to 10. Coming to his left off the Town screen. Brunson steps it back. Has it up top. Hesitating against Wemby. Quick crossover. Step back. Left wing three. Jalen Brunson in and out. Halfway down. Can't get it to stay. Towns an offensive rebound and gets fouled on the glass. He's going to the foul line for 2 because they are in the bonus. Under a minute to go. I believe that's the second foul on Castle. That is the second foul on Castle there. Keenar said, we're not running offense yet. It's hard when Wembanyama's out there, and they have Wembanyama on Towns. So they should be able to run their normal Towns at the hub offense. But the Spurs defense, even outside of Wemby, is pretty fantastic, so it's difficult. Mark said, 1 free throw in the first half, lopsided. It is lopsided. It should clean up in the second half, hopefully. Towns knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Keenar said, basically lucky to be in the game, no offensive flow. Both teams missing shots, coming out a little rusty. I mean, it's a close game, man. It's been back and forth. Back and forth. Towns hit the first free throw. Gets the friendly bounce off the front of the rim on the second one. Goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. It's a 2-point game. 57 seconds to go, and Steph Castle will bring it down. It's going to be picked up by Bridges. Castle crosses over to his right, snaking it back to his left hand, back to his right, stop, step back, foul line, fall away. Castle comes up short. Towns snags the rebound, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Brunson up top, coming to his right, against De'Aaron Fox, who picks his pocket, and he's going to go the other way for the easy two-handed slam. Great defense from Swipe of the Fox. I don't call him Swipe of the Fox for no reason. And now here comes Shamet bringing it down the other way. He has it up top, being guarded by Vassell. Over to Towns. Towns, pass fake, looking for an answer. Gets it over to Bridges. Back to Towns. Towns swings through to his left, blowing past the defense. Top step down the lane, a floater off the side of the rim. Can't get the tip in, and rebounded by Castle. They swing it out to Fox, and he'll hold it for the final shot of the quarter here. Tafar, what's up, Tafar? Fox up top. Get a nice defensive stop. Keep it a 4-point game going into halftime. 48 points in the first half. Not good from the Knicks. But we'll look at it all at halftime here. Fox splits the defense down the lane, kicks it out. Champagnie, right corner three. He's open, and he got it. You knew that was going down once he fired it up. Champagny, fantastic. And then Wembanyama gets the block. Champagny, fantastic shooting in this first half. Knicks are going to need to wake up in the way they guard him so far here tonight. Kennard, terrible. Not a good first half from the Knicks at all, and they trail by 7 here. Okay. A lot to clean up. A lot to clean up. Let's start. Jeez. Let's start here. Hello. Let's start here. 19 points in that first quarter from the Knicks, 29 in the second. 27 points in the first quarter from Spurs, 28 in the second. Knicks defense has been okay, has not been great. Holding them under 30 for both of the quarters is solid defense against the Spurs team, but not scoring over 30 and not scoring over 20 in the first is a big problem for the Knicks offense. So, where did that go? Just that's at St. John's and Rutgers representatives. Absolutely. So, let's go to the team stats as always, and then we'll end it by going through the box score. Kennard said Champagny is being left way too open. Yep, the Knicks are playing in the gaps too much, and they're allowing him to be open. Lana said we're not defending the 3. I'll get into that a little bit more when we get to here. Let's look at it. 9 for 24 from three-point range for the San Antonio Spurs. You guys are not entirely wrong when you're saying the Knicks are not guarding the 3. They are more worried about the Spurs attacking the rim. They're collapsing to the paint. They're not doing a good enough job of running their three-point shooters off the three-point line. And the three-point shooters are doing an excellent job of relocating and spotting up and knocking down some threes. This is also being done without the involvement of Devin Vassell so far, so we'll see. Christian Blaze said Wemby and Fox are 2 for 8 each. Absolutely, we'll go through it. Rafael Perez, Towns can't stop him. Stop who? Wemby, who has not been much of a factor offensively at all. Mark said they'll get gas too. That is obviously a very much possibility, but we did see New Year's Eve. We all remember, was it Eve or was it day? I think it was New Year's Eve. Yeah, I think it was New Year's Eve where Champagny went off for the 11 threes. We're going to have to be on the lookout for that now too. Raphael said, can't stop Wemby, who's got... can't stop Wemby. Who has not been the issue today, brother? The same Wemby who's got 9 points and 2 for 8 from the field? With 2 rebounds and an assist? That Wemby? Because the guy who's killing the Knicks is Champagny, 15 points, 5 for 6 from 3. But sure. Raymond said affiliating makes a difference and you can't leave a penny alone. Kenta said Cat can't blow past Wemby. Cat can blow past Wemby. Wemby looks exhausted against Cat. He does indeed. Now, none of that is going to matter unless the Knicks start guarding the three-point line, like you guys say. Knicks 6 for 20 from 3. They could shoot it better from three-point range as well, for sure, but they're not getting as clean of a looks as the Spurs are getting from 3, so they need to clean that up. They are winning the possession battle, 49 attempts to their 45 attempts, so that bodes well for the New York Knicks, who trail by 7 here. J3 said, I think we did a good job on Wemby. Wings are an issue. Wings are an issue right now. We'll go through the box score. OJ Anunoby, where are you, buddy? Where are you? We're not going to win this without you, big dog. Free throw shooting has been a big topic of conversation so far through that first half. 12 attempts for the Spurs, 3 attempts for the New York Knicks. They had 1 attempt for the longest time before Karl Anthony Towns picked up an off-ball foul fighting for a rebound that sent him to the foul line there because the Knicks were in the bonus, not because he got fouled going to the basket, which I do think he might be getting fouled going to the basket. Is this the Bear commercial? What is that, season 4? I haven't watched it past season 2. The final season, there you go. I like when shows in. Yvette Posada, Yvette with the subscription. Appreciate you, Yvette. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Tone Shifter with the tone. If Cat cancels out Wemby, can the Spurs compete with New York? Yes. Spurs are a very good basketball team. They didn't get here just because Wemby is awesome. They got here with a complete team. Very good team. As we've seen here tonight, Dylan Harper and Julian Champagny have been fantastic tonight. It's not just one man. Rich Smith said, I want 12 straight wins. I'm with you. I'm glad Brunson also didn't get hit with a technical as well when he was screaming in Scott Foster's face. Because Scott Foster knows he's in the wrong. He knows he's in the wrong. Rebounds, 27 to 26, about even. The Knicks have 1 more offensive rebound than the Spurs do. Neither team really dominating the boards, and that plays out compared to the eye test. So, Walter Strong with the Walter. I just wanted to pop in and say what's up. Watching the game with the family. Tough half for the Knicks. I don't know if it was tough. I'm not going to disagree with you if you feel that way, because it wasn't great. It wasn't great. 19 first quarter points, 29 second quarter points for 48 points. Not great, but not the worst thing in the world either. They got to play better for sure offensively. Spurs defense has been spectacular, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Go hands. What's up, go? Where's Josh Hart? On the bench with 3 fouls. Nick Yak said Shaman and McBride will shoot threes better. We had a lot go wrong and only down 7. There was a lot that went wrong. You're right about that. But the Spurs also missed some very makeable shots. So I think all things balanced out. Spurs played better than the Knicks, and they have the 7-point lead. Knicks are going to need to play much better. Assists 10 to 11, steals 4 to 4, blocks 1 through 4. Wembanyama dominating that regard. Total turnovers 8 for the Knicks, 5 for the Spurs. Brunson has 3 turnovers so far here tonight, so he's going to need to be significantly better in that regard. Detroit boys said Spurs make things go wrong. They do. They do. Which is why I'm not necessarily jiving with the whole the Knicks just didn't play well and they need to play better. Like, they didn't play well, but you also got to give a lot of credence to that, to the Spurs defense, which is a top 3 defense in the NBA, if not the best defense in the NBA. So, Wemby's defense has been good, but not great here tonight. Karl Anthony Towns multiple times taking him off the bounce. Going to need him to finish a couple of these shots. MBM said refs took Hart out of the game. They did. Hart also took Hart out of the game with some silly fouls. Maybe some of them were ticky-tack fouls that he shouldn't have been hit with, but either way, he's got to be better in that regard. Got to be way better in that regard. David said JB 5 for 15. We'll go through the box scores in a second here. Let's get through the rest of the team stats here. Total turnovers to me is a big story of the game. 8 for the Knicks and 5 for the Spurs, but the Knicks have taken 3 more shots, right, than the Spurs? 49-45, 4 more shots than the Spurs. So they're winning the possession battle, but they're not dominating the offensive rebounding battle, which they only have 1 more offensive rebound. And they're also not winning the turnover battle by a pretty decent amount for the first half, 8-5. Knicks turning it over a lot, obviously has a lot to do with San Antonio Spurs' excellent defense, but also pointed out a couple of times the Knicks made Jalen Brunson in particular, made terrible decisions on his passing attempts. Had the 1 bad passing attempt on a lob to Robinson, had another bad passing attempt where he got to the floater range, which is knocked down for Brunson, and then decided to kick it out to the corner, which was a bad decision. Username, what's up, username? I get a little worried when teams play this high-pressure defense on us. Bridges tends to disappear on offense, and OG's impact is less and need to play tough physicality. Sometimes. I think some of it has to do with how passive both of those guys are, and maybe the Spurs defense is making them passive. But Anunoby could absolutely be significantly better in that regard so far here tonight. He has been very, very passive. Points in the paint, 26 for the Knicks, 18 for the Spurs. Knicks are dominating points in the paint so far, which has been a huge deal for the San Antonio Spurs, who have dominated the paint because of Victor Wembanyama hanging out down there. Robert Kling said, I agree, Josh down by 7 is not bad. Down by 7 is not bad, but it's not obviously where you want to be. Raymond said, JB's taking bad shots. There aren't really good shots. It's the NBA Finals. You're going to need your tough shot makers to make tough shots. Spurs have had some of their tough shot makers make tough shots. Champagny, he hasn't been wide open on all of his threes. Was open on, I'd say, maybe 2 of them. The other ones were pretty, well, maybe 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them of the 5 that he hit. But the 6 that he attempted, I'd say 3 of them were pretty well contested, and he just knocked them down. You're going to need your tough shot makers to make tough shots. AP said only 3 shots from Mikal Bridges. We'll go through the box score in a second here. A2 said nerves are up for sure. I feel like both teams are nervous is the biggest games for them. I think now that we're sufficiently into the game, I think nerves can't even really be a factor at this point. Players talk about it all the time. Like, once you're in there playing basketball, like, it's just basketball at that point. Nerves to start the game for sure were probably there, but we're in it now, so play better. Raymond said they're acting afraid to go to the basket. It's not afraid. It's just you can't go to the basket willy-nilly because Wembanyama is right there. It's not fear. It's like, well, if I get there and Wembanyama's in the vicinity, I can't take the shot. I'm not afraid to take the shot. I just know if I take the shot, I'm going to get blocked. And you can't just give away a possession like that. So once you get into the paint, you need to make a decision whether you go quickly, like Alvarado did. He got it on the glass quickly. He got the goaltend on Wemby. Or you need to get into the paint, try to collapse the defense, and find the open man in the kickout. The problem is with the Spurs defense is they have excellent defenders who fly around and rotate defensively, and they're picking Knicks passes off a couple of times there. And now that's making them hesitate a little bit as to who they have the kickout to. So honestly, what it's about is that the Knicks need to do a better job of relocating and either relocating to the open spot on the perimeter or cutting to the rim and making themselves available on Wembanyama. The problem is when you do cut to the rim, if you're open, Wembanyama is now in the paint waiting for it because he crashed down low to collapse the paint. They don't need multiple players to crash in the paint. They just need Wembanyama and then trust the other 4 guys to rotate out of it. Tone said fear of being blocked is not fear. It's not fear. It's not fear. They're not afraid of being blocked. But you can't recklessly go into the paint against Wembanyama and give away a shot just because you're like, well, I'm not afraid. I'm going to shoot it anyway. Miguel Nunez, what's up, Miguel? It's not fear. It's trying to, like, you're not, if a guy is on you and he's crowding your area space, you're not just going to rise up and shoot the shot. And we're not going to say, well, he's afraid to shoot that shot. You're not afraid to shoot that shot. That's a bad shot. If Wembanyama's standing in the paint and you're going to the basket, that's a bad shot to shoot a layup. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. He said, just try and get the splits. Just try and get the split. Do not come back down 0-2. Brother, Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. And they have yet to prove otherwise. I know it's been a while since the Knicks have played a close game. But Knicks in 4. Chaotic Styles. What's up, Chaotic? Knicks playing like the Cavs. It's a 7-point game, guys. I know the Knicks, we're used to the Knicks being up by 15, 20 by halftime during this playoff run. It's a 7-point game against arguably the best player in the world and one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league at this point. All right, let's finish this up real quick. Fast break points. 2-14 for the Spurs, turning the Knicks turnovers into buckets. No techs, no flagrants. Largest lead for the Knicks was 7. Largest lead for the Spurs of 10. It's a 35-65 split. Like, that's not the biggest split in terms of percentage of game that you've had the lead in, which, again, tells you that it's been a back-and-forth game so far. Kurt Morton, what's up, Kurt? I think them coming in, then kicking it out just keeps Wemby using energy. Yeah, but you don't really have an open, obvious kick-out partner because, first of all, Wembanyama's in the vicinity, and so it's not just like, oh, I'll kick it out because Wembanyama's go-go gadget arm can get into the passing lane, so you got to be smart and quick with your decision, but also you have Castle, you have Vassell, you have Champagny, you have Fox flying around out on the perimeter waiting for you to kick it out, knowing that you're going to have to kick it out because Wembanyama's in the area, so they can overplay the passing lanes and not be too worried because even if they give an open passing lane to somebody, if they're still in the vicinity to run you off the three-point line and force you back into the paint, now Wembanyama is in the paint waiting for you. So it's a push and a pull against the Spurs defense. There's a reason why they are where they are. Very good team. Drizzo, what's up, Drizzo? Not the best end to the quarter, no. With that turnover and Julian microwave magnet. But if we get normal whistle in the second half, we got this. Appreciate the point. I don't entirely disagree either. Miguel, I think in this game, it's best for Alvarado to step in and let Brunson rest because he's costing too much out there. Alvarado is being used sparingly and I think correctly by Mike Brown. You might even want to try and run an Alvarado-Brunson backcourt. It makes you extremely small, but it does allow you to get out and run a little bit more and get Brunson off ball a little bit more by having another ball handler out there with him. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's go through the box score now. We could start with the away team as we usually do. Start with the away team. Vic said, too much dribbling and not enough passing. Who do you want the passes to be made to? Because the Spurs are in the passing lanes. Sometimes you guys say that and you think like guys are just standing out on the three-point line open. Nobody's open. You have to come and make yourself available or an advantage needs to be created, which is why teams run pick and rolls, right? There is not too much dribbling. Actually, there might be not enough dribbling right now. Jalen Brunson's just going to have to go get us a bucket in a lot of these situations. David I. Jr. said if we are going to win, OG and McHale need to get going. Yeah, and let's talk about it right now. OG Anunoby 2 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. I actually have no recollection of him hitting this 3 whatsoever. That's crazy. 5 points for OG. He knocked it down to start the game, I guess. 5 points for OG, but no rebounds, no assists. That's not even close to being good enough. Points, fine. If he had 5 points at halftime, I'd be fine with that. But no rebounds is crazy from OG. Gonna need to be way better into the aggregate of a lot of the other intangible stuff from OG Anunoby. And you haven't really felt him defensively out there. He's kind of just been around. Need him to lock in more defensively. Lanamoto said, how about a Kolek Brunson backcourt? You're not getting Kolek for the first time in the playoff run in the NBA Finals. Maybe. I'm not entirely ruling it out, but Alvarado's played well enough where you wouldn't pass up Jose Alvarado for Tyler Kolek. Dylan Marie said, I wish JB didn't have to bring the ball down the court injured. I think he's fine. I think he's fine. It is what it is. It's basketball. It's a physical sport. Everybody's playing through knick-knack injuries. It is what it is. Karl Anthony Towns, 8 points, 6 boards, 2 assists. I thought he was pretty spectacular in that first half. Sure, he could shoot it better, 3 for 9 from the field. He's going to have to be better in that regard for sure. I expect him to be better in the second half, but I need him to continue to be as aggressive as he has been. Josh Hart, only the 7 minutes. 2 points, 1 for 3 from the field. 5 boards, 3 assists. He was spectacular helping out on the glass. Going to need him to stay out of foul trouble in the second half here. Hopefully that happens. Mikal Bridges, 4 points, 2 for 3 from the field. Similar situation to OG Anunoby, just not doing enough in the aggregate. 2 boards, 2 assists. At least he's chipping in, though. He does the 2 steals. So Mikal Bridges has been felt out there, but not enough in terms of what we need from him. Especially with Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns struggling from the field overall. 5 for 15 for Jalen Brunson, 1 for 5 from 3, 11 points. 3 boards, 2 assists. He does have the 3 turnovers. We talked about all 3. But one of them, De'Aaron Fox picked his pocket, so that's just a regular turnover. But the other ones were Jalen Brunson just making a poor processing decision. And he'll be better as the series and as this game goes on. Off the bench, Robinson gave us 8 minutes, 2 points, 5 nice, strong defensive. Oh, no, one of them offensive. He does have 1 offensive rebound, which will help in the bingo card. But Mitchell Robinson, 2 points, 5 boards. Solid off the bench. Could be better. Jordan Clarkson, 6 minutes, was a bit of a disaster. Didn't love the Jordan Clarkson minutes at all. Landry Shamet, 6 points from him as we're going to start the second half now. Landry Shamet did knock down 2 threes. That was fantastic. Just that's a JB 0 for 0 from the foul line. Yep. Alvarado, 3 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3 off the bench, 4 boards and assists. He did have a turnover, but he also cleaned it up with a steal as well. I think he's been spectacular in that regard. McBride did knock down a 3. Gonna need more from him. And we're gonna start the second half here. So let's lock in. Spurs bringing it down. Fox has it up top, being guarded by OG Anunoby. I don't like OG Anunoby on De'Aaron Fox. I don't like that at all. And Karl Anthony Towns picks up a foul and Wembanyama off ball. I don't like that at all. I want OG Anunoby on Steph Castle and Mikal Bridges on De'Aaron Fox. I don't know what the game plan is with that in that regard. Don't love that decision. They have Josh Hart on Steph Castle, I guess. Wemby, foul line, follow away jumper, can't get it to go. Anunoby's first rebound. There you go, OG. Help out on the boards, brother. Brunson bringing it down against Castle. Brunson hands it off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it back to Brunson. Brunson gets it over to Towns. Towns on the right wing, being guarded by Victor Wembanyama. Towns got nobody, dumps it down low. Anunoby against Fox, spins in the lane. Pass fake, kicks it out to Hart. Extra pass to Brunson, extra pass to Hart. Left wing 3 wide open, line me up. 2 strong, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Knocked over to Wemby. Quick hit ahead to Castle, 1-1 against Brunson. Hop step down the lane, kicks it up top. Wembanyama driving it down the lane, loses the handle on the ball out of bounds. Back to the New York Knicks. Good hands from the Knicks. Good defense. Good defense from Brunson initially on Castle there to stay in front of him. Daniel Dash said OG on Wemby. He owns London Sharks. I don't think we'll see OG on Wemby too much. Towns hits Anunoby cutting to the rim, down low. And that's a foul on De'Aaron Fox holding on to OG Anunoby. Side out of bounds for the Knicks. Judge that said Wemby 2 for 9 from the field with 3 turnovers. He's not been too much of a factor offensively at all so far here tonight. Outside of free throws, he's 2 for 9 from the field, like he said. The defense has been fine against Wemby. Again, he'll get his. It's Wemby, right? Same way Brunson will get his, same way Towns will get his, but Towns has it up top being guarded by Vassell. Towns faces up. Looking for an opening. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being chased by Castle. Swings through to his right. Step back. Swings it out to Anunoby in the corner. He's going to pump fake. Sidestep. Throws up the right wing 3. Comes up short. Rebounded by Devin Vassell. Here comes Steph Castle. I don't love the Knicks, the shots the Knicks are settling for here. Some really good defense from the Spurs, but it feels like a couple of times some of these guys could attack some of these closeouts, and they aren't right now. They get it into Wemby, who steps through, layup off glass, gets fouled by Karl Anthony Towns. That's now 2 fouls on Karl Anthony Towns quickly here in the second half. Stay out of foul trouble, Towns. Stay out of foul trouble. Detroit Boy said pre-matchup for the pick and roll to get him on Wemby. No, not at all. If you wanted OG Anunoby on Wemby, you could just put OG Anunoby on Wemby. I'd put OG Anunoby on Steph Castle. Wembanyama at the foul line, knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Watcher said, Knicks win this? Hopefully. Close game. So Wembanyama knocked down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Brandon said, a lot of ugly shot attempts here to start. Yeah, from both sides, but mostly from the Knicks. Spurs doing a decent job, especially getting on running, but also running their offense well enough. Wemby knocks down both free throws. It's a 9-point lead. Bridges bringing it down, being guarded by Fox. Bridges coming to his right off the Josh Hart screen. 10:20 to go in this third quarter, start of the second half. Brunson coming to his left, sees a little bit of space, stops, turns, spins after seeing a double team, swings it out to Anunoby, pass fake, mid-range, pull-up jumper from OG, comes up short, rebounded by Wembanyama. And the Knicks, knocking down some decent looks. Champagnie open from three, throws up an air ball, and then Wembanyama can't snag the rebound, he gets knocked into the crowd. And Brunson will walk the ball down the other way. Knicks have yet to score so far, and we're 2 minutes into the second half. Offense sputtering out here. Knicks got to knock down some shots. Josh Hart hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left, sees a double team, pulls it back out. Being guarded by Devin Vassell, attacking to his right, leans in, step back, fall away, long two over Vassell, throws up an air ball, out of bounds, ball back to the Spurs. Not good enough offense. Knicks selling for tough shots right now. And now here comes Castle bringing it down. Coming to his right off the Wemby screen. Castle down the lane in the paint. Hop step layup. Gets it to go down. Nice soft touch off the rim. Put a little spin on it. Got it to go down. Anunoby attacking to his left against Champagnie. Ball knocked loose out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Knicks, but great defense from Julian Champagnie there. And it is an 11-point lead for the San Antonio Spurs. It's their largest lead of the game so far. Mark said Castle traveled. Nah, I don't think so. Not an NBA travel. They get it in the Anunoby in the corner, swings through to his right, leaves it off for Josh Hart in the paint, goes under the rim, gets tripped up by Wembanyama. It's a foul on Wemby. That is the first foul on Wemby. $9:20 to go here. They get it into Josh Hart. They lob it down low to Towns, and Towns throws it up and in. There you go. Great pass from Josh Hart. 9 minutes to go here, and it's a 9-point lead. De'Aaron Fox crosses over down the lane, kicks out the Wembanyama. He's going to catch fake. He's going to pump fake. Spin down the lane, leans in, off glass. Can't get it to go down, but he draws the foul on OG Anunoby there. Michael Mack with a very generous super chat to the community. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Sent the sticker. How's it going? It's going all right, Michael. It's going all right. That's a foul on Towns. That is a foul on Karl-Anthony Towns, not a foul on Anunoby. That's 3 fouls on Karl-Anthony Towns now. He did a great job in the first half. Had 0 fouls at halftime. 0 fouls. He's picked up 3 fouls in 3 minutes here. After he picked up a second, I would have considered changing the lineups here if I'm Mike Brown. Wembanyama knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Christian Blaze said he also had 3 blocks at halftime. Not a good sign if he's struggling and the Knicks are losing. Very true. Very true. Although Brunson and Towns not really getting it going either. So none of the 4 All-Stars playing well for the teams offensively here. Although Wemby getting to the foul line, and that's subsidizing his scoring here. Wemby knocks down both free throws. 11-point lead back. 9 minutes to go here. Brunson bringing it down against Castle. Brunson coming to his right. Sees a double team. Over to Towns. Up top. Towns swings it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Champagnie. Swings through to his right. Down the lane. Kicks out to Anunoby. Attacks. Coming to his left in the lane. Puts up the little jump shot. Throws up an air ball. Anunoby fading away from the basket. Brother, lean in. Throw up that floater. You want to talk about somebody being afraid of Wemby? Anunoby has definitely played afraid of Wembanyama here tonight. Wemby sees a double team. Gets caught in the air. Kicks out to Castle. Castle lines up a 3. Can't get it to go down. Would have been a huge 3 for Steph Castle there. And we got 8:40 to go here. 8:30 to go here. Josh Hart gets it over to Bridges in the left wing, being guarded by Wembanyama. Bridges Swings through to his right, gets into the mid-range, pulls it back out, kicks it up top to Josh Hart. Josh Hart coming to his left, sees two defenders, gets it to Towns, touch pass down low to Bridges. Bridges in the paint being guarded by Wembanyama. Fall away jumper over him, comes up short. Excellent defense from Wemby. Bridges couldn't go up in the paint, dribbled it out to get the shot up, didn't get it to go down. Fox spins in the lane, throws up the floater, throws up an air ball. Castle, wild reverse layup on the tip-in, got it to go down. What an athletic play and finish from Steph Castle there. And Bridges has it on the left wing, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left, stops, step back, left wing three for Jalen. Brunson comes up short, and the Knicks not getting anything to go down here. 13-point lead for the Spurs. Champagnie lobs it down low. And a foul on the lob attempt. Should be side out of bounds. Judge, that's a need postseason, McHale and OG, for sure. Judge, that's a call a timeout. Knicks called a lot of first half timeouts. K-Hub, what's up, K-Hub? Appreciate you, brother. Said, Knicks are doing fine. We can't blow everybody out all the time. The chat are some nervous Nellies. Knicks in 4, but you might not see it till the 4th. Hopefully. Love the confidence, K-Hub, because you know I'm with you. Wemby misses the 3. Battle for the rebound, picked up by Champagnie. Spurs just being way more aggressive than the Knicks out on the rebounding battle. Anunoby finally snags a rebound off the missed straightaway 3 from Castle, and the Knicks now pushing the other way. 7:30 to go here. Anunoby up top, coming to his right, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson swings through to his right on Harper, kicks out the Bridges. Bridges attacking to his left, swings it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart on the left wing. He's going to attack down the lane in the paint, kicks out to Brunson. Right corner 3, he's open. In and out, can't get it to stay. Knicks 3-point shots just not going down even when they get open looks. They kick it over to Harper. Harper coming to his right, leans in, little fall away jumper over Anunoby, can't get it to go. Wemby battling on the board, knocked out of bounds. Going to stay here with the Spurs. 7 minutes to go. Rose Pierce said Anunoby will be traded. Nobody's getting traded, brother. Watcher said, did the same thing game 1 of the last series. Best fourth quarter comeback again. We'll see. Obviously, you don't want to rely on that. Miguel said, just change the lineup? Maybe. Wemby limps off the court. Not sure what the injury was, but I think he'll be fine. Just got to walk it off, Wemby. Be all right, big dog. 7 minutes to go here. They get it into Vassell. Vassell kicks it out to Cornette. Cornette up top, hands it off to Champagnie. Coming to his left, throws up the 3. Maybe looking for a foul, didn't get it. Cornette with the offensive rebound. Towns rips it out of his hands. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart pushing the pace. Over to Bridges, cutting to the rim. Reverse layup from Bridges. Can't get it to go. Was looking for the foul. He got the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. And we're going to get a timeout here. Wembanyama to the bench. And a 13-point lead for the Spurs. Miguel said it's crucial to change the lineup. I think they'll be all right. I do think that OG Anunoby's aggression and lack of confidence right now offensively and lack of rhythm is definitely hurting the team. So if we wanted to sub OG Anunoby out for somebody and you're not feeling him defensively at all, I think the matchup of him on De'Aaron Fox, I hate that matchup. I think that's a bad matchup. I'd put him on Steph Castle. Lana Mona said only 2 points. Josh Hart? He's got 2 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. Only 2 points this quarter. That's where it is, Lionel. Yeah, they had 40 at halftime. They got 2 points in this quarter. They trail by 13 right now. Disgusting offensive quarter from the Knicks. Some really great defense from the Spurs, but the Knicks have also generated some decent open looks, and they haven't knocked any of them down. So a combination of some excellent Spurs defense and some putrid shot making from the Knicks has led to them scoring 2 points in 5 minutes, which is rough. Very, very rough. Madrasi said, worst case scenario is to get blown out or lose in a crazy ending. Got to keep a good overall rhythm. They'll be all right. Christian Blaze said, Harper has 12 points, Wemby has 3 blocks, and a goaltend bingo-wise. Yep, I have it filled in, just didn't update it. Lana Monas gifted 30 joules to the community. Appreciate you, brother. Jason said, this is looking disgusting. It's a 13-point game, guys. 13-point game. They'll be all right. We also had a successful challenge, by the way, which is somewhere here. Successful challenge. Do we not have successful challenge? We have success. Oh, we did. We filled it in already. Okay. We do have a goaltend. MBM said Wemby breaking down. I doubt it. Michael Mack said Knicks have been resting for a long time. It's a series. I like the Knicks. Yeah, it's a series. I know it hasn't felt like a series for the Knicks because they've blown everybody out and swept the last 2 series and won the last 3 games in Atlanta, all in dominating fashion for those 11 games. But, you're playing the best team out of the Western Conference here in the NBA Finals. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. Here's that 2 points in 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Yep. Relic said, we're expecting a lot more space before shooting. We got the time. It's time to pump them and shoot them with confidence. I don't think they have more space. I think they just have to rise up and shoot them better. Robert Kling said, Knicks need to get their heads out of the clouds, pick the defense up. A lot needs to be picked up for sure. EBS said, we just need the run. We just need a good run. Let's go, Knicks. They do need a good run. They do. Star said, looks like a pretty slow game so far. I think the game has been pretty fast-paced. It's just been rough shooting all around. It's been some rough shooting all around. If we go to the team stats, Knicks are shooting 36% from the field, and the Spurs are shooting 36% from the field. Both teams struggling overall to knock down some shots so far here tonight. Dwight Dev Jackson, what's up, Dwight? We've been here before. Yes, sir. We have indeed. Now, this is a different team than the Cleveland Cavaliers, so you don't want to dig yourself into too much of a hole, but Nick Yak said, the layup definitely affected us so far. We need the bench to turn it around like they did so many times. Yeah, Shamit's knocked down some threes. He's knocked down 2 threes. McBride's knocked down a 3. Alvarado's knocked down a 3. So you're going to need your bench, obviously, to step in and help you while the starters are struggling a bit here as Bridges misses a free throw. You can't be missing free throws, big dog. Angry Jenkins Digital, what's up, Angry? Backbreaking comeback incoming. You hope it doesn't have to be a huge comeback, obviously, right? Bridges missed the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Mario, what's up, Mario? We've come back from 20-plus multiple times. This is the San Antonio Spurs. You can't rely on a 20-point comeback. Is it possible? Yes. But they're also only trailing by 12 now as Bridges hit the free throw. So, Castle coming to his right off a screen. Towns picks him up. They swing it in the corner to Harper, back up top to Castle. Castle's going to look to attack, crossing over to his right, down the lane, kicks it back out to Harper, being guarded by Bridges, swings through to his left, spins to his right, spins back to his left, leans in, layup, got it to go for Dylan Harper, and he's got something to say to Bridges about it. Bridges, what you got? Respond to Dylan Harper, who has been absolutely hooping all over the Knicks here tonight. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Dylan Harper. Brunson gets it over to Towns. Towns in the mid-post, being guarded by Luke Cornett. Towns gets to the Bridges, coming down off a screen, throws up the mid-range jumper, hits the back of the rim, bouncing on the rim a couple of times, and they're going to count it. They're going to count it as a goaltend. It looked like it was going to drop down anyway, though. So that's 2 points. Oh, no, the jumper goes, and there's a foul on Dylan Harper there as Josh Hart was attacking the offensive glass because that ball was bouncing on the rim multiple times. And so Josh Hart will go to the foul line for one more and a possible 3-point play. Angela said, can't afford to miss free throws? Absolutely. Every point counts when you trail by double figures in the NBA Finals. Josh Hart does knock down his and one free throw, courtesy of Mikal Bridges making the basket. It is an 11-point game with 6 minutes to go. We're halfway through this third quarter. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Shamet, coming to his left, step back, foul line, fall away. Steph Castle gets it to go down. There you go. Castle up to 12 points here. Brunson bringing it down, coming to his left, off of McBride's screen. They get over to Deuce McBride. He's attacking the lane, kicks it out to Shamet. Shamet, jab step, coming down the lane in the paint, shovels it out to Towns. Towns back inside the Shamet, cutting to the rim for the layup. Beautiful pass from Towns. Great cut, great movement from Landry Shamet. They get it over to Harper. Harper, pump fakes, gets it back up top to Castle. Jab step coming to his left, back out to Harper. Harper, a left wing 3 over Brunson off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart the rebound. Josh Hart telling his teammates, let's go, let's run. Josh Hart down in the lane, shovels it out to McBride. McBride pump fakes over to Towns. Towns pump fakes from 3 himself. Attacking to his left, down the lane. Scoop layup, got it to go. And the foul on Luke Cornett. And now here come the New York Knicks as Wembanyama went to the bench. It's the perfect time to start crawling your way back into this game. 9 points. 9-point game. Star said, coming back from a deficit requires making your shots. These field goals don't instill confidence. Yes. I mean, winning a basketball game. comes from knocking down your shot. So you're not going to win any basketball games if you shoot it extremely poorly. And the Knicks' greatest strength is their offense. So they're struggling offensively. There's not much they're going to be able to do to win basketball games ugly. It's capable, but it's always going to come alongside some shot making. Towns at the foul line for one more. Got it back to 9, got it back to single digits, and Towns makes it an 8-point game. Thank you, Karl Anthony Towns, for knocking down your free throws here tonight. He's perfect from the foul line. And now here comes Dylan Harper bringing it down against Deuce McBride with a little over 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. You got to take advantage of the Wemby-less minutes. De'Aaron Fox has it up top, coming to his right, spins, gets it over to Champagnie, ran off that three-point line by Brunson, down in the lane, gets blocked by Karl Anthony Towns. Shaman with the ball, knocked out of his hands. Josh Hart picks it up, shoves it over to Brunson. Brunson attacking in the lane, Euros in the paint, floater, got it to go down from Jalen Brunson. And a timeout from the San Antonio Spurs, and the Knicks with a 7-0 run to get back to within 6. There you go. There you go. It's a basketball game. Back and forth they go. Need to take advantage of the Wemby-less minutes. That's what they're doing right now. Excellent defense from Karl Anthony Towns. And that's exactly what you need to do. Run Julian Champagnie off that three-point line, force him in the paint to make a decision, whether he's going to the basket for a shot or he's looking on a kick-out, which is something that is not a strength of his game. He is a spot-up three-point shooter, a movement shooter. Mark said, keep Josh Hart in the game. Absolutely. 3 points, 6 boards, 5 assists for Josh Hart. Pretty spectacular tonight when he's been able to be on the court. Mark said, we need the rebounding and the chaos. Yeah, and he gets us out and running. He gets us pushing the pace so the Spurs can't set up their defense. Incredibly important to this team. Nick Yak said, wait till we hit our threes. Knicks also not knocking down their perimeter shots for sure. As a matter of fact, we could take a look here. 3-point shooting, still in the favor of the Spurs. They've made 3 more than the Knicks. That is a 9-point differential. It is a 6-point game. There's your San Antonio lead. They've just knocked down more threes than the Knicks so far here tonight. The Knicks starting to knock down some shots, though. They are up 3 in the possession battle, 62-59, but they have made 3. They made 3 more shots. So they've taken 3 more shots, and they've made 3 more shots than the Spurs here tonight, 25-62, which gets them up to 40%. Spurs still sub-40, it's in at 37%. Ozahar with the Bozahar. This won't be easy for the Spurs. New York isn't playing like OKC. They got they have a variety of ways that the Thunder didn't have, in particular because they were down 2 of their 4 most important players. Christian Blake said, love these low-scoring, gritty games. It is gritty, and it is pretty low-scoring for both sides. Ian Parkin said, I think, I like that they are going to the basket when the three's not going in. Yeah, it's a nice balance. You know, you're not going to win a basketball game hitting only 6 threes, right? So they're going to need to knock down some perimeter shots, but you can't just say, well, we're going to keep shooting them and we'll shoot our way out of it. You got to mix in some drives to the rim. You got to see the ball go down. You got to knock down a couple of middies, a couple of floaters, a couple of shots at the basket, get yourself to the foul line, and then get back to that 3-point game. It's got to be a nice balance. Can't heave them up there if they're not going in. Miguel said, let's see if we can get a good 4th. I mean, you're going to need it, right? You're going to need it. Karl Anthony Towns with 13, 8, and 4 so far tonight. Champagnie with 15 and 8, by the way. We're not even harping on the rebounding from Champagnie, which has been excellent here tonight. The rebounding from the Spurs has been excellent. Vassell and Champagnie got the memo. They said, Mikal Bridges, Landry, OG Anunoby, we're going to outplay you. And Champagnie and Vassell have absolutely done that. Vassell outplaying Mikal Bridges and Champagnie outplaying OG Anunoby. Nick Yak said, Cornette is having a good game. It's just not him when Wemby is out. It's not just him when Wemby is out. Well, he's the main guy, you know, he is the main culprit. He does have 3 personal fouls in however many minutes he's played tonight, right? It's never one player. It's always a team, obviously, when a team starts to struggle a little bit. But Luke Cornette tonight, 9 minutes, 3 fouls, 1 rebound, and he hasn't taken a shot. So it's pretty rough when he comes into the game. It's too big of a drop-off from Wembanyama. Too big of a drop-off. Gigi said, we got Wemby on lockdown. Foster helping him out, though. He is getting a couple of favorable calls. Wembanyama back in the game. Harper gets it over to Keldon Johnson, over to Fox. Here we go. Fox up top being guarded by Landry Shaman, over to Wemby. Wemby in the post against Towns. Hop step in the paint, kicks out to Champagnie. Champagnie, pass fake, kicks it over to Harper. He'll take the baseline. Reverse layup from Dylan Harper. Oh my goodness, Dylan Harper. Are we sure he's a rookie, man? This is spectacular stuff. Jalen Brunson bringing it down. Dylan Harper tonight so far has 16 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. Brunson up top, coming to his left off the Josh Hart screen. Pull-up three from Jalen Brunson. Well short, rebounded by Wembanyama, bringing it down the other way. Wembanyama gets it over to De'Aaron Fox. Fox up top being guarded by Deuce McBride. Brunson, 13 points on 6 for 20 from the field, and a steal. I didn't even see it. I was reading the ticker. They swing it out to McBride. Extra pass to Shamet. Left corner three from Landry. Got it to go down from Landry. Shamet. 5-point game. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 69-64. I don't know, Nick Yak. They clearly saw something with Luke Cornett out of the game. They're like, we got to get Wemby back in. Fox down the lane, kicks it out. Dylan Harper, right corner three. He's open. He throws up an air ball. Rebounded by Josh Hart. He's pushing the pace. Josh Hart stops, leaves it off for Brunson. Brunson on the right wing. In and out dribble. Blows right past Keldon Johnson. Hop step in the lane. Kicks out to Josh Hart up top. Swings it back to Brunson. Swings it over to McBride. Left wing three. Deuce McBride. Off the back rim, can't get it to go down. Towns the offensive rebound in the paint, flips it up and in. Karl Anthony Towns battling Wemby and Champagnie for that offensive rebound, and he tips it up and in. Here comes Fox bringing it down. A 12-2 run for the Knicks to get it back to a one-possession game, 69-66. Fox up top, being guarded. Shamet crosses over on him, puts up the mid-range jumper in the paint over him, got it to go, stopped on a dime, and he got it to go down. Beautiful move from De'Aaron Fox. And now here comes Brunson bringing it down, and the Knicks are looking for an answer. 5-point game. Brunson up top, being guarded by Fox. Jalen Brunson coming to his left off the Josh Hart screen. Brunson slips it to Josh Hart. Josh Hart down the lane against Wemby. Picks up his handle, got nowhere to go. Josh Hart leaves it off for Shamet, cutting to the rim. Shamet dribbles it back out, has it on the left wing. Trying to get it to Towns. He can't. Swings it up top. Josh Hart wide open straightaway three over Wembanyama. In and out. Can't get it to stay. Towns the offensive rebound goes up. Banks it in. And the foul. Give me the 3 points anyway. There you go, Big Cat. It's not about just getting the basketball. You have the advantage if they're going to put a smaller player on you. Dominate the offensive rebound. Wembanyama having to get out on Josh Hart. Contesting the open three. Leaving the glass wide open for Karl Anthony Towns. Dominate down there. Again, the putback. You love to see it. Karl Anthony Towns, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Cat is dominating. Has to. It's part of the reason why they put Wembanyama on Karl Anthony Towns to start the game, but now they're trying to have Wemby roam off of Josh Hart, giving the Knicks offense a different look there. Towns, foul line, he's been perfect so far. Comes up short, but he gets the friendly roll, gets it to go down. We got a 2-point ball game, 71-69, under 3 to go. And now here comes Fox bringing it down. Fox up top being guarded by Shamet. Fox coming to his left off the Wemby screen. Down the lane in the paint. Pass fake floater. Can't get it to go down. Towns good box out on Wembanyama. Shamet picks it up, gets it over to Brunson. Back to Shamet. Shamet pushing the other way. Shamet head down. Dribbles it across the lane. Gets it over to Towns out by the logo. He's going to spot it for a straightaway three. Comes up well short. Long rebound. Harper picks it up. Heat check shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Didn't love it. Dylan Harper almost loses it, but Keldon Johnson down the lane, hop step in the paint. Fox, extra pass. They swing it around. Dylan Harper, extra pass. Wembanyama, right wing. Pump fake coming to his left. Kicks it out to Dylan Harper. Harper coming to his right. Puts up the foul line jumper, and that's an offensive foul. And Victor Wembanyama, the two-handed shove, faking the slipping, trying to slip the screen, send on Jalen Brunson, two-handed shove in the back. That's a foul on Victor Wembanyama, his second. Only his second foul on Vic. (71-69), 2:17 to go here, and the Knicks will bring it down. Trail by 2. A trail by 2. Here comes Brunson. Brunson bringing it down against Harper. Brunson up top, being guarded by Champagnie on a switch. Brunson dancing with it. Coming to his right, driving it down, mid-range, foul line, pull-up jumper, got it to go, nothing but net. That's JB being JB. We're tied at 71. Hit ahead, Keldon Johnson, full head of steam, attacking McBride. Gets blocked by Deuce McBride. You're too little, Keldon. You're too little. Watch her just like that. Just like that. Sun Jen said, Knicks fans in the arena getting loud. There you go, Sun Jen. There you go. They pull the camera back. You could see a number of Knicks fans in the crowd. You could see them. So De'Aaron Fox will inbound it here. Mitchell Robinson is in the game for the first time in the second half here. They slip it down low to Devin Vassell, who gets the two-handed slam. Landry Shamet got knocked to the ground. Great screen from the Spurs there. And now here comes Brunson bringing it down, 73-71. Dylan Harper guarding Brunson up top, 1:40 to go. Come on, Timer, keep up. Don't fall behind. Brunson coming to his right off a Shamet screen. Down the lane, throws up the floater, draws the foul on Harrison Barnes. He's going to the foul line for 2. Jalen Brunson's first free throws of the night. There you go. We finally got a call. The Eric Tron said, they're not your grandpappies, Knicks. No, they are not. No, they are not. So Brunson at the foul line for 2 free throws. JB has not shot it well, but at least knocked down your free throws. He knocks down the first free throw there. Thank you, Jalen Brunson. Brunson is a paltry 7 for 21 from the field tonight. That's just a solid, clean screen from Wemby there. It's a solid one. Shame it tried to sell it. Keenar said, my grandpappy's Knicks had Richie Guerin and Harry Galatia. There you go. Brunson knocks down both free throws. Thank you, Jalen Brunson. Not shooting it well. 7 for 21. I don't care about the efficiency. You're in the NBA Finals. Go get me buckets. Go win us a basketball game. I don't care about efficiency. Here comes De'Aaron Fox. 1:30 to go in this third quarter. You got to end it strong. Fox crosses over to his left, picks up his handle, cross-court pass to Vassell. A bad pass, but he saves it back to Harper. Harper dances with it against McBride. Coming to his right, stops, kicks it out to Wemby. Wemby right corner 3 over Robinson. Too strong, can't get it to go. Josh Hart skies for a rebound over Harrison Barnes. And here comes Brunson pushing it, picked up by Fox. Brunson crosses over to his left, has in the post, stop, turn, foul line, fall away, comes up short, rebounded by Barnes. And now here comes Fox bringing it down. You can see Brunson yelling at himself. Those are shots he knocks down consistently. Fox down the lane gets fouled. Gets fouled by Shaman, and Fox will go to the foul line for 2 free throws himself. Keenar said, I care about efficiency. I care about a W. Care about a W. Like, obviously, he needs to shoot it better. But in the same vein, like, if he's 7 for 21, I'm not going to be like, oh, no, Brunson, stop shooting. Like, you got to keep giving me buckets, brother. You got to keep giving me buckets. Fox knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Just that said, Spurs do awkward stuff when rushed. They do. They do. Rich Smith said, Knicks slowed the game down. A little bit. They're going to a little bit of Brunson isolation, a little bit of a 2-man game with Brunson and the bigs, or running guard-to-guard screening with McBride and Brunson. But a lot of it is coming off the back of Jalen Brunson. Robinson snatches a rebound there over Wembanyama as Fox missed the other free throw, split the pair, and we are under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Got to continue to end this quarter strong if you're the Knicks. Brunson up top coming to his left, picked up by Barnes. Brunson directing traffic. Telling Shaman to go to the corner. Dance with it against Barnes. He likes this matchup. Coming to his right, half spin, down the lane in the paint. Double clutches, tries to leave it off for Robinson at the last second, and that's another turnover from Jalen Brunson. And that's some great defense from the San Antonio Spurs. 4 turnovers for Brunson tonight. Got to get a shutout at the basket, JB. Some great defense from the Spurs, though, to force him into that turnover. Fox crosses over to his right, kicks out the Wembanyama up top. Coming to his right, hands it off to Vassell. Coming to his left, down the lane against Shaman. Stop, turn, kicks out the Wembanyama up top. Jab step coming to his left, has the lane to the basket. Big left-handed slam from Victor Wembanyama. Blowing past Mitchell Robinson up top. And now here comes Jalen Brunson bringing it down the other way. 25 seconds to go. Brunson up top, being guarded by Harper. Directing traffic. Shamit coming up to set the screen. Now McBride coming up to set the screen. They get it over to Shamit. Jab step inside. Josh Hart down the lane. Kicks out McBride. Left corner 3. Deuce McBride. I think he banged that in, but it went in. It went in. We're tied at 76. 5 seconds to go here. Wembanyama up top. Coming to his right. Throws up the 3. Can't get it to go. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter right there. Tied at 76. 12 minutes on the clock. May the best team win. Here we go. Adani said, if we lose, it's because of JB. If the Knicks lose, it's because the Spurs outplayed them, brother. The Knicks lose, it's because the Spurs outplayed them. JB got to be better for sure. Victor Wembanyama's 3 for 13 tonight. If the Spurs lose, are they blaming Victor Wembanyama? Yeah, I got to stop blaming people. You are playing... you are in the NBA Finals. This is not a regular season game. There's not blame to throw around. Keenar said, come on, baby, let's get this. Yeah, JB not playing well. Not playing well, and you're tied, right? And the Spurs are looking at it, and they're like, well, we're tied, and Wemby's not playing well. He's got 15 points and 5 rebounds. He's made 3 shots tonight. Majority of his shots coming from the foul line. Aiden K said, could be worse. Could be way worse. Just that's at 19, 29, 28. I see a 40-piece in the works. Hopefully. Hopefully he can get back on track. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. 3 of your 4 go-to offensive players not playing well offensively here tonight. Karl-Anthony Towns hooping. Jay Gardner said, mark my words, this will be the best the Spurs will play. We're going to win this game. Call me crazy. I don't think anybody in here is going to call you crazy. Maybe a couple of the Spurs fans in the chat will, but not me. Not majority of the chat. Nick Yak said, bench got his back in. McBride with a block and a 3 during this run. Yup. Which, by the way, we can go through the box score before we start the fourth quarter here real quick. Anunoby stuck on 5. Bridges stuck on 7. And again, you're going to tell me Jalen Brunson, the reason the Knicks lost is because Jalen Brunson, when OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges decided not to show up in game 1 of the finals? Sure. Jalen Brunson at least is putting shots up. Like I said, I don't care about efficiency. Like, obviously, you do. I mean that in a way where it's like, you have to keep shooting. I don't care if he misses, 50 shots tonight. If he makes the 10 that helps you win the basketball game, I don't care that he missed 40 shots, If he goes 10 for 50 tonight, I don't care that he misses 40 shots as long as he knocked down the 10 that helped us win the basketball game. This is the point of me saying I don't care about efficiency. Like, you got to keep shooting to keep getting shots up. The 4 turnovers is the thing that irks me a little bit. I don't like the 4 turnovers. Just that's it. Spurs 9 for 33 from 3. Yeah. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby need to step up 5 and 7 respectively. Josh Hart 3, 9 and 6. He's been spectacular tonight. Not good, not great, spectacular. Kinar said, yes, we prefer JB to stay aggressive as opposed to a Chet performance. Yeah, that's my point. That's the point I mean when I say I don't care about efficiency. I know it comes off weird because obviously you need to care about efficiency, but like I need him to keep shooting. Like he is the head of the snake. He is the offense, right? The offense works because Jalen Brunson is who he is. He is the threat that he is, and that allows Karl-Anthony Towns to do the things that he does and thrive in that role. And it allows, supposedly, OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges to play off of him and Josh Hart to play off of him and all these other guys to play off of him. But you need Jalen Brunson to continue to stay aggressive because you need defenses to continue to respect him, which they will as long as he continues to play his game and shoot the shots that he needs to shoot. Right? So 7 for 22, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's obviously bad efficiency. That's, what, 30% less than 30% from the field? So, that's about 30% from the field, right? And then the 4 turnovers as well. And it's like, yeah, that's a bad game from Brunson. But you're tied. So, could be worse, could be better. 12 minutes on the clock, made a best team win. So we come out with Alvarado, Towns, McBride, Anunoby, and Shamet. Alvarado on the right wing as he brings it down. Pulls it back up top. Coming to his right off the Towns screen. Loses the handle, picks it back up. Shot clock down to 9, down to 7. They get it to Towns in the post, being guarded by Fox. Towns is going to have to look to attack. Down the lane, throws up the floater. Can't get it to go down. Battle on the board, battle on the board, battle on the board. Knocked out of bounds. It should stay with the Knicks. It will stay with the Knicks. Great battle on the board there from the Knicks. Keep the possession alive. Nick Jackson Brunson hits clutch shots down the stretch. Hang your head in shame. I get, you criticize Brunson. Yeah, he's not having a good game. But he is also a huge part of the reason why they are where they are. Beautiful inbound pass from Deuce McBride to Landry Shamet. Some beautiful off-ball movement from Landry Shamet and some great passing from the Knicks. And it's their first lead since being down 43-42. They went down by 14. Now they have a 2-point lead. 78-76. Steph Castle down the lane, picks up his handle, kicks it out to De'Aaron Fox up top, being guarded by Alvarado. Fox coming to his left, blowing past him down the lane. Stops, throws up the floater, lob. Wemby, the rebound, flips it up. Can't get it to go down, but he draws the foul, and that's 4 fouls, and Karl-Anthony Towns is going to come into play in a huge way. Huge way. Kinar said Landry's been a playoff hero. Yup. Huge one. Huge one. Watcher said Spurs crumble this quarter. They were pretty good in that OKC series. But the Knicks are a second-half team. They are a fourth-quarter team. Should be a foul on Jose Alvarado, not Towns. It is a foul on Jose Alvarado, not Karl-Anthony Towns. We saved the fourth foul on Towns. It's a foul on Alvarado. We'll take it. As Victor Wembanyama misses a free throw, we love when our opponents miss free throws every single time. We'll never not love it. We'll never not love it. Kinar said, Beethoven somehow made an appearance. No ode to joy unless we win. There you go. Nick Yak said, McBride, another assist to Shamet. Yup, Deuce McBride has been integral here tonight, just as much as Shamet has. Well, maybe not as much, but has been very integral. Wembanyama missed the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Mike Hirsch, ball don't lie. No, it does not. No, it does not. Victor Wembanyama does knock down the second free throw, though. He splits the pair, 78-77. 11 minutes to go here, and Jose Alvarado will bring the ball down, being guarded by De'Aaron Fox. 11 minutes left in game one, baby. They get it to OG Anunoby, being guarded by Harrison Barnes. Swings through to his right. Anunoby up top. Hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado being guarded by Steph Castle. Alvarado trying to get it to Anunoby. They do. He's being guarded by Fox. Coming to his left. Picks up his handle. Kicks it out to Alvarado up top. Loses the handle. Picks it back up. Shot clock running down. Straightaway three. Can't get it to go. And a foul on De'Aaron Fox pushing off on OG Anunoby. Try and grab that rebound. So the ball will stay here with the Knicks. Kenohara said, come on, GTA. Yeah, I mean, that honestly, Kenohara, Alvarado had to shoot it with the shot clock running down. That's on OG Anunoby not being able to take advantage of a De'Aaron Fox matchup. Like, you got to be able to take advantage of that. Towns has it on the right wing off the inbound, being guarded by Wembanyama. Towns faces up, swings it over to OG, being guarded by Castle. OG Anunoby coming to his right, driving it down in the lane. Scoop layup, got it to go. There you go, OG. That's how you take advantage of a matchup you have, of an advantage you have in the matchup. Castle has it up top. Castle, cross-court pass, Harrison Barnes, ran off that three-point line, driving to his right, down the lane, kicks it over to Wemby. Wemby spins off of Towns, fall-away jumper over him, comes up well short. Phenomenal defense by Karl-Anthony Towns and Victor Wembanyama there to keep him out of the paint and force him to shoot the fall-away jumper, and he misses it. They get over to Towns, cashes it on the run, tries to go through the chest, loses the ball, bobbles it, kicks it back up top to Alvarado. Alvarado being guarded by Fox, swings it over to Anunoby. Anunoby trying to get it to Towns. He can't. Make something happen, OG. Jab step, coming to his left. Leans in, throws it up off glass, can't get it to go, looking for a foul, doesn't get it. Anunoby, stop worrying about the foul calls. Get up and get back on defense. It's a 5-on-4 now. Cross-court pass, Vassell ran up that three-point line, attacking, layup, missed it. Rebound knocked in the air. Wembanyama tips it back up and in. That's on OG Anunoby hitting the floor and complaining to the official instead of getting back up and getting back on defense. Stop worrying about the foul calls, OG. Be strong going to the basket. Alvarado has it up top, gets it over to Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride being guarded by Harrison Barnes. McBride coming to his right, driving it down past Barnes, attacking the basket, gets in the paint, kicks it out to Anunoby, a left corner three. Got me to go. There you go, OG. Way to hoop, brother. Way to get it back. 83-79, 9:18 to go. And Fox up top gets it over to Wembanyama. Swings it over to Castle. He'll take the baseline against Shamet. Shamet cuts him off. He spins off of him, throws up the jumper, and he got it to go down. He threw up a brick, hit the backboard and the rim at the same time, like that back corner angle, and it just fell right back through the basket. Great touch from Castle there. They get it back to Anunoby. Jab step, jab step, jab step, pump fake, jab step, three. OG, line me up, back-to-back threes, OG Anunoby. Yes, sir, as the Knicks take a 5-point lead. Castle bringing it down, 8:45 to go. Castle up top being guarded by Deuce McBride. Steph Castle coming to his left, off the screen, swings it out to Vassell. Anunoby went for the steal, didn't get it. Vassell in the mid-range kicks it up top. Steph Castle, an open three. Castle responds with a three-point make. Had to expect he was due for one here tonight. He went 0 from the perimeter. And now here come the Knicks as they call a timeout. Do they call a timeout? No, they don't call a timeout. Now they get it in bounds, just taking their time. Gonna run something here. And Alvarado has it up top, 8:26 to go. Alvarado gets it over to McBride. McBride being guarded by Steph Castle. McBride hands it off to Alvarado. A lot of standing around from the Knicks. Their initial action didn't work. Anunoby telling Towns to go through. Alvarado has to come to his right now. Down the lane, flips it up, off glass, can't get it to go. Rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Here comes Fox pushing the pace the other way. Too much standing around in that possession. Fox crosses over down the lane, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Vassell. An open right corner three. Too strong, can't get it to go. Good boxing out from Towns, but the rebound goes to the Spurs anyway. Castle, a straightaway three, in and out, can't get it to go. Towns, the rebound, gets it out to Alvarado. Quick hit ahead to McBride. He's going to pump fake from three. He's going to drive, takes the bump, layup, can't get it to go. Excellent defense. I like the no call. A lot of contact, but no foul call. They swing it over to Barnes in transition. Wasn't set. Fires up the three, comes up short, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Vassell on the weak side as he lays it up and in. Shamet hit the deck. He wanted the foul. He didn't get it. And we're back tied at 86. Here we go. Here we go. Back and forth they go. Judge that said enter Sandman. Might call a timeout. Get JB in now. 7:30 to go in a tied ball game. Yeah. Here we go. Isaac Garner said, nah, both teams hooping. Yep. Deuce McBride got to be better going to the basket there. He tried to stop and lean in, one, to create some space, but also maybe to draw the foul on Steph Castle. Steph Castle absorbed the contact, didn't go anywhere, and contested the layup from Deuce McBride on the left side, which, by the way, we know he's not a great left-hander. If he's not a great finisher of the basket anyway, on the left side of the rim, didn't finish it. But you got to just look to go to the basket. Like, if you're Deuce McBride there, you're young, you're athletic, go up and look to dunk that, man. Force Steph Castle to come in. Domino Corey, what's up, Domino? Appreciate you for the subscription. I think I missed it, but I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that. And Lurch, appreciate you, Lurch, for the 1,000 jewels sent the Corgi. You guys didn't know the Corgi is a guy, not a guy, he's a a dog, a pet on the internet, who they throw like an inflatable ball in the air. The corgi jumps up, knocks it with his nose, and it lands into one of two baskets, one designated for the Spurs. There you go, Domino. Appreciate you, Domino. Thank you for hanging out with us here tonight. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. One is designated for the Spurs. One of the other basket is designated for the Knicks. Corgi jumps up, knocks the ball in the air, and he picks a winner for the series. The Corgi picked the Spurs. If you didn't know. Corgi is far more wrong than he is right, but it was hilarious. And I think he perfectly predicted the Spurs OKC series too, down to the games. Mark said, Corgi is a scam, a little bit. Mr. Nixon said, Knicks offense too slow. Without JB, need to be more decisive playing into the Spurs half-court defense. Yeah, that's a little bit on Jose Alvarado. It's a little bit on the Knicks not communicating. There was one major possession there where the Knicks were standing around on the perimeter and OG Anunoby, you could see over in the corner, and with Karl Anthony Towns, we're like talking like, are you going up to set the screen? Am I going up to set the screen? And there was like 7 seconds left on the shot clock while they were like figuring out what the play was. And then Alvarado just had to call Deuce McBride over to run a screen to run a pick and roll action, guard to guard pick and roll. And so Alvarado comes down and throws up a tough floater across the lane that he misses pretty badly and allowed the Spurs to get out and run. So situations like that is where you need, like, where I point to Jalen Brunson all the time. Where, like, you need your guy to just go tell everybody to get the heck out of my way and go get me a basket, you know? Jay Davis said Cat missed the rebound. I mean, Cat's battling down there. He's battling a 7'7" alien, and Barnes and Castle and Vassell, who are crashing extremely hard on the rim. So I wouldn't say he missed the rebound. He's been fantastic tonight. Maybe he did miss a rebound and I missed it, but I'm not going to blame him for that. He's battling so many players here tonight on the board. He's got 18, 12, and 4. Anunoby went out 13, showing up a little bit here in the second half. Shaman with 13 off the bench. Alvarado with 7, 4, and 1. Played well enough, Alvarado. Back to the bench. Let's bring in Jalen Brunson now. And Deuce McBride, 6 points, 4 assists. Might be time to get Deuce McBride out of the game as well and get Josh Hart back in there. But we might want to leave Shaman in there because Mikal Bridges has not been the guy here tonight. Kenor said, not a dog guy, to be honest. I like cats. There is a cat version, and the cat did pick the New York Knicks in 4, by the way. Cat picked the Knicks in 4. So the Knicks will bring the ball down here. And Bridges is back in. Shaman goes to the bench. Robinson in for Towns, and Josh Hart in for Brunson and for Alvarado. We have Brunson down the lane in the paint, scoop layup. Got it to go from Jalen Brunson again. Got to get your star to go get you a basket. So we have Brunson, Robinson, McBride, Hart, and Bridges in here. Anunoby to the bench, Towns to the bench, Alvarado to the bench. Castle has it up top being guarded by Hart. They get it to Cornette. Cornette being guarded by Robinson. Cornette fakes the handoff, keeps it. Swings it in the corner to Harper. Swings through along the baseline. Harper draws the foul. Harper draws the foul on Bridges. On the swing through move, driving towards the rim. We got 7 minutes to go. Knicks with a 2-point lead. Side out of bounds for the Spurs here. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Mike Hurst said, cats are smarter than dogs. Michael Eady said, it's always those layoffs. It's hard to go back to work after vacation. It is. Castle has it up top. Coming to his left, driving it down on Hart. Stop, leans in the paint, throws up the wild floater, can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Josh Hart. Gets it over to Brunson. Euros down the lane, gets fouled by Champagnie multiple times, but Brunson going to the foul line for 2 free throws here. 6:50 to go. So that's the first foul on Champagnie, and then Champagnie just grabs the arm of Brunson. That's smart from Champagnie. Brunson, I think, wanted maybe a flagrant for the extra foul. Did foul and fight. Did foul him twice. Brunson also saying he didn't get the foul call on the initial hit from Champagnie. Got a foul call on the second one. But the reason why Champagnie fouled him twice was because he knew he fouled him the first time and then was like, well, I'm not going to give you the and one. So he slapped the arm away as Brunson knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Smart play from Champagnie. Clean play. Really smart. Mike Hurst said, we're up 2 shooting free throws. Yep. Got to keep it going. Ruzande said, what do some of these so-called Knicks fans be talking about sometimes? User said Knicks in 6, said before the series started here in front of everyone. Well, I said Knicks in 4, so see if I'm right. I prefer my prediction. Brunson knocks down both free throws. Dylan Harper bringing it down. 90-86. Under 7 to go. Approaching the halfway point. Harper down the lane in the paint. Kicks into the corner. Vassell lobs it up top to Wembanyama. Josh Hart steals it. Brunson bringing it down. In and out dribble. Driving down in the paint. Scoop with the left hand. Wild move from Jalen Brunson. Win up, down, back up with the left hand. Jalen Brunson gives the Knicks a 6-point lead. Enter Sandman, as you guys said, in the building as the closer. Up by 6. 6.5 to go. Knicks causing turnovers from the Spurs now. There you go. You love to see it. You love to see it. Jalen Brunson getting it going as well. He's up to 23, 9 for 24 from the floor. Jalen Brunson looking to close this one out. 6-point lead, 6.5 to go. All right, a lot of time left, guys. A lot of time left. Brand new game, fourth quarter, boom. Here we go. Here we go. Mark said, you got schooled, campaign. You got schooled. Keenar said, that was a shake and bake. Yeah, that bobblehead hezzy from Brunson. It's been a while since we've seen it. But when Brunson starts coming down and he starts pounding that ball in his left hand and he starts hitting you with this, you're done. You're done. With that big old bobblehead, first of all, you're mesmerized. You're like, oh my goodness, what is going on there? Right? He's shaking that big old head in your face. You don't even know what's going on. You don't know which way he's going. And then all of a sudden he hits you with a little whoop whoop and then to the basket. Aiden K. Defense. That's a great point, Aiden. Because as awesome as Jalen Brunson has been, this run has been spurred on by the defense. See what I did there? Did that on purpose. Has been spurred on by the defense. The excellent defense, first of all, by, who was, I think it was Shamit. No, Shamit was guarding Vassell. Was it I think it was Bridges on Harper. So Bridges cuts off Harper nicely as he tries to take the baseline. So Harper gets caught up in the air, tries to kick it to Vassell in the corner. It's a bad pass. Vassell's able to catch it, but before falling out of bounds, he has to try to save it to somebody. So he just throws it up in the air to Victor Wembanyama, which is a great idea. It's a great target. But Josh Hart, reading that, comes from behind Victor Wembanyama, who thinks, well, I'm fending off my defender here, so I can just catch it right here. Catches it, and then starts to take his eye off the ball and look at the defender. Josh Hart comes from behind him, knocks it right out of his hands just as he catches it, gets the steal, Knicks off and running. That's how Brunson gets the layup there. It's been spurred on by the defense for sure. Only 31 points in the second half. I mean, we got 6.5 to go here in the quarter, so more than enough time. By the way, three-point shooting has evened up here, 10-10. And the Knicks still winning that possession battle by 4. Offensive rebounds, 8-11. Spurs are actually winning it. What about the rebounding battle as a whole? 42-45, they're winning by 3. But pretty close, pretty close. We also look at the paint points, which has been a huge boost for the San Antonio Spurs. And the Knicks, 48 paint points, 40 for the Spurs. Fantastic for the Knicks. Pretty fantastic. Gigi said, let's go up 10 before they score. I would very much be looking forward to that as well. Very much need it. 16 points so far here in the fourth quarter. They are on pace for their best offensive quarter of the game so far. They scored 19 in the first, which was their killer quarter, 29 in the second, 28 in the third, and 16 so far here in the fourth. 27 in the first for the Spurs, 28 in the second, and only 21 in the third. They can continue to hold them down here in the fourth quarter. Would be huge. Raymond, the Hart is beating. Josh Hart. Has Josh Hart subbed out at all? He played the entirety of the second half so far after picking up the 3 fouls and only played 7 minutes in the first half. So he played 7 minutes in the first half. Steven collect cards. What's up, Steven? Mike Hurst said, like and subscribe for more Knicks coverage. Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. We're back into it. I was going to check how much Josh Hart has played, but not important right now. Dylan Harper tries to get it to Wemby. Bridges. Oh, there was a fan who jumped out on the court. Fan on the court. What an idiot. Dog. Dog. Mikal Bridges just got a steal. How do you officiate this? Bridges just got the steal. Mike Brown's asking for a jump ball. That's a great call from Mike Brown. They're going to call the coaches together. It's got to be a jump ball, right? Bridges knocks the ball loose. Nobody has possession. I have the timer still going. Shamel, what's up, Shamel? Spent all the money to get kicked out of the game. Bro. It is going to be a jump ball. There you go. Scott Foster thinks that was his grandson. Idiot taking a selfie. Mitch was with the look in his face. Mitch is like, bro, what are you doing? Bro, what are we doing? All right, so nobody had possession. This is a good call from the officials. I like it. It's going to be a jump ball. Wembanyama versus Mitch, even though Wemby usually wins these because he's a million feet tall. And the Spurs do win it pretty easily. And Fox will bring it down. Fine. I'm fine with that. Fox, cross-court pass, extra pass, Champagny, left wing three over Brunson. Way off the backboard, doesn't hit rim, rebounded by Hart. He's got double-digit rebounds tonight. Brunson up top, crosses over, coming to his right, has it in the mid-range, taking it back to his left hand, down across the lane, scoop lay above glass. Got it to go down, Jalen Brunson. The court top screen for Mitchell Robinson, by the way, to fend off Wembanyama, and the Knicks go up by 8. And now Fox coming to his left, and Josh Hart picks up a foul, his 4th foul so far here. Jalen Brunson scored the last 8 New York Knicks points. Watch it, said just like that, ball don't lie. 25 for JB, he's hooping. JB like, Ev, y'all, I'd be winning this. JB will refuse to lose a basketball game. Wembanyama thinks he'll die for winning a basketball game. No. Jalen Brunson. Welcome, Jalen Brunson. They get it to Wembanyama, high post right wing, being guarded by Robinson. Jab step, coming to his left, across the lane, pump fake, leans in, gets knocked off balance, leans in again, steps through, tries to force it down low, and a travel on Victor Wembanyama. Mitchell Robinson, don't lean into me. You're a little too light in the waist, brother. You're a little too light in the waist. I'm not going anywhere. I'm a tree. Look at Big Mitchie. Too big, too strong. I love it. I love it. My timer's too far ahead. We got 5:40 to go in this quarter. Josh Hart driving down, tries to get over to Bridges, but knocked out of the air by Harper out of bounds. It'll stay with the New York Knicks, though. Indy Afro, what's up, Indy? Fox is a New York spy. Fox, hey. We do have a travel, by the way. Bingo card, not looking great tonight. I don't care. I mean, we'll keep track of it, but who cares? Knicks got to get this win. Robinson has it up top, tries to hand off to Brunson. Shaky handoff, but Brunson able to gather it. Brunson swings through to his left off the Robinson screen, leaning in, takes a bump, puts up the jumper anyway. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Skying for the rebound is Fox, and Fox will bring it down, picked up by Josh Hart. Fox up top, driving it down. Josh Hart picks his pocket. Josh Hart has been phenomenal tonight. They get it over to Shamet, they get it over to Robinson, back to Shamet. Shamet out on the perimeter, they're saying hold it. Shamet gonna run a pick and roll with Robinson, coming to his left. Landry Shamet across the lane, kicks it out to Josh Hart. He swings through to his left. He leans in, he spins, he's got nowhere to go. Out to Bridges, coming to his left. Bridges, little fall away baseline jumper. Too strong, can't get it to go right on line, but just can't get it to drop down. We're under 5 to go and an 8-point lead for New York. Wembanyama up top, being guarded by Robinson. He's gonna stop and pop for the straightaway 3, and he's gonna rattle it down. Victor Wembanyama said, I will be heard from. 4:48 to go in the 4th quarter, and we got a timeout from the New York Knicks. Here we go. 21 for Wemby. Mark said, Mikhail, come on, dude. Shot was right on line. It's a tough shot, right? Maybe you want him to shoot a better shot. I get it, but it wasn't great offense. Brunson did not touch the ball in that possession. If you're Shamet there, like I need a Landry Shamet to shoot a floater or a pull-up jumper there coming off the screen. He kicked it over to Josh Hart. After getting the screen from Robinson, he had a lane. Obviously, Wembanyama is now standing in the paint as Robinson rolled to the rim. But you got to like shoot a mid-range shot or throw up a floater or something. I know that's not his game, but it's a better shot than what Bridges had to settle for because the shot clock was winding down. And, you know, at that point, you got to get a shot up. And it wasn't a bad shot from Bridges, and it was just a little too strong. Got to get him to knock down, of course. I'm with you. 3 for 6 from the field tonight. But to me, the reason why Bridges has to take that shot is because Shamet didn't shoot the floater. And OG Anunoby's at the scorers table, and I assume he's going to be coming in for Landry Shamet. Maybe he'll come in for Bridges. Mr. Nixon said, get some separation. I mean, easier said than done. Is a really great defensive team from the Spurs, right? Jay Gardner said, Knicks going to throw their punch right now to close out, JB. I mean, they've been throwing punches. They've been throwing punches. But Wembanyama said, I will be heard from. I will be heard from. knock down that three to get it back to 5. Nick Yak said, great minutes for Mitch. Really good minutes for Mitch, I agree. 2.6 rebounds tonight. I think he was really solid tonight. Obviously could be better, but I think he was really solid tonight. MBM said, can't stop JB, bring in Cat to seal the deal. Yep, we got the starting 5 back in there. Oh, no, we don't. We have Shamit remains in, and Mikal Bridges goes to the bench, which I thought might happen. Was a possibility. I like it. Bridges has not played particularly well tonight, although I thought the defense was starting to pick up, but Anunoby for Bridges, not bad. Brunson coming to his right off of the Anunoby screen. He's got Champagnie switched on to him. He's going to look to dance and isolate. Brunson up top, dancing with it. Brunson crosses over, spins, step back, hesitates, mid-range, pull-up jumper. Didn't matter. Missed it. Good defense from Champagnie and the Spurs there. And now here comes Dylan Harper bringing it down, being guarded by Shamit, coming to his right, down the lane in the paint, kicks it out to Castle, extra pass over to Wemby. Wemby attacking Towns, down across the lane, throws it above glass, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Wembanyama able to pick up his own miss, kicks it back out to Harper, gets it over to Castle. Castle swings it over to Champagnie, ran off that three-point line, down in the paint, kicks out to Wembanyama. All right, corner three from him, hits the top of the backboard, rebounded by Champagnie, and he draws the foul eventually on Jalen Brunson. And I think Brunson immediately looks over at the bench. Possible challenge? Daniel Dash said, Knicks can steal the home court. They can. They can. So Champagnie's at the foul line for 2. The Knicks are going to elect not to challenge. Champagnie knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Joe said, this lead isn't enough. Not nearly enough. Absolutely. Lana Mona said, too much ISO from JV? Brother, that's how we got to an 8-point lead. We can't be so emotional and so reactionary as to say every single miss, that's a bad decision, and every single make, that's a great decision. The Knicks ran their action. They didn't get the opportunities they needed, and so the ball is going to find its way to Jalen Brunson. You only have 24 seconds to make something happen. If your initial actions don't work out, Champagnie misses the second free throw, Knicks still holding on to a 4-point lead in a 2-possession game. The ball is going to find its way to the captain. He's going to look to close it out, as he's done so many times, not only through this playoff run, but throughout his Knicks career so far. Brunson up top being guarded by Castle, calling for a screen from Towns. Coming to his right. Brunson has Fox switched onto him. They swing it over to Shamit. Shamit driving to his right. He's got a lane in the basket. Wemby will pick him up. They kick it out to Anunoby. Anunoby's going to attack to his left. Step back, pump fake, throws up the contested shot. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Champagnie the rebound, gets it out to Vassell. Vassell bringing it down the other way. Vassell over to Wembanyama, being picked up by Cat. Wembanyama dancing with it in the mid-range. Kicks it up top to Castle, back to Wemby. Wemby on the left wing, calling for a screen. Fakes the handoff, keeps it. Wembanyama against Town, swings through to his left. Leans in, drives to the basket. And that is an and one or an offensive foul. And that is an and one for Victor Wembanyama. Mike, with the membership. Appreciate you, Mike, brother. Appreciate you, man. And that is 5 fouls on Towns or 4? I think that's 4 fouls on Karl-Anthony Towns. I thought I saw an official wave an offensive foul. No, it was just a regular and one for Victor Wembanyama. He's doing his best Jalen Brunson impression here. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. Said, anyone sick yet? It's a 2-point game. Anunoby mid-range jumpers is not really the diet I want to live on. I'll go down with Brunson missing middies. I don't want to go down with Anunoby missing middies. You know, I said we let them back in. It's a Spurs team, brother. They will be heard from. They will be heard from. Wembanyama does knock down his and one free throw. It is a 1-point ball game, 94-93. Jalen Brunson will bring it down against Steph Castle here. Brunson up top, directing traffic. Waving everybody away. He's going to run the 2-man game with Cat. Coming to his left off the screen. Gets it over to Cat. Cat up top. Pass fake. Swings it out to Anunoby on the left wing. Anunoby hands it off to Brunson. Coming to his left. Champagnie switches onto him. Brunson up top. Shot clock down to 5. He's going to get busy with it. Down the lane. Step back. Foul line. Fall away. Brunson can't get it to go. Rebounded by Wembanyama. And Wemby will bring it down the other way. 3 minutes to go here. Wemby up top. He can give the Spurs the lead here. He's going to look to attack. Crosses over to his right. Head down to the rim. Floater. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Champagnie had it. Lost it. Josh Hart picks it up. A true battle down there. They get over to Brunson. Hit ahead. Shamit. Pull up right wing 3 in transition, comes up short. Josh Hart, the offensive rebound, saves it out to Shamit, up top to Brunson. Brunson Being guarded by De'Aaron Fox. What an effort play from Josh Hart and Landry Shamet. Brunson down the lane, hop step floater, high off glass. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Wembanyama. Come on, JB. We got to get a couple of these to go down. Wembanyama over to Champagnie. Champagnie with 2:30 to go. Gets it back up top to Wembanyama. Gets it over to Fox. Fox being guarded by Jalen Brunson. Got to get another defensive stop here. Swings through to his right. Down the lane. Kicks it out. Vassell, right wing three's been off all night. Comes up short on that one. Long rebound back to him. They lob it up top to Wemby. Can't get the shot to go down. They wave it off, but they're in the bonus anyway. That's 2 free throws for Victor Wembanyama with 2:16 to go. Whew. Just that's a JB misses hurt my soul. Yeah. They do. He's so good in these. We're so spoiled because he's so normally good in these situations that we just feel like every single shot's going to go down for him. Oh, I don't know. That's a foul. I might look to challenge that if I'm Mike Brown. That's not a push on Shamet. He does have his hand on his back, but that's Wembanyama just reaching back. Mark said challenge that. Yeah, I don't think that's a foul, man. Might be too close because Shamet does have his hand on his back, but Wemby knocks down the first free throw to tie it up at 94. Daniel Dash said, for the lead, go ahead, buckets, clutch JV challenge. Here we go. Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Sons Jen said, the Pistons lost forever ago, though. Joe said, Knicks missing too much now? They are indeed. Mark said, how do you miss that? Sucks. The next Aeon, what's up, Aeon? Come on, JB, your captain clutch. Gotta hit one of these. Gotta hit him. Shaman knocks down, I wish. Wembanyama knocks down both free throws to give the Spurs a 1-point lead. 9-0 run. Let's take a 1-point lead. Knicks had an 8-point lead. 2:10 to go. Final 2 minutes of game one here. Brunson has it up top. Being guarded by Steph Castle coming to his left. Champagnie switches onto him. Brunson driving to his left. Down the lane. Leans in. Pump fake. Steps through. Kicks out the bridges. Extra pass to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Anunoby. A straightaway three. He's open. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Brunson knocks the rebound loose. Bridges picks it up. Bridges back to Brunson. Right corner three. Line me up, Captain. Line me up, Captain Clutch. And the Knicks with the 2-point lead with 1:50 to go, under 2. Here comes Steph Castle bringing it down. It's got to come down to the defensive end, right? Castle has it up top, being guarded by Josh Hart. Castle trying to get it to Wemby. They do get it to Wemby. Out on the perimeter, being guarded by Karl Anthony Towns. Wembanyama faces up. Hands it off to Fox, coming to his left. Puts up the mid-range jumper in the paint, off the back rim. Josh Hart snatches a big old strong rebound in the paint. Josh Hart, a man amongst boys tonight. He's been spectacular. Brunson bringing it down, has it on the right wing. Brunson's going to dance with it, has it against Champagnie. Brunson pulling it back out. Brunson has it up top against Champagnie, 1:17 to go. Brunson's going to dance with it. They show a dub team. Brunson inside the bridges, cutting to the paint. Pump fake, step back, gets stripped by Fox, but fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. Yes, sir. Knock down your free throws now. Knock down your free throws. Brunson, by the way, knocking that rebound away from Vassell, working on the glass, JB, keeping that possession alive. He was the one who knocked it out the Bridges for the offensive rebound, and then he got it right back for the 3 in the right corner. Now Mikal Bridges to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Come on, Mikal, knock him down, buddy. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line here tonight. Big clutch free throws. I know you're clutch like that. He knocks down a perfect first free throw. One more coming. Come on, New York. A little over a minute to go. You're up by 3. It's only a 1-possession game. Both teams in the bonus the remainder of the game. Mikal Bridges knocks down the first free throw. He's got 1 more coming. Mikal Bridges knocks down both free throws. It's a 4-point lead. Okay, it's a 2-possession game. Steph Castle bringing it down against Josh Hart. He has it up top, 1:07 to go. Castle coming to his right off the screen. Castle stops, kicks it over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama up top, crosses over to his left, dribbles it off his own foot. Josh Hart picks it up. They're pushing. Josh Hart, he's not going to throw the lob to Bridges. Smart decision from Josh Hart. Bridges was running the court. He could have possibly thrown the lob to him. Smart decision from Josh Hart. He gets it to Jalen Brunson. Brunson put it out of reach. Swings through to his right. Stops. Crosses over to his left. Spins to his right. Step back. Pump fake. Steps through. Throws it up. Got it to go. And there was a foul they didn't call. He got it to go, though, because that's what Captain does. Fox down the lane, pulls it back out, kicks it out to Wembanyama. He'll throw up the logo 3. He'll miss it. Anunoby the rebound, and he gets knocked out of bounds, and that's a foul. And the Knicks will be taking game 1. The Knicks on the verge of taking game 1 in the finals. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. I'm trying to tell y'all, get on the bandwagon. Did I stutter? Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Anunoby to the foul line for two free throws. He got fouled on the rebound. Knock him down, OG. Knock him down. Bridges knocked down his. Anunoby knocked down yours. OG Anunoby knocks down the first free throw because we're clutch like that. The whole squad clutch like that. When you got a guy leading you that's as clutch as Jalen Brunson, it spreads throughout the rest of the team. Whether it's Towns or Hart, who have been phenomenal all game long, or Anunoby and Bridges step into the foul line knocking down their free throws. OG Anunoby, knock me down one more. 7-point lead. Give me the 8-point lead. Give me that 8-point lead, OG. 103 to 95, 30 seconds to go. Defensive stops, no threes. Fox has it up top on the right wing, being guarded by Bridges. Swings through to his left, down the lane against Bridges to the paint. Tries to kick it in the corner, and Shaman knocks it out of bounds because the whole team is clutch like that. Nothing easy. 20 seconds to go. Come on, Knicks. Timeout for the Spurs. Okay, we get a breather. We get a breather. No time to celebrate. There is no time to celebrate. We are on the verge. We are on the verge, but we have 20 seconds left to play. To the final buzzer. Foot on their necks. Jalen Brunson, by the way, gets fouled by Vassell, falling to the ground. He knocks down their shot anyway, because we're like that. Because we're like that. 30 points for the captain. On 31 shot attempts, I don't care. Take 50 shot attempts the next game. As long as we get the win, I need JB in attack mode because that'll free up Anunoby. That frees up Josh Hart. With Josh Hart big, 14 big old rebounds, by the way. Can we celebrate it? Can we talk about it? 14 of them things. 14. Knicks on the verge, by the way, of winning how many? 4, 8, 11, their 12th game in a row? Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Tammy, in 4, Tammy, in 4. You know, our purple suit, better than the Corgi. Man, it's a blue suit. It's a blue suit. I swear it's blue. Suns Gen, until proven otherwise, Suns Gen, and they have yet to bring me the facts that say otherwise. Prove me otherwise. Where the facts at? Because I haven't seen them anywhere. They can't stop us, Raymond. No, they cannot. Nick Yak said, we are destined. Oh, is this a challenge? Did Mike Breen say they challenged this and it could possibly be off of Vassell? Okay, so it was a Spurs challenge? Huh? What was the ruling there? Who challenged? Who did what? It was a successful challenge? I guess they ruled it off of Vassell initially. And then the Spurs had the challenge to get possession back. I guess that's what happened. Aiden, appreciate you, Aiden. Becky Hammond is seething right now. I'll tell you what, man, I don't care about no Becky Hammond. I care about my New York Knicks. G4, what's up, G4? Spurs will have you change the suit at least once. Chevy, let's be real. Listen, at this point, G4, whether they win or lose, we are not changing the suit. This is the playoff outfit. This is what we're rocking with. Win or lose, the suit will not be changed, right? That was what the idea was to start the playoffs, and then they went on this run. And we ain't stopping. We ain't stopping. Jason said amazing work from Josh Hart down the stretch. His rebounding may win the Knicks the game. His rebounding may win the Knicks the game. He was so good. Judge that said Fox fumbles, Wemby whimpers. Listen, Jalen Brunson, 12 for 31 from the field. Rich Smith with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Rich. So now the rust is off. We should be good. It wasn't a very pretty game from either side here tonight. I don't think the Knicks suffered too much from rust. Maybe a little bit. But, man. Man, I'm almost at a loss of words. JB getting revenge for John Starks? Yeah. I mean, listen, we got 20 seconds to go. and then we'll have 3 more wins if they can hold on after. So the Knicks do get the ball back. They did rule it off of Vassell, and they have to foul OG Anunoby. He's going to the foul line for 2 with 20 seconds to go here. Give me the 10-point lead. If the Knicks win by double figures here tonight, truly hilarious. Truly. Cactus Black, what's up, Cactus? Avy said, I'll take the ugly one. Yeah. They could all be ugly. I don't care as long as we get them. Kay Hazy said, I think the Knicks just weren't used to tough defense. That is also an adjustment for the Knicks. They have yet to play as tough of a defense as they played here tonight. But they adjusted as the game went on. 13 fourth quarter points from Jalen Brunson, by the way, because that's what he does. He comes through. Gabriel Goby, what's up, Gabriel? Winning the ugly is special team stuff. Yep. I talk about it all the time, especially during the regular season, where you have to have multiple different ways you could win, right? It's easy to say you're a great team when you win, when everything goes right. But what happens when everything goes wrong? What happens when none of the three-point shots go down? What happens when you can't get to the foul line? Champagny can't get the 3 to go. Josh Hart snags the rebound. They get over to Brunson, and they'll dribble out the clock, and the Knicks will win 105-95. 3 more. 3 more to go. And the Knicks steal home court. They steal game 1 of the NBA Finals. Here we go. And Brunson and Scott Foster got a little conversation going on. Brunson also has something to say to a fan behind the scores table, saying something. But all those people in the chat talking about Spurs were going to win suddenly went very quiet once Jalen Brunson put the cape on, right? 3 more, Mark. 3 more. Mike Hirsch. Brunson put that off. Come on, brother. Nitty Yak said another double-digit win. Another double-digit win. Obviously, it came down to some free throws at the end, but hey, man, 105-95 is going to go down in the books as another double-digit win, and they held the Spurs on their 100 points. You want to talk about some defense? Let's talk about some defense. Karl Anthony Towns was truly spectacular in holding Wembanyama down, 6 for 21 from the field. He took 13 free throws here tonight, by the way, which we could take a look at here. Yvette said, wow, great win. Phenomenal win. Chi-Chi said, what they're going to say now? Is this a fluke? Hi, Knicks haters, stand up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They will say that it's just game 1. That's what they will say. They will say Wembanyama did not play well. That's what they will say. They will say De'Aaron Fox was really bad. That's what they will say. What they won't talk about is how Dylan Harper had a pretty dang good game. 16 points from him. Christina with the subscription. Appreciate you, Christina. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. What they won't talk about, I should probably put that behind me, right? So it's not standing in front of me. Where is that? It's all the way up there. I should be the tippity top up here, so it's not. There we go. That's better. D. Grant, Knicks are very hungry. Very, very, very hungry. William Penn said, we don't care about that guy, brother. I'm not even going to recognize the name. Appreciate you, though, William. Appreciate you. Gigi said, had it not been for Julian threes, we win by 30. I mean, Julian Champagny, yeah. 5 for 6 from three-point range in the first half. Knicks cleaned up their defense on him, did not give him open looks in the second half. Went 0 for 4 in the second half. Stuck on 16 points. At 16 points at halftime, stuck on 16 points the remainder of the game. Victor Wembanyama, 26 points, 6 for 21 from the field, 2 for 9 from 3, 12 for 13 from the free throw line. Majority of his points coming from that free throw line. He did have 6 turnovers as well. Knicks forcing him into a bunch of turnovers. Sire Love, what's up, Sire? Appreciate you, brother. George Jones. Man, I'm at a loss for words. 3 more, man. 3 more. That's the only words I got. 3 more to go. 3 more to go. That's a bad man right there. They're following Jalen Brunson back to the locker room. That's a bad man right there. Oh, my goodness. Harrison Barnes off the bench played 12 minutes. You barely noticed him out there. The only times you noticed Harrison Barnes when he was out there was when he was getting cooked by the Knicks. 0 points, 0 for 2 from three-point range. Missed his 1 free throw attempt, 2 boards, and an assist. Keldon Johnson only played 8 minutes tonight. 3 points from him. They clearly did not like the minutes he was giving his team. Carter Bryant played 1 minute tonight. Oh, no, I'm reading. Yeah, no. Carter Bryant played 4 minutes tonight. Keldon Johnson played 8 minutes. Carter Bryant played 4 minutes in the NBA Finals here. I don't know what the adjustment is for the Spurs in their bench regard, because I think you're just going to have to trust your guys more off the bench. But when those guys were in the game, that's when the Knicks were going on their runs. They were very, very comfortable with them out there. TT in the morning. What's up, TT? Just that said, bro, just won in June. Man, is it a glorious feeling. Tuesday Morning said, these teams were pretty close all game. Both teams starting five had 4 players in double digits, but the Knicks were able to edge out the Spurs. Good win. Great win. And we'll go through it right now to see where the Knicks' advantages lie. Kenar said, I got work to do, but I can't. No work will be done. No sleep will be had. Nick Yak said, if we didn't play horrible half of the game, we win by 25. I mean, the Knicks scored 19 points in the first quarter, right? If they score 25 points, they win by 16. If they have one of those explosive fourth quarter or one of those explosive quarters that they normally have throughout basketball games, especially here in the playoffs, you could say they win by 20. We could say all those things, but clearly that did not happen, and I'm not sure a 40-point quarter is in the cards for them. But look, they scored 29, 28, and 29. What is the big outlier? 19 points in the first quarter. They responded by holding the Spurs to 19 points in the second quarter and 21 points in the third quarter. Only 40 points in the second half for the San Antonio Spurs. Phenomenal defense in the second half for the New York Knicks. You love to see it. Don Jason, what's up, Don? I got really scared when Brunson went to the locker room. I wasn't too scared. He seemed fine. Probably just had to maybe get it wrapped up with some bandages or something. We did see blood on him, so I think it was just bumped knees, and that hurts. That hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. Rose said, jump ball, Harper, 3 blocks, bingo card. Thank you, Rose. Thank you. Speaking of, so we had jump ball. We did have a jump ball. Can't believe we don't have Champagny on here. We should have had Champagny on here. We had jump ball. We had Dylan Harper go off for 16 points, and we have him up here for, I believe, 12. Where's Dylan Harper? Harper for 12. Anunoby knocked down 4 free throws at the end there. He got up to 17 points. We got Anunoby for 15. We didn't have 2 consecutive missed free throws, though. Dang, they couldn't have fouled Mitchell Robinson, sent him to the foul line. They couldn't go to Hack and Mitch real quick. They couldn't do that. Did Hart hit his prop? I know he had over 12 rebounds. He did have over 12 rebounds, but he only had 3 points. He literally needed one more shot. One more shot. The Fleas with a very generous super chat. He said 3 more. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They gotta throw this. They gotta throw the emoji in for this. Just for Jalen Brunson. Like, I feel like it's pretty easy. They already got this one that you threw in there, the Fleas. They gotta throw this one in there for JB, right? See one, send one for the Jalen Brunson 3. Just that said, like and subscribe. This is regular for us on this channel. Yes, sir. Just that. If you guys are brand new, appreciate you for hanging out with us here tonight. Hopefully you had a good time. Iron Whoops, thank you. You have a great job. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Jalad, what's up, Jalad? Sweep, do you think? Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise, and I've yet to be proven otherwise. Big Yak said 3 more in a row for 15 in a row. And we are not looking back, Yak. We are not looking back. Michael Eady said, that's right, 12 in a row. Is it 12 in a row? 8, 4 gets its 8, 3, 11. Yeah, 12 in a row. 12 in a row. See you Friday. We will be back, of course, on Friday for the next game. Is it Friday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. We got 1 day off in between. We'll be back on Friday. Knicks in 4. But let's continue to go through it. Mikal Bridges, 9 points. Josh Hart, 3 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists. He did have 4 steals. Hold on. No, he needs 5. He needed 5. He needed 1 more steal. Dang. So close. So close. No turnovers from Josh Hart, by the way. Phenomenal. Brunson had 3 turnovers in the first half, only 1 turnover in the second half. Phenomenal. Cleaned up the turnovers very much in the second half there. Mr. Nixon said, Knicks got experience and are the more rested team. Shout out to Mitch and Shaman at this game. Hart unsung hero on the boards. Cat stepped up and matched the intensity of the Spurs. Can we give a shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns' defense tonight? He was spectacular defensively against Wembanyama. He didn't give him anything easy. He was out of position one time where Wemby got him out of position and got the foul going up for the shot. But outside of that, he was spectacular tonight. And they got the Eyewitness News on. This is not what I want. I want, like, legit sports coverage. We got to go to ESPN, I guess. They should have the guys on, right? Barkley and them, the inside crew. Not that I like the inside crew that much, but it is much better than Eyewitness News. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, Inside the NBA is coming up. So that's cool. That's cool. Ram Jan said Inside the NBA on ESPN. Yeah, so I put it up. Not that I care that much about Inside the NBA and their opinions, but they are fun and entertaining. And it's much better than having whatever else that was on. Deborah Harriet, what's up, Deborah? 12 wins, New York Knicks. 3 more to go. Job not done. 3 more to go. Spurs just ran into some experience a little bit. And all the talk about how young the Spurs are to make the NBA Finals, they're right. But so were the Thunder last year. And the Thunder are still, even though they won the championship last year, a very young, inexperienced team. They won a championship, so they have a ton of experience now. But still a pretty inexperienced team. And the Spurs team got hit by a bunch of grown men. That was grown man basketball tonight. And so it's not a surprise to me that the New York Knicks pulled off the victory. That was grown man basketball. So we don't have bingo on the 2 consecutive missed free throws. Do we have anything else? Karl Anthony Towns tonight, 18 points. Oof, 2 more, 2 away from the 20 points. On the other side, Wembanyama with 26, Steph Castle with 17. He doesn't get his 20 either. We had Fox for 15. He had 7, 3 for 13 from the field. Rough night for De'Aaron Fox. That said cup check. JB should have been better in the fourth too. Could have been. He missed some very makeable shots. He missed some makeable shots that he normally knocks down. DB said, collecting banners and making history. If we win the NBA Finals, for opening night next year, which obviously it will be at home, so we can raise the banner, they better raise 3 banners. They better raise 3. Or on the 1 banner, put something in the banner to show that they also won the cup that year. I want it up in the standings. I do. I mean, in the rafters. I do. I do want it up there. Jose NYC, what's up, Jose? DB said, I'm not going to lie, my chef's hat, sweaty, guys. The chef's hat is so sweaty. Kinar said, yep, banner and banner. Even if it's just maybe like a patch. Yeah, like I just kind of want to be represented in some way, right? It's got to be immortalized in some way. It doesn't have to be its own individual banner, but put it up there somehow, some way, right? Like in the corner of the big banner. Yeah, that's what I'm picturing, Kinar. Like some like it could be small too, just a little cup championship logo, or maybe just the logo of the like cup championship itself. Like I don't know. I just want it immortalized in some way. I know I've been harping on it since they won it, but like I would have preferred a banner, but I'll take a little patch, just something. Like listen, they should have 3 banners off of this season, but they'll raise 2 banners. They'll raise the Eastern Conference Finals championship banner. And we're getting a little ahead of ourselves now, talking about raising banners. But if they do, I'm talking about hypothetically, which could be reality, raise the 2 banners. And then maybe immortalize the in-season championship banner, right? The trifecta, crazy, the trifecta for sure. DB said, and we still retain our double point streak. Yeah, winning by 10 tonight, yep. Michael Eady said, look for Cat on Dangerous AI. It's going to be a good one, huh? I won't be checking anybody out on AI, brother. Skomberg, what's up, Skomberg? We are winning back-to-back championships. Never mind this week. Brother, let's win the one first, and then we'll worry about next year when next year comes around. Jason said, JB making his campaign for greatest Knick ever. He kind of is. Listen, I'm pretty solidly in the camp of like Clyde Frazier, and there really is no overcoming Clyde Frazier. He's got 2 championships. He's got the greatest Game 7 performance in NBA history. So I'm pretty solidly, as K Hazy with the 30 joules. Appreciate you, K Hazy. Thank you for your generosity, big dog. I'm pretty solidly in the camp of Clyde Frazier's the greatest Knick of all time. You got to do a lot to overcome him, but Jalen Brunson would jump to 2. I'd probably take JB over Pat Ewing at that point if he does. If he does, Kinar said, unless JB wins 2. I'm kind of there too, Kinar. I'm kind of there too. Again, it's not just the 2. It's like everything that encompasses Clyde Frazier. Like, even if we didn't want to take into account the fact that Clyde Frazier has been the voice of the Knicks for the past however many years, 30 years, right? Has he been doing the color commentary for like 30 years now? 40 years? 30, 40 years? When did he start? But yeah, Clyde Frazier, he's got the 2 championships. Again, he's got the greatest Game 7 in NBA Finals history. So, Kinar said, JB number 2, easy with 1 chip. I don't know about past Willis without a chip, though. My rankings is Clyde Frazier 1, Pat Ewing 2, Willis Reed 3. Right? I think Pat Ewing, like I know he didn't win a championship. That wasn't entirely his fault. It wasn't the greatest team built around them. I get it. Kinar said, Willis too. Willis was great. Obviously, I'm more familiar with Pat Ewing than Willis. I'm not mad at Willis too. Like I think I have Clyde 1, and I don't think it's particularly that close. But if you have Willis over Pat, like that makes sense to me. I'm down with that. But I have Pat over Willis. Again, I'm more familiar with Pat's career than I am with Willis, just because it's easier to go back and watch Pat Ewing's games versus going back to watching Willis in the 70s. But I also know the accolades that Willis has, which is why I have him right there with Pat. If you want to go Willis over Pat, I'm down with that. I personally have Pat edging out Willis because the 15 years with the Knicks, all of the accolades, he's at the top of all of the all-time leaderboards with the Knicks in terms of points, rebounds, blocks, like all the things. So that means something to me, right? That means something to me, a little bit more. Even though he didn't win, I don't put that entirely on Pat Ewing. Should have been able to bring one, but. I said, I saw all of Mo's career. But he just wasn't going to get past Olajuwon, so whereas Willis and Clyde beat the Lakers. Yeah. I mean, look, I get it. It's right there. It's right there for me. Could go either way. I got Pat just because he's at the top of every category for the Knicks in all the leaderboards, right? Most points scored is a Knick. Most rebounds grabbed is a Knick. Most blocks is a Knick. Rejuvenated a franchise that was kind of in turmoil after the Bernard King injury. And again, I don't blame him entirely. He gets a lot of the blame, but I don't blame him entirely for not being able to bring a championship to New York. Not the greatest teams. Not the greatest teams put around them, unfortunately. Ian Parkin said, Clyde, Ewing, Melo, Brunson, but Brunson can move up. Melo is not even in the same vicinity as the other three guys you named, brother. Melo's a great individual player. Spent 7 years with the Knicks. He had one solid year. Everything else was a turmoil. And I love Melo. I really do, and I appreciate the time he spent with the Knicks. He's not even in the same, he doesn't even sniff the same air as Clyde, Ewing, and Brunson right now. Keenar said, please don't start this list with Melo, please. Melo ain't on the list. I mean, we could have Melo like 5. He's like there with Bernard King. I know Bernard King was awesome as well, but same thing as Melo. Like, tumultuous time for Bernard King. They didn't really win anything. Didn't have a ton of competitive years. Bernard was more so because of his injuries, but Melo also dealt with his injuries. He had the shoulder injury and all the things. They didn't build a good team around him. They brought in Phil Jackson, completely ruined it. Keenar said Richie Guerin over Melo. I mean, that's just... I get it. He's got all the accolades as well, Richie Guerin, but like, you also want to talk about a guy who didn't win anything, you know? An NBA championship in that regard. I know he won things in his era that weren't an NBA championship, but Sconberg said Melo's awesome, but as a Knicks player, Brunson passed him last year. Yeah, I mean, he probably passed him 2 years ago to me, honestly. I don't even think it's ever been that close between here. Like Melo's not even really in the conversation for me. Like, he's barely 5 if I do have him 5. Like, I'm not going through the whole list right now, but, everyone owed sucks. Knicks in 4. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Let's get back to going through it real quick. They didn't get any production off the bench from people not named Dylan Harper. Luke Cornett continues to be a disaster for them off the bench. They continue to struggle in the Wemby-less minutes. He only played 10 minutes tonight. Wembanyama played 38 minutes. They're trying to save him from the 40-minute games. Let's see the Knicks and their minutes played. 37 for Brunson, 27 for Hart, who dealt with the foul issues earlier in the game. He played 20 of the 24 minutes in the second half. He only played 7 minutes at half. He had 7 minutes played in the first half. 31 minutes for OG Anunoby, 34 minutes for Karl-Anthony Towns, 37 minutes for Jalen Brunson, 28 minutes for Mikal Bridges, 33 minutes for Landry Shamet, who is just turned like he's on fire right now. 3 for 6 from three-point range, 5 for 9 from the field for 13 points. Clarkson played 6 minutes. I didn't like the Clarkson minutes at all. I like that we went away from Clarkson in the second half. Alvarado, 11 minutes. I thought he was pretty great in his 11 minutes. He didn't have great fourth quarter minutes, but he was really good in the fourth quarter. I didn't think he was bad. I'll put it that way. Maybe he wasn't good, but I didn't think he was bad at all. Deuce McBride, I thought, had really good minutes as well. 6 points, 4 assists. The stat line's not going to show in the second half. 2 for 6 from three-point range. I thought he was okay. That layup in transition against Steph Castle gets me. Like, that was a big turning point that allowed the Spurs to get back into it there. Either got to draw the foul or dribble that thing back out or get the layup to go down or, whatever the case may be. But the fact that you can get 19 minutes from Deuce McBride, who also played at some excellent defense tonight. Some fantastic defense from McBride, some great minutes from Alvarado. Phenomenal, huge minutes from Landry Shamet, 33 minutes tonight. And 13 minutes from Mitchell Robinson off the bench, who I thought was also really solid. Not the greatest game, not a bad game. He was just solid, just good. He came in, played well, battled Wembanyama, and defended him really well, same as Karl-Anthony Towns. And again, the thing with Karl-Anthony Towns tonight that I think was utterly spectacular was his defense on Wembanyama. I thought he was spectacular on Wembanyama defensively, man. Victor Wembanyama, 26 points tonight, 6 for 21 from the field, 2 for 9 from three-point range. They are keeping him out on that three-point line. Does not want to go down low and battle with the bigs. 12 for 13 from the free throw line. He got the benefit of a lot of calls. He also got fouled a lot. Knicks got to clean up that. 12 rebounds for him. But look at this. 6 turnovers for the big man. He can't put the ball down on the court and dribble against these guys. He's going to end up turning the ball over. And the Knicks did a great job of digging down against him here tonight. They only held him to 3 offensive rebounds, which is pretty good. Against Wembanyama, he did end up with the 12 rebounds there. We can look at Mitchell Robinson. How many offensive? He only grabbed the 1 offensive rebound, so that's it. That's not going to fill in the bingo card there. Brunson did get the 30 ball. We didn't get a tech or a flagrant. We did get a double-double from both Vic Wembanyama and from Karl Anthony Towns. So we'll just fill in a couple of things here. Double-double. Brunson for 30. We didn't have a tech or a flagrant, so unfortunately that doesn't give us bingo, but we were close. We were close. You can see it here. Shame at 13 points. We might have to have a shame it box in the next game. We'll figure it out in the next game. I'm going to take a couple of things out and fill it in with a couple of more player props, just because it's going to be more fun that way. Yeah, so I think our 9-man line, we went to 10 guys tonight, 5 guys off the bench. I think our 10-man lineup is pretty solidly Robinson, Shamet, Alvarado, McBride. I don't mind sprinkling in a couple of Jordan Clarkson minutes there just to see if he can give you something. But yeah, I think our lineup is going to be pretty solidly Robinson, Shamet, Alvarado, McBride. So Michael Eady said, alien on the wrong planet. He didn't know where he was. Kinar said, I really like Cat. He comes off very mature in interviews and intelligent. Yeah, but people want him to play in the post more, so they call him soft all the time. And it doesn't make any sense. I'm happy he's finally getting the recognition and the respect he deserves from this playoff run, because he's been utterly spectacular, and there really is no denying how fantastic he's been. And I'm happy people are finally coming around and being like, oh, Karl Anthony Towns is actually pretty good, huh, guys? Wow, he's actually not in foul trouble every single time, and he's not committing all these. And it was like all the things that I've been talking about the last 40 games of the regular season. People are finally coming around to it, and I'm happy about it. I'm finally. It took longer than it should have, but I'm happy about it. I agree wholeheartedly, Keenan Hart. I think Karl Anthony Towns, once you like, and it's not even to mention like all the stuff he does off the court and his story and who he is as a person and how good of a teammate he is. It's not even taking that into account. He's just a phenomenal basketball player, man, and he's been really mature this year on the court. Like off the court, he's always mature, but like he's been really mature on the court. Again, started off rough with the offensive fouling and I don't know my place in the offense and all the things. It took a lot to get to this point, but yeah. Jason said, Cat absolutely killed it. Still couldn't get a whistle in the first half. No, he could not. No, he could not. I mean, the free throw battle as well, we could take a look at. We could wipe 4 free throws away from the Knicks because the Spurs intentionally fouled to, try to prolong the game a bit there. But the Knicks took 18 free throws. Spurs took 25. We could wipe 4 free throws away from the Knicks at the end where they intentionally fouled to extend the game. And the Knicks took, they were 12 of 14 from the free throw line tonight, where the Spurs were 20 of 25. Got killed in the free throw battle. Both teams knocked down 11 threes tonight. 11-43 for the Spurs, 11 for 36 for the 11 for 36 for the New York Knicks. Rebounds 49-54. They actually got beat on the glass by 5 rebounds, which is like a decent amount to get beat on the boards by, and they grabbed 4 more offensive rebounds than them. But the Knicks did dominate the possession battle, and I assume it's from turnovers. We go down to the turnover battle, 9-13. Yeah, they cleaned up their turnovers in a huge way. I think they only had 1 turnover in the second half. I think they had 8 at halftime, didn't they? And then the Spurs with 13 turnovers. I believe they had 7 in the second half, if I'm not mistaken, which is a pretty good amount. Keenan Hart said OG also comes across that way. Whole team super likable. Very likable. Very likable. A lot of down-to-earth, really chill, well-raised dudes. Like, they're just chill. They're just chill guys. Just a couple of chill dudes hanging out, playing basketball together. Freeman said, credit Mike Brown for figuring out how to integrate Cat into the offense. Yeah, I mean, Mike Brown, a lot was made where people were like, they completely changed their offense in Game 3, after Game 3 against the Atlanta Hawks. And I'm like, they didn't completely change their offense. They just shifted things to prioritize certain parts of their offense that gave the ball to Towns on the top of the key and played off of that. Right? Like, they were playing this exact style that we saw in the playoffs where Karl Anthony Towns was at the top of the key and he was feeding guys. They played that exact style of basketball in the preseason and to start the regular season. But it got to a point where the Knicks started to go to Mike Brown and they were like, hey, look, there's a lot. Mindset John. What's up, Mindset John? There's a lot going on. Like, we kind of want to simplify some things. Like, we want to get to our isolation bag. Like, Towns wants a little bit of that. Brunson wants a little bit of that. Bridges wants a couple of more opportunities with the ball in his hands. Anunoby wants a little more opportunities with the ball in his hands. And that's when you saw a shift in the offense there, where we started to go back and revert to the things that we're a little bit more comfortable to. Now, we swung too far in that direction, and we had to pull things back. And that's where you saw, like, the last 30-ish games of the season, where the Knicks got really good, and the ball movement started to become much better, and their offense started to look a little better. And they were still trying to figure out the balance of our normal isolation game as well as the Mike Brown, Warriors, Spurs offensive Towns at the top of the key. That's always been there, but they leaned heavier into it in the Atlanta series. They didn't fundamentally change their offense, which is the way people have been phrasing it, which has been driving me crazy because people don't watch the Knicks as often as we not watch the Knicks. I get that, but this has been a part of their offense all season long. It didn't come out of nowhere, which is the way people have been framing it for some reason. Cross Signal, what's up, Cross Signal? Mindset John said, JB is a phenomenal player for the Knicks and has that will to carry the weight of leadership by being dependable. His performance shows in big moments of games like tonight. Yeah, I mean, just the will to not stop. I mean, I talked about it where I don't care about the efficiency at this point in the playoffs, right? You're in the NBA Finals, take 40 shots, do what you got to do to win me the ball game, right? I don't care if he goes 10 for 40 and he misses 30 shots, as long as those 10 shots helped us win the basketball game, right? So Jalen Brunson tonight, not an efficient game at all. 30 points on 31 shot attempts, disgusting. Terrible efficiency. If this is the regular season, I'm like, oh, JB, what is that performance tonight? Listen, as long as we got the victory, hell yeah, but you got to clean this up. I don't care. 12 for 31, terrible. He missed 19 shots. My math is correct. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I don't care. Because the 12 shots he did make were huge and integral in us winning this basketball game here tonight, right? Because a lot of them came in the fourth quarter. Not a lot of them, but a decent amount of them came in the fourth quarter. 4 turnovers tonight, 3 in the first half, only 1 in the second half. Clean that up. Knicks were just much better, much more locked in. We could contribute that to possibly being, to that possibly playing off of the rust that we have been dreading, coming off of the rust, right? I said, exactly, JB has some cojones that Chet Holmgren was missing. I don't think, and I don't know if he'll ever find him. We'll see. Jaden said, I'm listening to the Knicks haters come up with all sorts of excuses right now. Oh, yeah, the excuse is going to go flowing tonight. Can't wait. Keenar said San Antonio Spurs is going to be crowing like he was a long. I'm reading that San Antonio Spurs when you're my goodness, it's getting late for me. Tripping all over my words. When you are pointing to a different SAS, which again, I'm not even going to acknowledge that person because I think they're just horrible for basketball and really bad at their job at this point. So, Amy Machu said, did the Knicks lose on analytics today, Chevy? I actually think the analytics probably favored the Knicks today. I think the analytics actually favored them. Just that said, OG 3 for 6 in the fourth too. And he had that nice run where he knocked down 2 threes, one of them right in the face of Victor Wembanyama. Was phenomenal. So huge stretch from OG Anunoby. Had a really disappointing first half. I say analytically not sure. I think Cleveland won tonight. That's a good point. Cleveland may have won the analytics tonight. You're right about that. I mean, they win it most nights, though. Sons Jen said most sports entertainment personalities can kick rocks. Yeah, but the thing about them, Sons Jen, is like I'm cool with them as long as you're entertaining. Like I'm cool with the inside guys because they're entertaining, right? I think they're terrible sports analysts, but I think they're extremely entertaining. Whereas like the other guy that you guys keep referencing in the chat that I refuse to acknowledge is not entertaining in the least bit. He hasn't been entertaining for almost a decade now, and I'm just tired of acknowledging him. So my best advice is that we are, if you didn't know, if you haven't heard this phrase before, we are in an attention economy. So the way most of these companies and the way most people make money is with attention, which is why you see a lot of rage bait content and clickbait and all of these things that are trying to bait you into interacting with them. If you just pull the bottom out from under them and stop interacting with these things that you don't like, it will it will suck the air out of the room from them, and you will bankrupt them, right? Not monetarily, they'll still make their money, they still have their advertisers and all of that, and they'll be fine. But you will pull the attention away from them, and it will really make them question if they're doing things the right way, and hopefully we can get better content in general, right? Like, you have the power. You don't have to be like, oh yeah, if I don't watch them, they're gonna go bankrupt financially. Like, no, they'll be fine. Again, they have their sponsors and all that, but if you pull the attention away from these people, you can possibly, one, put better people in those positions. Like, you look at guys like Kenny Beecham and Numbers on the Board and the company Enjoy Basketball and all the things that they're doing. Like, those are the people we should be propping up into those positions and start pulling those other people down and away from them, because they are not beneficial to sports talk and sports in general in any way, shape, or form, right? And there's some sports entertainment people like Nick Wright, who I don't agree with on a lot of topics. I like Nick Wright. I think he's fun. I think he's entertaining. I think he's smart. I think he justifies a lot of the things he does. I believe that he watches basketball games versus the other guy who shall not be named, where I'm like, what are we doing on this show? What are we doing on this ESPN show, right? I said Nick Wright disgusts me. Nick Wright's fine. Nick Wright's fun. Nick Wright's entertaining. Again, he's entertaining. I don't agree with the things Nick Wright says. A lot. But it clearly comes from a guy who is passionate and watches a lot of sports. Whereas a lot of the other guys over on ESPN, I can't say the same. And listen, if you don't like a personality that has a big platform, again, we are in an attention economy. The best way to support those people is to pull the attention away from them, right? Take your attention away. Don't interact with it and be like, I hate this content, and you're like putting it everywhere. You're giving them exactly what they want, whether you like it or not, by giving it attention, right? So if you don't like something, that's fine. We don't all have to like the same things, but pull your attention away from the things that you don't like. Right? Stop giving them the views that they want, because they don't care whether you like it or not. They care whether or not you're interacting with it, whether you're giving it the attention that they want. So that's where I'll leave it at. Sons Jen said, everyone's a heel to boring now. Yeah. So that's where we're gonna end today. Kenar said, I like reporters, not lobbyists. That's fine. Support the lawyers, support the reporters, brother. Do that. Buzzer Beater said, Nick Wright looks like an out-of-work magician. He does indeed. He does indeed. So that's going to wrap us up here tonight. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me all the way to the very end. We're not going to get bingo, which is fine. I don't care to get bingo in the NBA Finals. We're going to keep it going, obviously, because it's fun, but we're going to wrap it up right there. Whew, I'm sweating. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, this shirt-jacket combination is going to be stanking tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Friday. Because we are not washing it. I'm pulling it off. I'm hanging it on my hangers, and I'm hanging it up on the rack over there. And we're gonna keep it going because it's been good luck so far, and we had a good time. So again, we're gonna be meeting Friday for the game. Obviously, Sons Jen with a very generous super chat. Appreciate it, brother. He said I did cut off my ESPN, so here. Appreciate you, Sons Jen. Appreciate for your generosity. Thank you for that, brother. So we will be back on Friday for the game. And that game is 8:30, I believe. 8:30 start time for the game. We'll be back. 8 o'clock, right? It is the NBA Finals, so we're going to be live as long as we can. We're going to talk about it. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to celebrate it. 3 more to go. And you guys know the mantra, Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Shout out all the channel members, whether you were gifted a membership or decided to become a member all on your own. I appreciate you guys nonetheless. And shout out all the people contributing very generously here tonight through the super chat and through the jewels and all of that system. I wish they had the jewels up here for me to read through, but I appreciate you guys. Is it over here? Hold on. Should we be able to see it here? Your activity? Yeah. No. We can't. Not here. Not here either. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. Sons Jen, The Fleas, Rich Smith, Aiden K, AP. Mike became a member. Appreciate you, Mike. K-Hub with a very generous super chat. Michael Mack, AP again. Appreciate you guys very, very much for hanging out with me tonight. AP again. Christopher Baskerville, very generous of you, brother. Project Slap, The High Vibe. Appreciate you guys. AP again. The Fleas again. Freeway Hustler, very generous. Appreciate you guys. The Fleas again. My goodness, James Sumler got to start it off tonight, and that's where I know it ended. So I appreciate you guys as always. Remember, brush your teeth before bed. Stay hydrated. Knicks in 4, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.